like him, inside and outside. Blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. 'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm good, I was need, I died, I was need, I was dying, I was need, I died, I was need, I was dying, I was need, I died, I was need.
Everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Jumper Punch. What a day. We're recording this straight after the game, so emotions are high.
They are very
or
high.
low. Now, if you've never...
Okay, sorry.
Check him out.
I ruined it,
You're
man.
always jumping in early.
I have to.
Because you think I can't do it. All right, so if you haven't been here before, I'm Rocco, Mars and Paola. And now we have someone who I don't think anyone's ever seen on YouTube.
Or if you haven't seen him, you're living under a
If you
fucking
haven't
rock.
seen him, you've never watched any Carlton show. We have Pommy. How you going, Mr. Dan Williams?
Hey, I'm good. I'm a bit like early noughties Paris Hilton. I'm in any video.
You are in any video. You are correct.
In anything.
Do you know what I
Up
mean?
in anything too.
Hey, do you know what I mean?
Keep an eye out on that banana, mate. If it disappears during the show.
Yeah, that's it, the banana. Yeah, so this show has just moved up a notch to this week. It's even moved up a notch. We might get some intelligent conversation this week.
Yeah, between them two.
Not that it's ever not intelligent.
So big game. We did what we had to do today, didn't we?
Yes.
Got a W.
Job done. 4
Got
points.
The job done. Move on.
But that's
to the
what
next
it's all
level.
about. It's
It
nice
is.
to actually become a club like that, isn't it?
Yes, it
Not
is.
being happy
It
winning
is.
the way
It
we won,
is.
but yeah, it's great.
100%, man. You are. We got the win. We're talking about potential top four in round. What round are we?
19.
19. We are talking about. We've got a chance to make the top four.
Bloody oath we do.
So it's all good. So what we'll do is the first thing we'll do is coffees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Start.
Do it.
Am I going to fetch them again? Because we have no
Well,
slave
the
labourer.
masks are back.
company.
No.
Are they back, really? What do you mean the masks are back? Are they?
I don't know. That's what the fuck we said.
Yo, how we going? Yes, I know.
Positivity.
It's late today. We still do it every day of the week. Yes. Today we've got a special guest.
Yeah, go on then.
We have got a special guest, yes.
Let him know
Yep.
he's
No Pommy? Yeah, the wannabe European guys. Yeah, they think they're part of Europe. Yeah, no, yeah. All right, we'll have him. We'll have some coffees and some. Give us something I reckon the Pom might like. All right,
surprise us.
done. Thank you.
Am I?
All right.
Why am
Am
I
I
expecting a pint?
Hey,
of
listen.
gravy?
Am I going to fetch?
Gravy.
They can't find workers, mate.
Can you neck it?
Do people not like this fucking
Matt
mask
Gravy.
mandate, mate? What's going on?
Gravy.
What mess?
Isn't there a
Mate, I
mask
could
mandate?
neck
Is
the
it?
gravy.
Ooh.
It's scalding hot.
What do we
Mate,
have here?
Yeah, honestly.
Are the masks coming back?
Oh,
I
well.
just said
Fuck.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, just creating banter.
The only good thing about the
I
masks,
don't
man.
give a fuck to be
Fuck,
honest.
you've outdone yourself here.
Oh,
Wow.
Shit the bed.
Fuck.
at that.
That is proper.
Turn around.
We got
You want to
muffins.
pick which one do you want to go? This one or that one?
Which one? This is the.
That's
McGavin
McGavin type shit.
We'll go Panther. Oh, is that hot?
That's from McGavin.
Like, what, so is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Andrew Russell squeezed it out of his ball sacks.
Every week.
Whatever's the more tough one. So and we'll leave the Dow one for someone else.
The Dow one just comes out of the tap.
These coffees are still hot.
Oh, that's a nice one. Whoever gets that.
That's going to be mine. I need a
These
good,
are full, man.
and they're good hit. Well, you're starting to like heavy hands.
Mate, you're hitting us like bad. The last couple of weeks. He's right.
Last week,
Remember when we first started? It used to be like a drop of each.
No, last week I didn't actually put it on today.
All right,
It's
that's
because I'm here.
Exactly.
Go, take.
Because do you remember I had to neck it last time with the
You
cup
did.
of
You
tea?
necked a tea.
Yeah.
And you
Else.
beat us.
Beat.
Right.
Well, you beat.
Beat.
You beat.
It's gonna be.
Beat us. Didn't
Colby
beat you.
shake.
Nah, yeah, well, I got
Cheers.
half. He's got fucking out.
Salud there.
Muscles
Yes.
off.
To the Blues. To the Blues.
Ooh.
Oh, Teo. That was a nice
Tell ya,
hit.
it's like my.
Told you, straight out of my gun.
It's like my honeymoon. It's
So we got-
warm and makes my eyes water.
So we got Tim Tams here. We
do
have
have
got some muffins.
Muffins.
Oh, Tim
Is
Tams.
it
blueberries.
muffins? Or is it a
There's-
muffin?
A fucking
The
muffin.
muffin.
It's a muffin.
Is it the
It's
muffin?
a muffin.
Tim Tams.
Wow.
The-
Talking
Like
about
Tim Tams?
The the
Talking
Kmart penguin.
what is?
You
Oh,
like
no.
you like the you prefer the penguins?
How hear anything worse of it.
Really?
What's the penguins?
It's the same thing, chocolate thing.
It's basically a Tim Tam but harder.
Ah.
I've never had it.
It's basically.
What about the
They're in
there's
little
white
red
Tim Tams
wrappers,
in
yeah?
there. Do you like the white Tim Tams?
Yeah, I like all Tim Tams, but like penguins just.
In the red wrapper, yeah? That's the
Yeah.
right one. They're actually cooler.
Pick up a penguin.
Penguins.
That-
Peter
that-
Piper
that-
picked
that-
the
I've
Peter
never had
Piper
it.
picked
That,
I've never had them.
I've never
I'll bring
seen
some.
it.
I'll bring some
mate,
next
mate,
time.
All right,
mate,
next week.
They're basically like Tim Tams, but
Okay.
but they won 2 World Wars.
You know what? This is our viewing audience here, right?
Yes.
Woggish.
Yes.
And I think they...
The Aussies as well.
Nah, there's Aussies woggish, but we're
whatever
making them
they
into
are.
wogs,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I reckon sometimes they might have a bit of a hard time, like, understanding what you say. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a bit of a tutorial.
Okay. All right.
On-
Okay.
I'm excited about it. Go on.
Let's have a look at this.
It's all right. Let's have a look. I don't even know what it is.
What you wished means shut up, which is probably what I should do right now as I'm killing my career one moment at a time. I'm Gerard Butler and this is Scottish slang. Backy, tobacco, either chewing or smoking. Trolley is a shopping cart. Also, to be off your trolley means you're out your head, you're very drunk. Trolley. I didn't ken. More used on the east coast of Edinburgh. It means I don't know. Bevy, a drink. Let's go for a bevy. Okay, airbage is a fart.
Airbase.
Yeah.
Ball bag. Ah, yeah, wee ball bag.
Yeah.
Is a
I call my
scrotum.
kids this all the
Means
time.
you are a scrotum. Steaming, one of our 100,000 words for being drunk. Wee bit means a little amount. You know, like, were you drunk or were you steaming? Ach, a wee bit. Go on your cell. Go on, you can do this. It's a sign of encouragement, not something you often get in Scotland. Oh, your bum's out the windy means you're talking nonsense. Your bum's out the windy. Bonnie is maybe my favourite Scottish word. You know, you say bonnie Scotland or a bonnie wee lass. It means lovely, beautiful, sweet. I'm getting the messages means I'm going shopping. So I'm going to the shop, I'm getting the messages, because normally when people go shopping, somebody writes it down for them, so they literally have it in message form. So they go to the shops and go, all right, potatoes, all right, carrots, all right, turpentine. Tatties is potatoes, mince and tatties, which is our national dish, sadly, which is basically just minced beef and potatoes.
So good. Oh,
Good.
How's that? Is that pretty close?
feeling right at home.
Or spot on?
No, it is, yeah. My nana being a proper Glaswegian woman, she used to use all them, yeah. So that was my pocket money to go and get the messages.
The messages, I
and
saw
she'd
that.
write it on the back of a fag packet as well.
Ah, okay.
So
well,
the other-
That is a cigarette packet for all
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'd have a
That's
20
it.
pack of Lambert and Butler, and, it would go, and off I'd go. Do you know what I mean?
That is sick.
Love me
I
a
love
good
that. I love
Glaswegian.
that. So I hope that helps everyone out.
There you
so
go.
maybe we
Ball
can
bag's a good one to use as well. My
What
kids
was
use
that?
that. Ball bag.
What's
Ball
that?
bag.
Ball
bags.
bag.
Yeah, I know that's your ball bag.
It's a good
But
one.
how do you use it? Like for
I'll W ball bag.
Yeah.
W
W ball bag,
So,
alright,
so my
alright.
kids use that at school and they get away with swearing.
Oh, he's got the
That's
loophole.
That's like us. We used to swear in Italian.
that's it. No,
So like my son will do that all the time. Go, oh, you complete ball bag, and they're like, what?
I love it.
Found the loophole in the system. Well done.
Smart boy.
Hack the
I
system.
love it. Nah, that's it. Perfect. Well, while we're here,
Yes.
who we have to thank?
Who do we have to thank?
We
Melbourne
thank
Coffee
no one. We
Roasting
thank
Co.
no one so
Melbourne
far.
Coffee Roasting Co.
Yeah.
Marino what's the discount code?
Carlton 15.
Carlton 15, get 15% off.
How did he
Marino
forget that?
Bros.
I know.
Spend $60. If you order before midnight, it'll be at your front door the next day.
got it.
60 or
You
more.
got it
Like
right
you got
this
it.
time. You got it
You've
right
done this
time.
before, haven't you?
Yeah, you done this.
How
time.
many times have we done it before? 40?
40.
Well, not
Yeah.
45.
times.
No, no,
Because
it's
we
right.
now
It was
sponsor-
happened like
Let's say
44.
about 35.
yeah,
Something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
35
About-
times.
Marino
Oh,
Brothers
yeah.
a little bit less, but Marino Brothers. What do Marino? Oh, you said
You already
Marino
said
Brothers.
it. Come on,
Marino
man.
Bros. Top Dog Liquor.
Yes.
Top Dog Liquor.
Mangiare al Football.
So
You know what that
everyone look
means,
at
right?
that. That's up there. Yes, so
Eat
Top
at
Dog
football.
Liquor.
He knows what Mangiare
No,
al
I don't
Football
think
means.
it's up there. So Top Dog
mean? No, I
Liquor.
do.
Mangiare football. What does that mean?
Going to the football?
Eating at the football.
Eating at the
Mangiare.
Who eats
Just
the
eat
football?
at the football.
Eating's cheating.
Well, I mean,
So
Yeah.
Mangiare's cheating.
Yeah.
mangiare.
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 Yeah, that's it. There you go. There you
Very
go.
good. Very good.
done.
Yeah,
All right. So
brilliant.
this week
Just
we got a
learning.
couple. So we got this bloke here.
Okay, are you doing the
We
pizza?
got a bit of pizza. Yep. And what's he?
got?
Oh, he's got the
This
JP.
is-
in the
Hey, that
background.
pizza's seen better days though, innit?
Yeah.
There's way too much fungi ratio to cheese there.
Is there
There's a lot of
bit
cheese.
There's a lot of cheese on
There's
there.
a lot of mushrooms on there as well.
you
Hey,
reckon?
you know, it's like the end of days.
Are there mushrooms
Nice.
on there? Oh, there are. Maybe underneath there.
That's
Yeah, I
a-
see a little
ah,
bit.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
mushroom.
Cut around it. Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah,
It's a big mushroom.
I can do plenty of mushrooms.
Mate, he looks like he's fucking Mario's pizza.
So
Who
look,
sent
but
that in?
what's the most important thing about this shot?
Oh, he's got
Jumpers on
Yeah,
there, yeah.
he's got us
JP.
at the back
So
there.
who sent that in?
Now that was Joseph C.
Joseph C.
That's
okay.
it. That's all it's
Okay,
got.
Joseph C. Well done, Joseph C. And we've got a bowl of rice.
Riso.
Ooh, bit of rice there.
And this is from
Nice, yeah.
Is there some peas or
Little
not?
bit pea, little veggies through there. Bit
It
of
looks
egg.
like it looks like a
Ray
little,
Moselli.
Oh, Ray sent that in.
Yeah.
looks like a little bit
yes.
of egg fried rice action there.
Yeah.
Mate, lovely
Yeah.
bit of egg
So
fried rice.
Cheesy
it's a
egg
bit of
fried rice.
risotto.
Ah, okay,
Risotto.
right. What's he got in the drink? Top
Is
right
it-
hand corner, Mars. Have a look. What is that? Is that
What
a
is
drink
it?
or is
What
that a
is
salt?
it?
Is that a pepper
That-
shaker? That's a
It's
salt
a salt
shaker.
pepper shaker. That's,
It's a salt pepper
that's a
shaker.
balsamic.
All right. So now we have to pick a winner.
There's a drink here.
Ah, look. I mean,
Water.
the jumper punch vision always gets us. That's the
Jumper
cheat
punch
code.
is there,
Yeah, I've
get
got to
us-
go the pizza.
You got to go to pizza.
The pizza looks sweaty as well, doesn't it? It looks like one of them
Yeah,
sweaty
right.
pizzas.
It's like
Alright.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Do you know
10
what I mean?
points,
We
Steve.
have a winner.
something
Perfect. All right.
regrettable.
So who was that? So I
Joseph
remember.
C.
Joseph C.
So I've sent out the winners from
Oh, did you
before.
send them out?
I did, but I just need
Well
Anthony.
done.
Thank you. Sorry, I've been terribly slack with it. Joseph C is the winner this week, and Anthony Costa from League Tees.
Ah, yes.
I've emailed
Yes.
you. If you can get in touch with us, give us your details. And
That was a
we'll
good point
exchange
because he sent us
an email. And he
sent us the email,
he
yep.
sent us the photos too.
and
through
his
email.
also his website is
League
League
Tees.
T. So everyone get
We're
on.
probably
to
going
it.
to get some merch off him as well. So we
Nice.
might don it on the show.
Then we really like League Tees.
Exactly.
No, it's perfect.
So, yeah,
Perfect.
very good.
Everyone
Very good.
get onto the channel.
Yes.
Because this week, did we get a star or what?
Well, I mean, you know, we kind of went okay.
No, you did all right, man.
We
You
did
did
okay.
all right. So, and just in case you do want to, like, get on board,
Yeah, well, you know, Oliver Twist.
let's have a little bit of this.
Please, sir. I want some more. What? What? Ask for more?
Yes. So,
So
email
everyone
us. Email
Get on
us.
on the email address. So everyone send your stuff through the email because it makes
Yep.
it easier for us
Yep.
to like look
Have
for
a look.
everything. So
Correct.
definitely get in there. You like a little bit of Oliver Twist. That comes from your part of the
Neck
world,
of the
doesn't
woods.
it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mate.
Well, I'll wait till you finish it.
Mate, no. Oliver Twist. You
We'll
can't
have a
beat
bit
it.
of Oliver Twist. All right. And also the merch.
Yes, don't forget the merch.
Get onto the merch.
Hoodies, t-shirts.
We
all of
have
it,
got a
billboard
new
store.
one coming up, haven't we, Mars?
Yes.
It's in the. It's
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I'll do it.
works.
I'll
Will
be
it-
done by the end of this week.
Will it be ready for next week's show?
100%.
Oh, the pressure. See how I put the pressure on in front of everyone? So,
Nah, 100%.
no, that's it. So we're going to get a new one because I reckon because today, how good was it?
Oh, mate, it went off.
The Wolf. We're going to do a bit of stats on the Wolf later
Okay,
on. The
right,
Wolf
okay.
is back. All right, episode 35 brought to
45.
you.
45.
What did I say?
35.
35.
Did I?
Yeah, you're regressing.
45 brought to you by Angelo.
Yes.
North Seafood
Ange, you
Grill.
mean? No, what's his actual?
Yeah, I know, I said it. Evangelist, isn't it?
Evangelist
Evangelist.
Christu.
Evangelista Cristo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
his
Christ.
brother. The
North
Christ.
Seafood and Grill.
Yeah.
We went there again.
We did go there again.
And it was superb. It was superb. So 45. Let's see if we know this first bloke.
Let's have a look. All right.
Gil Lockhart. 1966, 2 games. How many goals?
Zero.
0.
Isn't he on Harry Potter? Gilderoy
100 and,
Lockhart?
listen to this.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Gilderoy
He
Lockhart.
was, because they mentioned
was a
that.
teacher.
They
Did
mentioned
they really?
Teacher.
Yeah, they
He
mentioned
was the
that,
dark
yeah.
arts teacher.
I think he
Yeah,
was,
but he was
yeah.
a half bit,
Not there.
So he was, listen to this,
Bob and
173
Yeah,
centimetres,
173 centimetres.
67 kilos.
173.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lucky.
He's a jockey.
Who?
O'Brien.
No, he's not 173.
Nah, he's like
He's more like the
185,
Durden. Durden would be that kind of size.
very small.
He was the first to wear the number.
Okay.
45.
Judging by
So,
that
So we
photo.
didn't
And-
get an interview.
so have a look at this next picture. Yeah, that's it. And
Okay.
there is the team pic of him. And if
John
you see-
Nichols in there?
Yeah, so this is why I showed it. So first of all, there
Mombarassi.
he is in the corner. You can see the big arrow. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know why they put an arrow in the photo, but there you go. There he is.
Yep,
But
yep,
let's have a
yep.
look at some of these players. Look at the bottom. All
right down
so
the bottom. Okay.
What do we got here?
You tell me.
Well,
Can't
we
really
have.
make
If you
them
go, if you keep going down, then I
know?
can see the names. But in the
you
middle,
keep
we have Ron Barassi.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rob
Next to
Barassi.
him, we have John Nichols.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we go to the
He
top,
looks familiar. Who's he? He looks
Scroll up. Here we go. Who else have we got?
all right. So then you got Percy there, that middle one, the big bloke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Next to him is Vin Waite.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, he actually looked bro.
He looks like- yeah,
big
he
image
looks
of
like
his
a
fucking son, bro.
So there's a few
Wow.
there. I can't
There you
think of
go.
the others, but
Do they got? Oh, they
Look,
got
go look
names.
down at the names. Have a look at the names. There we
Alright,
go.
There you go.
Oh, Lloyd.
Oh, I
Lloyd's
got
father.
Ian Collins next to Ron
Ian
Barassi.
Collins.
That's why I said
Barassi.
it looks fucking familiar.
Brian Quirk.
Brian Quirk.
Yep.
Quirky,
The
yeah.
Gill brothers.
Fucking hell. Kerr. That might be Patrick's
That's
uncle
Ian Robinson,
or
the
his
commentator.
grandfather. Is it really?
Yeah.
There you go. Gilderoy Lockhart there as well.
There you
Left
go.
hand
So
side.
there
Good
you
on him.
go.
Well done.
There you go.
All right, let's have a look at this one.
What do we got?
John Leatham,
John Leatham.
1967, 2 games. How many goals?
Zero.
Zero.
Thank you.
All right, Speedy Wingman, who played 2 consecutive
Probably
games.
full back there.
Yeah,
No,
probably
Speedy
was.
Wingman,
It
that's
doesn't
it. Oh,
matter.
Speedy
Speedy
Wingman.
Wingman. He's
Was it-
spent
well,
his
there
way
you
out the
go.
team as
But he
well.
only played 2 games. But anyway, I got this because have a
Like
look. We've
Dow.
got some early vision of him. Have a look at this.
Is it really?
Get the ball.
Oh, it's actually not too bad.
How good's commentary back then?
Oh, mate. 45.
Look at
There
him.
we
He's a
go.
little bit of a.
At least he got the pill.
Yeah, look at this.
Ha, little one off the ground.
Oh, he gets the free kick.
That's 50 now.
That is 50 these days.
Oh, yeah.
Commentary pre-70s, everyone speaks with a perfect
Yeah,
English
yeah.
Oh,
accent.
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Cheerio.
Yeah,
Oh, cheerio.
They,
Yeah,
they
they-
use
cheerio
pipe,
little chap.
Still got the tobacco pipe.
Could do with Paolo doing this. Right, but embrace that inner Tom.
Love embracing my inner pomp.
That's out
Thanks
there.
to you.
But-
There you go.
And that vision proudly brought to you by
Now.
Spirit
who's
of Carlton.
The Spirit of Carlton.
Even though
and
you
Blues
could-
Amp.
Even
Even though when you look at it, like there's like a big thing that says Spirit of Carlton on there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They've tried hard to not.
Not,
yeah,
yeah,
right.
bad. It's just a little watermark, you know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, sure, bruv.
But
mate.
we thank him.
No, we do. We thank him
Cheers,
for the
mate.
vision. Oh, we do.
Well, it's that big, you can't even see the play sometimes. All right.
Every fucking
Oh,
week.
God.
Next.
We're fine.
Next, Warren McKenzie.
That name I do know.
80s.
85 to 90. 88 games, but 67 for Carlton.
Yep.
56 goals, 43 for Carlton. Premiership player in 1987.
Aha. we go.
Played in 3 losing grand finals, 83 and 85 reserves, and then the 86 grand final, played and lost, and then
He won.
he won. In the 87 grand final. And and then 2 weeks after the 87 grand final, was traded to Sydney, where he played for another 2 years. Let's have a look at the vision of him.
Warren McKenzie, eh? 45. Big fella.
That's like 100-metre penalty.
Look
Right
at that ground.
That's it. It doesn't matter if you watch soccer or AFL. 80s, 90s football shirts.
Oh,
They're superb.
Absolutely the best.
Superb.
Just because of less sponsorship.
Yeah, and with grainy vision too, and it just
There's something romantic in it.
Yeah.
And I love
it's
the
sex.
It looks magical.
and I love the goal umpires as well because they look
Oh,
like
the cap.
every
Butcher.
person I
They
bought.
look like a
Yeah,
butcher.
every person I bought sausages off
Yeah,
ever.
100%.
Looks like that.
Oh, I sold the candy. Don't
Oh,
tell
did
me.
you see that
Don't
candy?
tell me. Oh, it's a magnificent goal.
Like with the barrel.
Look
What
at
a
that.
goal.
The barrel.
Holy moly.
Look at this. Hey, this against Kappa.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Stay down, Kappa.
Good gosh.
how's the crowd?
Hey, that's Greg Williams.
It is.
Ah.
Get away, Kappa. That would
wow.
Free
And
kick
take the
these
game
days.
Nah,
on.
that's all right.
Is that Mitch McGovern?
That was Mitch
McGavin.
It was Steve McGavin.
McGavin.
Really hard.
Bit like Cripps in the second, that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
The second? Oh, no, it
Nah,
wasn't.
third.
The last.
No, it was a third.
I was on about the banana, the round kick.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Straight at it. Yeah, beautiful.
Good God.
Hey, listen, I'm just going to give some special mentions here. So have a look at this. Who are these blokes?
Yep.
Oh, you got him.
Come
up
on,
here.
got them up there.
Wait up, let me think.
Oh, no.
Trevor Keogh
He-
and Rod Austin.
Rowdy
They're the
Ross.
ones. Now, they only played, right, 2 games and 4 games in that top, and then
45
they
games,
changed them. So that's why I didn't really put them in. But between them, 72, 79, and the other one was 79 premiership players. So
Very good.
I thought
Very
I'd give them a
good.
Rod
quick
Austin
mention.
was the spitting double of Leo Sayer.
He
Yes.
does.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the hair,
yes,
man.
there
Yeah,
you
he
go.
was too.
Yes, yes, the
He
singer.
does.
He was.
Who is also a Mad Carlton
Carlton
man.
supporter.
Leo Sayers, there you go.
I just put this one in. You know who
He
this
is.
bloke is?
He is. Leo Sayers is a Mad
Blaine
Carlton
Johnson.
supporter. Blaine Johnson.
Bloody Blaine
Mate,
Johnson.
oh my
my
God.
God.
One of our closest mate, who we always mention on this show, Adrian, one of our close mates. His dad's, like, they're Lebanese, right? And his dad's like full accent, like
Yeah.
born
Oh,
over
yeah.
there,
Fob.
came here.
Fob.
Fucking Blaine Johnson, mate. Fucking Blaine Johnson, mate.
What?
Fucking playing fucking Blaine Johnson. Right?
He only played 7 games.
I know.
You shit.
Oh my God, I can't believe
Blaine
it.
fucking Johnson.
Hey, what about this bloke?
Sorry.
Aaron Joseph.
Yes.
Tagger.
Yeah, famous.
03 to 13,
Stopping
73 games, 10 goals. Rising star nominated in 2009. Pick 2 in the 27 draft. Rookie draft, Aaron was usually... he had a tagger role.
Fucking hell.
And he usually used to do jobs on people like Gary Ablett,
Yep.
Stephen Mill, Aaron Davies. But you remember for this goal? You'd remember this goal. Let's
This
have
the
a
one
look at
against
it.
Essendon?
Nah.
Okay. Which goal?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wait, do I know? Oh, yes, yeah. He just burst through. Watch this. He just burst through out of nowhere. Oh, bang! Like a thief in the night.
He gets a nice hit.
And he died as well on the way
That was
through.
the final West Coast.
That was.
Fucking lost that game.
Don't remind me.
2011.
Bastard.
Don't remind me.
He was a good bloke. All right,
Well,
let's have a look.
here he is.
Anthony Franchina.
Well,
Wow.
Franchina, yes.
Or
but-
Franchina.
Yes, as you'll find out in the...
In the
we
Frankina.
may or may not have spoken
Picture.
to him.
He played 97-83, 105 games.
Yep.
Holds the record
Yep.
for the number 45.
Yep.
He was originally on the supplementary list, which you'll
That's correct.
find out, and drafted in 96. And he is known, or he's famous for, he had a bit of a
Stoush with
Nicky
Nicky
Winmar.
Winmar. It was on as well for young and
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, and then he won 3 flags with Heidelberg after he left.
Yes, correct. In the Northern Football
Oh, yeah,
League.
he
Still
won that
plays,
3
doesn't he?
Pete. He won 1, 2, 3
Doesn't he
in a
still
row.
play?
He still
Plays
plays
in
at
the Super League, so
at the
40s
age
or
of
whatever.
4. At the age of
Still looking good.
45,
Seen
whatever
good
it
nick.
is.
Seen
Yeah,
really good nick.
100%. Let's have a look at this little bit of vision.
Well, so just to run through what happened, Nicky Winmar actually pushed Matthew Hogg in the face, so the umpire at the opposite end of the ground to where the play was paid a free kick, but because it was the greater disadvantage to play it on
You know what I love about that?
line, that's where it
He's
was
just
taken.
not
Well, I think
responding at
stand
all.
up,
There's
just
no,
taking him straight off, because now
no care
Franchina's
given.
gone onto him, and Franchina will wear him like a glove, and you just can't have a player there who has lost control. Now, the hand pass given to Matthew Young by Brad Campbell.
Here we go.
It's on centre wing. Peckett races after it. He thumps it about 25 metres. Franchina. Now, what's happened here? There's a free kick here
against Nicky
Winmar again.
Oh, well,
He's
come
lost
on,
his
Stan.
mind.
He's got to go off. Well, he's refused to come off, apparently. Nicky Winmar, he's now coming back for another serve.
Bradley's had a go at him as he's come off.
Just
and
running
Nicky's,
away.
There you go.
Hey,
So we do.
So we spoke. Well, we end up speaking to Mr. Franchina,
yes, Franchina.
and he actually gave us a little bit of an insight
He did give us an insight.
about that incident.
What
So
happened?
you're going to have a look at that and see
What
what he said. He gave us as much as he could.
Yep.
He reckons he can't remember a lot.
Maybe
But he was
maybe he doesn't want to remember.
Maybe he doesn't want to remember, but he was a good tagger. He was a great tagger, man, and a great bloke. So everyone, let's have a look at this.
Little snippet.
All right, and here we have him, Mr. Anthony Franchina. How are you, buddy?
Yourself?
Thanks for joining
Or-
us, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We just found out. So how do you pronounce your name?
Well, it's always been known as Franchina. hasn't it?
Franchina, that's how we're going to say it.
Franchina.
Franchina.
Revelation on the jump.
Revelation on the jump.
It's a revelation. It is. It's
100%.
Franchina.
Nah, that's how they...
That's it.
Yeah, we break the big news story. So, we get you for this is episode... What episode is it?
45.
That's it, because you've watched...
45.
Like with all... Do you get together with all the Carlton boys to watch every episode? Is it like...
Surely you've watched the last 44, haven't you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it once. haven't seen one.
I think that's the first honest, brutally honest answer we've had.
But I will see it after.
Of course you will. Of course
I'll
you
go through
will.
all through them. I'll see each one.
All right, so you are the only 100th game player for the 45, and you're the only one who got your name on the locker.
Yeah.
That must have been a big... I reckon that's a massive...
Huge
like,
achievement.
It was
honour.
massive. My second year, the club came to me and said he wanted to change numbers.
Ah.
And I wanted number 2 because I love Diesel. And Brett Becko came in the club. And he got number 2. So Carlton at the time goes to me, take number 4. So I'm like, number 4? Well, that's God. I'm not taking Stick's number. No chance. That's true too, man. He wants Stick's. I said, nah. No, sorry. So yeah, number 45. I stuck with it.
And that's good. I reckon
The
it
rest
was,
is
I reckon
history.
it was a good
The rest
choice.
is history.
I reckon it was a good choice.
You
man.
said you
That's-
love Diesel. You're a Carlton man.
Yeah,
growing
massive
up.
Carlton man, yeah. I live in Coburg, so 5 minutes down the road. Used to go to all the games when I was a kid. This guy called Mr. Lug, he used to be the timekeeper at Carlton.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Lug.
Mr. Lug.
So he had a newspaper place in Home Street in Brunswick.
Oh, wow.
And
Sheesh.
my parents didn't know anything about footy. Didn't know anything about footy. So I jumped in the car with him. He'll put me down. I sat down, watched the games, gave a kick of the footy afterwards. He'll come after his work, pick me up, take me home.
Ah.
So Mr. Lug, yeah.
That's how it all started.
The love for Carlton, yeah. So you get picked up. So you started supplementary list.
Yep.
How does that work? Like, well, where were you playing? For the Cannons, I think?
I was playing Northern Knights,
Yeah.
and then the Knights and the Western Jets dominated under 18s.
Yep.
So they built a new team called Cordy Cannons,
That's right.
and I started the Cordy Cannons.
We've got Edge Christus in the background, causing chaos in the background as he usually does.
North, what is it? North. The North. And the grill.
Causing chaos again.
So I played at Cordy Cannons, and the last 2 years I had injuries.
Yeah.
So the drive came along, I missed out, and then got a couple of phone calls. And I went to St. Joseph in North Melbourne.
Yep.
And the psych guy there, psych guy there, and the teacher was called Anthony Stewart.
Yeah.
And he was at Carlton. So he rang the club and said, look, got this guy, come give him a go. So I had the phone call from Shannon Sutherland to come down and do a pre-season. And the rest is history.
And put you in the supplementary there, yeah. So what happens from there? So what year was that? That was 90...
So 95 won the flag.
Yeah.
And then 2 months after, I was training with the boys.
So you must be fun. Yeah.
It was good.
Not only the team you Barry for, they just won the premiership, and then you get to go to that club.
So year 12, before my mates watching the game.
Yeah.
So I was on my third quarter going, oh, come on. Fourth quarter, come on, please. Everyone's going, we won the game. No, just settle down. Just settle down.
We up by like 85 goals at that point.
10 goals up, 10 goals up, full chance to lose this. And then bang, Stubers come out, we'll go party out.
Yeah.
And then
Hey, what did you do that night after the grand final?
I think I was still underage, so I think we're trying to get into a metro.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I got in or not. I can't remember back then, but it was a big night.
If you went to Chasers, you would have seen Ange.
Chasers was Sunday. So Saturday night was metro, then Sunday went to Chasers.
Yeah, that's right. Did you ever go Grainsword? That was around the corner there.
Didn't go to Grayson, no.
That was a good venue. Yeah.
So when you first get to the club, were you overawed? Were you just like, because these players that
the first day I got there,
up to?
It pissed down rain. Absolutely pissed down rain.
Isn't that good luck? Or is that on your wedding day?
So the boys...
if it rains on your wedding day.
It's not for the bride.
So the boys, after the flag, won the flag, first day of training, I remember Sauce come on to me and goes, this is it, boys. Piss down rain. It's all about boys. Let's go for a jog. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on here? So we went around the park, went Optus over for a couple of times. And that's the start of pre-season.
Yeah. And so you're running alongside
So I don't know all my
Diesel, all of them, Kernahan and that. How do you feel like, what am I doing here? I mean, this is ridiculous.
I was a bit, because I'm a Kobe boy.
Yeah.
I just have the Jordans on. I'm doing these chin-ups. And they go, who's this kid? Come on. And,
we still do that, I think.
So,
all right. How was that? How was that interview, man? How'd you find it?
I find like these interviews we do with, it's not to denigrate
Lesser
them,
known.
yeah, like players that aren't champions and stars. I find their interviews like
heaps better.
I don't know why.
Because they're just like us, man. Like it was like we were talking to a mate. Like he sat back, and especially like we had dinner. Yeah. We're usually having dinner and a couple of beers. Well, he doesn't drink. He's never drank in his life.
Drank.
Really?
Never. Like when they well, you hear the story because someone crashes the party, right? They go on their in the season trip. Doesn't have a drop to drink, man. Ever.
Crazy.
Ever. He's a gym junkie.
Oh, well, he looks it.
Yeah, he's a gym junkie, and
he's doing well. He's got his own.
We get to eat with him. We get to like talk to him, and then we get stuck into the interview, and they're just top blokes, man. And actually, in all fact, this interview was he was pretty honest about a few things. Few coaches.
Oh yeah, but
he told us straight out.
Yeah, bloody
What's he got to lose?
Bloody oath.
Yeah. No, but even I've noticed some players you talk to, and what happens is, even though they've been retired, they won't say anything bad about the coach, even though they got dicked by him, right? But he was pretty honest about.
Loved it. Good. Loved it. He's a good old Coburg boy
So definitely
as well.
get onto the JP channel.
Yep.
Everyone get on there. Get on there.
YouTube.
The full interview of. As I said, that one of the lesser knowns, we loved him when he was playing, but it's a really, really good interview. All right. Hey, listen, we're going to come up to one of our favourites, right, segments, and you're going to be a big part of this because you're a stats man. So what we're going to do is let's find out a bit more about the slang that you use. How about that?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Do it.
Here we go.
Peely Wally is something that's been used to describe me very often. It means pale. So maybe after a night out, you go, oh, you're looking very peely-wally.
Pretty well.
Fizzy juice. Soda. Really. Jobby means
Shit.
The sweetest name that you could ever have for a shit.
I love what Billy Connolly uses there. Food. Scram? Food?
Yeah.
I found that funny, but it's maybe because I'm from there.
Anyway,
scran means food. right? Simple. Hogmanay is New Year's Eve, and in Scotland it's a big, big, big traditional thing with us, with bringing the whiskey and a piece of coal and an axe if you don't like your neighbour. But if you do, just stick to the whiskey and coal. Pure Barry means that's brilliant, it's wonderful. In Scotland, pretty much everybody is sarcastic all the time, so there's a pretty good chance if you hear Pure Barry, they're actually telling you that you're a dick, which is pretty much what every other conversation in Scotland is. Like, my friend a few years ago said to me, he put his arms around me and he said, I just want to say, Jerry, through all this success, I love that you haven't changed. You're still a dick. Rank means disgusting. It's like, oh, Jesus, that was rank. There's pretty much a theme of things that are gross, ugly, drunk, and stupid. But I think that pretty much just summed it up. It actually reminded me a lot about the shit that I used to speak. It was rank.
It was rank.
It's great.
All spot on.
Yeah.
You use a lot of those words.
Still?
That is your
Or
vernacular.
you're
isn't it?
losing a bit.
I think we use rank.
Yeah,
I reckon we use rank. Yeah, we use rank too.
Have you ever met a Scottish person or someone with Scottish blood in them that is not funny? Ever?
It just sounds funny. Yeah, no, they got it. But they just have to be a little bit funny, and then with the accent.
Oh, it's just brilliant. It's
Yeah.
just brilliant. I remember,
Hilarious.
speaking of like those
Terminologies.
and all
words.
that, like, because I mean, would you say like people from Glasgow and all that? It's you know, there's the working class area there. You've got the docks and all that in
It's
Scotland and all that.
90%.
Yeah, correct.
90%.
And like, and I've mentioned him, but Billy Connolly, my favourite comedian. There was a terrorist at Glasgow airport years ago.
Yeah.
Right, and the guy like tried to drive his car through like the terminal, and he like fucked it up. Like, and the bomb was something that he made in the car. Half went off in the car with him on it, and he caught on fire. Right, and the Glaswegians like started kicking him, and they started kicking him. Right, and Billy Connolly, right, he goes, he was in America watching it at the time. He goes, I fell off my chair laughing. They interviewed this airport worker. Like dinky, like just the biggest Scot you'd ever meet, right? But the lady interviewing him was like, you know, prim and proper, you know, brick girl, you know, all the hair all done up and everything. You know, oh, so, you know, like when she's like, oh, when the fracas ensued, right? You know, when the fire was going, like what happened? Can you describe what happened? And the guy goes, hey. Because you know when you start a bonfire and you light an aerosol can, and she's like, no, what are you talking about? But everyone would have just everyone would have got it. Like, it's just a bit.
That's gross. Listen, I watched a little bit of Scottish to do some trying to get some clips and that. And
Yeah, on the floor laughing.
funny.
And
funny.
then the best thing,
Funny
they asked
stuff.
him, oh, what's your message to people, to terrorists who want to start terror in Glasgow? He goes, don't come here, we'll set about you.
I love it. I love it. That's sick. All right. So I hope everyone now understands
the Scottish
the vibe. I love it because we're here for this.
Don't come here, we'll set about you.
Oh, God.
All right. There was a game.
There was a game. Pommy, you can do the honours with the
You do
score.
the honours.
Get us in, mate. Get us going, because there's a name at the top of the scoreboard there that you kind of...
Well, I mean, Carlton ended up just, you know, it was more one-sided than the final days of the war, wasn't it? 13 goals, 12, Carlton 90, 8 goals, 6, 54. Just a resounding 36-point win. Cheeky 4 goals from God himself, Charlie Kerner. 2 goals from Matt Ginger Cottrell. Harry chipped in with 2. He had to be part of something, I suppose. Cripps, Setters, Silvani, Unny and Durden with singular goals.
don't worry about GWS.
No, Toby Green had 3.
Yeah, put some respect on his name.
And
That's about it.
the shirtless yacht-faring wonder himself. Goggy popped up with 2, didn't he? Gillian's pet.
Yes.
I mean, spends his off-season, you know,
Yeah.
on a leash, serving him food and stuff.
So it was a pretty relaxing kind of game.
It was.
Let's have a look again. We'll have a look at. Yeah.
It wasn't anything to really worry about.
Were you
No, it
worried
wasn't-
any time of the day?
I was just...
Let's have a look at this first one.
Yep.
As you
well.
can see, it's getting crowded in the back there. We're just making that wall so no one gets through. But hey, you can have a look at it. No, I haven't got. I can't remember last week.
Disposal 128, marks 56, tackles 9, intercept possessions 42, and pressure acts 47.
The
Great Wall
defense
of
is pretty
Carlton.
good. Pom, they're holding up. Even when we were losing, they were holding up. I think, especially with the punishment we were copying at times.
It's the Hadrian's Wall of the AFL, isn't it? Really. Yeah. You've got some tasty players there as well, haven't you? But, Mitch McGovern added that layer today.
He did today.
Do you know what I mean?
He did today. It was good to see him get through and do what he did. Like, didn't do anything too special, but he did a few.
Yeah.
Do
you know what I mean? There's nothing better than roast pork and crackling, is there? But if you just add that gravy.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
He's McGravy.
I like it.
McGravy.
Yeah, I think
we'll
we're
call
and it's good to see him back.
He doesn't
How about this bloke? I've named him now the Bionic Man. Let's go.
The Bionic Man.
He is.
The Terminator.
Sam Walsh, the Terminator, Bionic Man. Look at this.
What a game from the man.
5 tackles. Should I go?
Yeah, just go.
74 disposal efficiency, 31 disposals, 5 tackles, 23 pressure acts, 330 metres gained, 15 contested possessions, and 4 marks.
And a sprained ankle.
And a sprained ankle.
That's what I was going to say, man.
10 minutes about that? What did you say? About 10 minutes?
Oh, he was off, wasn't he, for about a short time. But the guy's a freak, isn't he? Because the first contest he actually hit after that little injury, he just ran through 3 players on the ground.
Yeah, he just
It's Taranto and
crazy.
I think.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
He's number 1 on your list. If someone owes you money, you bring in Sam.
you
100%.
You won't
I'm
stop, you'll
convinced
get it.
that the bloke they've got his spare parts because he came out and looked 100%. Because I was sitting right there, pretty much, I could see him. He was at the interchange bench there. And when he come back out, first of all, the relief of it. I don't care anyone goes, I don't think... I was shit myself thinking, please don't let it be worse than what I think it is, right? He come out, and then what about the
roar?
The roar.
It was the biggest roar of the day. No goal got that roar. No goal got that roar.
Because while that happened, who else went off?
Wiedering.
And then I go, oh man, not him. And then he started walking down the race. But he went onto the bike, you know?
Yeah.
So that was good. How about this one?
Oh, Mike and Mitch. The power of the wolf. 25 disposals. 22 wolves. 92% disposal efficiency. 12 marks. 12 pressure acts, and an enormous 581 meters gained.
That's average.
And a mark of the year contender as well.
Oh, how good was that?
I think he's still up there.
Mate, that was the best. And to all those people that were saying, oh, about the wolf, it cost you a win, jam that one up your ass, man. 22 wolves and was exciting plus, man, I'm telling you. So that's it. So they're just a few little stats there. I'm sure we'll go through more. But let's start with...
We'll go for the journal.
Proudly sponsored by?
Proudly sponsored by Jimmy.
Same shit every week,
Actually, I'm looking forward to this because it was a little bit like, it was good, but there was some bits. Let's have a look at this.
Quarter 1. Woof! Poor start here. Cornelio waltzes in and scores from 45, dribbles one home. I should say, like me after, on the night out on the piss, but we'll reserve judgment. Free kick, Harry Mackay. Wow, he finally got one. Woof! Woof! Charlie flies! Oh, relax. From 55, up hands and Mr. Burns, Setterfield with the impossible. Actually, a nice goal from Setterfield.
That was superb.
That was a good goal from
It's
Setters.
fucking hard. That's a tough shot. I'm telling you,
Just
it's
quietly
tough
as well, Honey took the contact, handballed it out as well.
He
Just
did.
Tough
Correct.
to do.
He did a few good things, Honey, today.
Yep.
Got to stick the tackle, Newman. Riccardi early with he's a really pure striker of the football.
He absolutely
clubs
floods the
He's got to
crack
come
out
to
of it.
calm. He's got the perfect name, man.
Riccardi.
Went out in
Riccardi.
front, mate. Fucking hell. 6-12. The Kraken stringing back and it's the post. Oh, Green. Wow. Yeah, right in front of us. He took.
That
was a good mark.
That was a pretty good
Lewis
mark.
Young, he's got nightmares from the Bulldogs days when
That
he
was the
also
best mark
took
of
a
the
mark on
day
his head.
until.
Until.
Oh my God, how's that not advantage?
Oh, Cottrell's goal. What the fuck?
What? How? Yeah, well, we all question that. I don't get that.
The Kraken goes back and he nails it 14-12. Woof! 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 Better tackling pressure here, Blues. Oh, King Charles Cavalier just standing at the back, 21 plays 12. Yeah. I named him King Charles Cavalier, alright? Fuck your prince and shit, he's a King Charles Cavalier. Woof! Woof! Sorry, headphone users. A little low data to the Kraken. He fucking missed the post again, a dickhead. 22 plays 12. Quarter 2. Good Mark McGavin. That was the one that we're talking about.
Yes. Come across. Yeah. Big Mark.
Well done, Clowman. Well done for the Shepherd. Bravo. Yeah. Too easy that Toby the Rowville buster put his first major through of the day. 22 plays 19. It's from Rowville.
Yeah, he's from Rowville.
Is he?
That's correct. He's from Rowville, yeah.
He looks like
it.
He looks like he'd deck it from behind.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We've looked lackluster so far here. Haven't turned up so far. And the bloke in front of us has left. He didn't come back.
Oh, the bloke next to you?
Nah, there was a bloke in front of us.
Oh, did you get up and walk off?
He just said, no, I've had enough of this. And he left. He didn't come back. He's like, what the fuck am I watching? And he actually left.
Had a few dates like that, you need to be fair.
They don't deserve the plaudits. Cottrell marks, Cottrell goals. At this point, I was a bit ropeable because the way we're playing was like shit. 30 plays 19, we're still in front. Finally, down the centre of the ground. Woof! Cottrell out the back again. Cottrell for 2. 36 plays 20.
Played that half forward role really well.
Yeah, but what did he do, Paul? He kept his width.
That's true.
That's how he got out the back.
That helps.
You know, you're a big
Held his
advocate. You
positioning.
two are big advocates for that. That's a mark, you green fucking maggot to Young. Bravo, Winnie the Pooh. Are you kidding me? Cripps a 3-metre handball.
Oh, God.
Yep, they deserve that goal against them. Good. Green 36-26. Again, you deserve it. Good. Don't defend the half forward. Good. Where did that come from? From 55.
Oh, the goal.
If you get it, Jacob Ware. Flew right over your head. Wordsmith. It's a bit funny, dickhead. This is rancid.
Hold on a minute. Wait, Mark,
There you go. There you go, mate.
Turn up, you pricks. This is Vergonia. RM, McKay, no free kicks. Silvani in the breadbasket. Sausage goal.
Nice.
20-metre kick over the head of Harry. Again. Pray for Walsh. Pray for Wiedering. Absolutely pathetic defending. Lower the eyes, Cherry, you fucking idiot. Yeah. Charlie goal, 50 plays 39. Charlie with a big clunk, 4-on-1. That was a big mark.
That was a beautiful mark. Loved it.
Harry clunks one, snap around the body and goals.
And what is it?
8-8-56. I do have that in here. Yeah. Campbell Brown drops the honey pot and Winnie the Pooh says, I'll take it straight back and he'll kick a fucking goal. 62 plays 39. The big man Briggs, 62-45. Yeah, no worries, 6 million and you can hardly kick from 30. What makes you think you're going to kick from 45, you fucking idiot? Pathetic. El Tanura, the Suju! What a mark from Saad. We have been shit. Quarter 4. Positivity, apparently. So I'll stay positive this quarter because looking through road-coloured glasses makes the world a positive place. Positive thoughts, Blues fans.
Socialist utopia.
It's okay, Harry missed it. Positivity, please. No one on them in the Ford 50. Remember to be positive. Oh, well done, Cripper. You kicked the drop punt. Well done, mate.
And that took us to...
Pat on the back for you.
What did that take us to, Mark?
10-9,
69 lemon chicken. Thank you very much.
Holding the man on Kerno. Yes, well done, umpire. Well done. Charlie kicks a goal. Well done.
Done his job.
75-46. Well done, O'Brien. You're a superstar. Charlie, well done. 81-46. Mr. Burns misses to the left. It's okay. Great point setters. 82 plays 47. Winnie the Pooh round the body. Great behind, sorry, positivity. Well done, Corey Durden. You're a freak. Best small forward in the game. Looks like we're going to win a flag, ladies and gentlemen. #flag blues. That's it.
Well done. That's probably the best show
Positivity.
this
I
year.
enjoyed that, mate.
I like that.
It's up and down. It's up and down. I'll give myself a pat on the
Tell
back.
you what, Jimmy wants to have a boxing fight because he reckons that's bad. That's the best part, honestly.
That was good.
I was positive, was I not?
You were very positive. You were very positive.
Some
That
of
was
the
good.
other
And
fans
as
in the
Claude said, you're too positive. You're too positive.
Well, let's get to thoughts on the fucking game.
Go for it.
You go
Pommy,
first.
you're the
Pommy,
guest.
You're the guest.
Pommy
What
and
do you
Oz.
think? What are your thoughts on the game?
What's your overall synopsis
I knew he was going to use
of
that
the
word.
four quarters at Marvel Stadium on Sunday afternoon?
Jesus, God, do you speak like that to all the guests? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it was a bit like any of my university nights out. Probably wasn't the 9 out of 10 we're aiming for, but at least we've gone home with someone. So,
That's a brilliant analogy.
but no, in seriousness, I think the second quarter was definitely a case of Vossi's really trying to kill the game off. And there's no side in the history of AFL that's played 4 quarters at high level. You've got to find a way to switch off. So it's still coming together.
Yeah.
They went shot for shot in that second quarter for the most extent. Yeah. But the way, I always think the way you finish, using a golf analogy, your last 6 holes is usually where you're looking to take the game on. Yeah. And Carlton's last 6 holes, genuinely since the bye,
have been good.
Has been, you know.
Best in AFL, would you say? Close to it.
I think you look at
Last
us.
quarters.
I think you look at us and
Collingwood's
Pies.
been pretty good.
I think you look at us and Pies. The big difference for us is that we start well, so we have scoreboard pressure.
Yeah.
So you look at this game here. We'd already set.
They do the opposite kind of.
We'd already put
Correct.
the standard out.
Yeah.
So when you finish at the end, it's kind of like the little icing on the cake, isn't it? It's the. It's not when you've got tiramisu come in after you've just wolfed down 2 lasagnas.
Yeah.
And they've just sprinkled the chocolate dust, the cocoa.
Correct.
On top.
You've got to have that on top. If you had a tiramisu without that on top,
Mate, I don't trust
Creaming.
anyone who doesn't dust a bit with chocolate.
You got it,
Hey,
you got it.
Hey, do you know what I mean? Band's got to have principles. But I mean, it shows where we are. I think the big thing for me, that fourth quarter, GWS are a side that are very, very tackle heavy. You take the space away. Carlton struggled with that, but adapted from it. The fact that they lost the clearances, which is our dominance, but we still put on just below 60 points in there, shows how good this side is, because we find a new avenue. So what I got out of that game...
They did this week, yeah.
Mitch McGovern can turn defence into attack very quickly. And
So
looking to go straight away.
Mitch was good to come back after
12 weeks.
12 weeks, 13 weeks, whatever it was, and he actually looked decent. He had like 11%, just took some good marks.
Well, 7 intercepts or
7. He takes 7 marks. I think he took 7 marks. Had about 10 disposals.
3 or 4 intercepts.
But the thing is too, like he was starting to, and I think when you have 12 weeks out as well, and I think this is an understated fact too, is that you're trying to get that synergy back with your defenders. Knowing who to take in certain moments, knowing when to go, knowing who's putting the block on. You're the man that has to go up, and he came through unscathed.
He did.
That's
the
thing.
big one.
But he fits right into the system.
As much as we hammer him, right, and that's understandable, right? We criticise.
Well, we hammered him last year. He
Yeah, of
deserved
course,
to be
I know,
hammered last
and
year.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But his first 2 rounds, I thought, were great.
Excellent.
But what's happened? This reliability issues, and that's been the problem.
Yeah, of course.
That's been his problem throughout his whole Carlton career, unfortunately.
I think he's a secret. I think that
I agree.
There's levels to this. I keep saying that there's 6, 6, and 6. Think of teams in 6, top 6, middle 6, bottom 6. I would say between all of them, there is 40 points between them all. The top 6, there's 40 points. That's what you've got to look at it. And I think the big case this week, 22 points in the first half from intercepts, 28 alone in the third quarter. And that is when Carlton started to really manage that back line. So I think that's the secret for us moving forward, is being able to have that defence to attack. That was the difference between the Geelong game. People can talk about spread, tactics, all that nonsense.
Defence to offense.
Their ability to turn our strength into their strength is what the top 4 sides have. And that's something that
Did we learn from last week?
I think we did, yeah. I think the big thing for me was the width, that set field. Cottrell and O'Brien.
They held it.
They forced it, and that's our spread. And the spread is huge in AFL.
It is huge.
It just opens up the game and allows you to pick pick apart teams easier.
Yeah, exactly.
And the big thing you see in the comments all the time, don't you? Carlton are predictable, really predictable. Which is funny that Carlton fans say that Carlton are predictable when they say that it's a danger game every week, but we've won 11 times.
But it's good to be predictable. I mean, I know you've got to change the game around.
Well, you've got to have your own.
As
have a
teammates,
style.
Yeah.
But as teammates, you want to be predictable so you know what's going on, don't you?
And I say predictability can be your best friend.
Well, try and break us down. That's what we're basically
Well,
saying. Break us down.
The big thing that the boys learned this week, and that's what they've shown, is that width is huge. When you take away the space, Carlton were disciplined in that second quarter. They could have quite easily said, this is tough. But they kept wide. And what full credit to Satfield and O'Brien in that third. When it was a bit tough, they didn't help.
They kept staying.
They knew their way of helping is living.
In comparison to last week, and I saw this a lot where Hayes was ending up in the contest.
Yeah.
And I mean, was his role as a winger, was it not?
Yeah, of course.
So he got caught,
getting
got
sucked in, yeah.
And that's where Carlton made the mistake of playing Nunes, Hayes. Players that are converted on ballers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like them.
wingers.
It's their
Their bread and
tradition.
butter is to
It's
go
their
inside.
tradition, do you know what I
They
mean?
see ball, get ball.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's hard as well. You think it's hard not to run and chase your man.
100%.
course,
Yeah, you want to
of course.
chase in. You want to. All right, let's talk about that for a sec. O'Brien definitely a winger, right?
Well, he was drafted as a winger.
100%, and he plays the role beautifully this year. And today's like watching it from up above. You could see him holding a man. He was not getting sucked in. It was beautiful. Setterfield, was he recruited as a winger?
When he was drafted as a high half forward guy who.
But he played it. He played it perfectly today.
Nailed it.
He played it
Play
perfectly today.
every week if he wants to stay in this side.
So they've been getting him ready for this.
Absolutely.
VFL.
Like in the VFL, they've been like getting him ready.
Absolutely.
I don't know if
And it
Paolo agrees
worked.
with me. We've both watched every second of the VFL. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking
But
hell.
I would say I can't remember anyone coming in the VFL this season who has instantly shown me what you've seen in the VFL, and that was
today.
I saw for the last 8 weeks.
And the big thing for me,
Setterfield.
Setterfield, and the big thing for me, and this is what him and I were speaking about. I noticed that in the Bulldogs game, VFL, which was on a Friday night, would have been about a month and a half ago. The first thing I noticed with Setterfield, like, geez, his defensive transition work's been really good. Really getting back and helping the back 6 and 7. And we saw it a bit today as well.
he did,
So I know we haven't got it up there, but I'll send them to you so you can put them up. Lockie O'Brien's heat map. If you go on the AFL app, if you've got the AFL app, just have a look at their heat maps and you can see the position.
Well, let's
with
put it
which
up
they
now.
play.
We've
Have
got
a
it up
look.
now. Everyone look at that, and you can see the way it's
Yeah, and the
working.
width is massive
their
for them.
roles.
So, and there was also a stage where, I know it's something so simple, but there was a passage of play where there were like sort of 5, 6, 7 players around the ball and it was a hot pill. And O'Brien was just smart enough to
Stay outside.
stay outside.
100%. I
Stay
saw
out.
that. He
It's the first
just
thing.
waited
It
there.
was on our wing. It was on our wing.
100%,
You
yes.
know, it's on our wing.
We're clapping and we're going,
Yeah.
yes.
Good.
Stay. That's
Good.
it.
That's what you're meant to do.
Mate, give
But
give
he
your
has
team
been
an out.
doing it.
But wait, there'll be people that say, oh yeah, but I want him to go and win the ball. No, it's not his role.
Yeah, but
He's
that's
the
old
wingman.
school thinking, mate. Like,
Yeah,
it's just, it's.
But
you
he
know.
did get a few contested just to stick it up every
Yeah.
week.
I'm angry that he got those possessions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
As Pom would say.
So I think, and we always bang on about this. It's the most error-laden part of a winger's game when people say, "Oh, he's got to go get contested touches. He's not hard enough at the ball." I don't care.
That's why you got
Get
Cripps.
him on the
That's why
outside.
you got Hewitt.
You
That's
give him
why you
time
got
and
Kennedy.
space. Correct.
That's why I got all them.
and you were saying that we lost the
Geelong.
no the clearances or
Oh,
the
clearances today, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that for me is the hugest thing for Carlton fans at home, because a lot of them losses today would have been, I'd say, negated once Pitternet comes in, because the big struggle for TDK, God love him, very good footballer, I'm a huge fan, is that inability to be big yet. He's not big, and Bruce is the guy that
Monster.
has kicked.
Yeah.
I think every time I've been kicked out of a pub for being drunk and disorderly, it's been
Like
his
that.
cousin.
It's big.
His
Yeah.
cousins picked me up and said, right, come on, time to go home.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but you think there that Carlton can still generate the scores, and it's interesting when Carlton have had a stoppage clearance between less than 10 difference, Carlton do dominate it. Carlton have actually generated more scores, and a staggering 30 points of them were defensive half stoppages for
bad.
Geelong
Pretty good.
and for them, which is huge. Carlton's ability there to do that is huge, and it's them contested possessions as well are really huge for Carlton because it's their 91 are becoming scoring shots.
Yeah. Yep.
So Carlton's contested possessions around stoppage was proving today in their ability to get it. It's called post clearance stats. It is literally going even further away from the contest. So what you saw today was Cripps would get the ball out.
Yep.
The next man is like, right, I need to get this as far away as fucking possible. So that is huge. And going into your wingers conversation, why is that so important is, imagine a winger, we're in war, the wingers are your snipers. No matter how much I'm bleeding out on the deck and you can help me, let me bleed out.
That's right.
Because your secret is by being hidden.
Yep.
And they'll come out eventually. And that's huge. And Setterfield is the perfect combination because he had lots more touches than O'Brien. The best wingers in the world, one has 25, one has 15, 16.
Correct. Yeah.
And the huge one for me, Lockie O'Brien, 60, what was it, the start I gave you?
So 2 goal assists, 4 in score, from 5 inside 50s.
So 40% of the time he went inside 50, that became a goal.
Well, that's him. That's what you want.
That's
him on
elite.
the end of on those chains.
That's elite.
Hitting
So for
down
me,
the
Carlton have got the right makeup. When Peternet comes back in that side, look out.
Now, I'm going to play devil advocate with you.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's okay.
Because, people will be out there and they'll go, it was only GWS.
Okay, cool. But I would say that the large majority of Carlton fans I saw on social media were saying danger game.
Well, I wasn't thinking that, but I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Those people say danger game every game, you know what I mean? They're saying next week's a danger game.
No, I'm pretty confident. But I'm just saying, there is those people out there.
Adelaide did get played off the park by, 30 odd points. So, they'll be keen to...
They'll be keen to stay within 30
I think the big thing is what Carlton fans need to do is give the club a respect. Yeah. Give the club respect. This side is a very, very good football side. And everyone I speak to in the football world, particularly a good couple of friends who play at Melbourne, I remember playing golf with him last week and he looked me in the eye and said, the two teams we're shitting ourselves about playing that we don't really want in an eliminator is you and Collingwood. Because you've got to remember when people say, oh, it's only GWS, oh, that second quarter, Pommy, oh, do you know what I mean? In a final, no side is going to come out and set up to stifle you.
Quarters. It's literally impossible.
No, but
to play 120 minutes of football at perfection. It's impossible.
In an elimination final, though, no side is going to come out what GWS did and say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make it ugly. Yeah. Because they know it's their last chance to perform, so you've got to go. And once Carlton bring... Honestly, I'm telling you now, next week, if Peternet plays, Carlton will win by 60.
Next week.
Against Adelaide, if he comes back next week, which I think he will, I think they will.
We'll talk about that later. I want to discuss later about who comes in and out.
Yeah, of course.
And what comes in.
Do we go? I'll read out some of Setterfield's numbers. Actually, I thought he deserved
it was
a
good
mention.
Today.
Uncontested touches, which is important as an outside player, 20. He went at 83%. Kept his with 9 score involvements too, which is big as well.
Well, that's important for the winger.
Massive for him too. And 3 inside 50s as well. I thought he was.
And he kicked
came
one
in,
or
did
two.
A,
One
did
goal.
a great job. Kicked the first goal for us on the
first
day.
Goal, yeah.
And O'Brien again, Pommy, and we mentioned him. He had the 2 goal assists, 4 score involvements, 15 uncontested touches, 5 inside 50s, 422
I think it
metres
is with
gained.
Setterfield that he has now a defined role.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's been learning that down in twos.
Yeah.
So they've let him build on it for a couple months, and he's come in and go, all right, this is what I got to do. I know what to do, and he produced today, which was really good.
Now, I want to see it for a few weeks.
What the fuck is he doing, mate?
Yeah.
Are you in? Are you out? Are you inside?
But he didn't even
know. Sitting on the outside. That's what I mean.
He wouldn't even know.
So he's got a defined role, and he can do that. That's his role.
You got the 2 wingers set up.
Yep.
You know,
It's
and
his role to keep. Good on him.
Cottrell also.
Good on him.
He's playing a lot deeper. He's playing a lot closer to.
He's playing a lot closer, and it shows with his. Well, he scored 2 goals, but it's his chances of scoring.
Well,
goals.
the goals out the back and what he's doing.
But that's holding your width.
Yeah, and that too. Like we saw it against. So if you scroll back to the Gold Coast game that we played the VFL, that I called up at Metricon, Cottrell was doing that. And that's where we were like, geez, that's like, and he always says, VFL Cottrell. That's what we want to see out on the park. Keep your width, get out the back, use your speed, use your engine, rip out the back when you have to, and it creates goals. Yeah. And we saw it today.
That's what you need as well. You say the best
teams
he's
got a massive engine. He's got a massive engine.
You see the best teams do that. Their wingers get involved into the game and they kick goals, they create goals, you know what I mean?
The 2 things that are impressive from Cottrell, particularly in Setterfield, massively, is the give and go that Voss likes. Voss loves that ball coming down, being handballed inside. And Setterfield today did it about 6 times. Would handball it, but then take the guy running out.
Yeah.
Because he's a big boy. So people forget Setterfield.
It's like 190.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
It's
huge.
huge.
Setterfield's the kind of guy
I'll tell you
that
what
used
it
to
is,
spend his weekend at his nana's chopping wood. Big guy. Big guy. And he uses that body, and that's the difference between him and O'Brien.
192 centimetres and 87 kilos.
I
with
like
Setterfield.
Cottrell, as we like to call him. It's a bit like a Camden McIntosh in those, those heydays.
Okay, yeah.
You don't want to see him. You don't want to notice him. But if he gets on the end of one and he kicks a goal, it's a bonus. If you got your wingers kicking goals, man, it's a bonus. And setting up, I think it's a bonus.
Yep,
100%.
Because you're just creating more.
I like this game.
Goals. So,
2 goals, got on the end of it. Bravo.
We had a few, like there was Cottrell, O'Brien, we've talked about, McGovern, he's played well, and then like...
Charlie.
Well, I was going to say Charlie, Walsh do what they do, always. Like,
Calm down, Pom. It's all right.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Charlie's your
Calm
man.
down.
You say he's the best footballer in the world.
Oh, well, let's get on to him. I thought he was tremendous today.
Fantastic today.
Loved
He
his
took
game.
some good
He's been
contested
fantastic.
marks.
Yeah.
And the one thing I loved about his game that I don't think anyone's really mentioned is that Sam Taylor got the better of him for the majority of the game last time we played them.
Yep.
But when I say got the better of him, I don't think he absolutely belted him. Kerno just kept working and working.
And that's the
and
thing with
working and
Kerno.
working
He
and
works
working.
and works and works.
When he's at his best, he's working his ass off.
Because he's bringing his defender out of the 15
And,
let him come run back with me. See if he can
He
go.
gave him a nice bathing today. He was
Got
it was
one back.
I love
tremendous.
the first goal
Tremendous.
was from in the back of the pack, yeah?
Yeah.
I love
He
that.
stayed down.
He's
7
done that,
players went
he's
up.
done that a few
But
times. He's smart,
Well,
yeah.
if you see 10 players go up and you go, well, what's the point of me?
Do you
What's the
have-
chance of me marking it?
Do you have a stat? What were you saying about his crumbing goals?
He
What
is
was-
the
this is
only.
interesting.
He is the only key forward who is rated elite for ground ball gats,
Yep.
and he is the only key forward that is in the top 10 of crumbing goals.
Actually, that'd be interesting.
crazy.
It'd be interesting to see the
Well, how
numbers.
tall? He's like 195.
194.
He's like a hybrid.
How much
type.
would be his numbers be for crumbing goals? Like,
I wouldn't know. Off the
I
top
reckon
of my
but
head.
he said
He's
that.
Maybe-
top 10, is he?
He's top
you
10
could do
now.
that
must
for your
have kicked
review,
15,
but
20
do, yeah.
you do if you review. That's interesting,
I reckon
because
he's
it's
at least 15 goals out of crumbing.
He's just 192
Has to be.
centimetres.
That's
Has
what
to
I mean.
be.
He's a hybrid. If you go to Jeremy
Is he
Cameron, he's that
192?
same type.
He's
192 centimetres.
Yeah.
He jumps like he's a boom.
He's got a
He's,
big leg.
he's pure solid muscle, like the Greeks
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
model statues on
Yeah,
it.
dog.
a couple of those marks, he came from behind. I thought he wasn't
But
going to get there.
He always does that. If that's him. That's his game. When he's flying like that, working, mate, it's untouchable.
The biggest advantage to him is if you go back and watch prime Buddy Franklin, he understood what he's good at, and that is he moves like a mid. Remember speaking to Sam Walsh at the function, he said he moves like one of us. Yeah, but he's built.
But
He's built
taller,
like a
bigger,
big
yeah.
guy.
And can jump big, higher.
And you started to see since Sam Taylor played him the first time to now, he now understands that the quicker he makes contact, as long as he's got a metre on them, it's too much. And you saw that a few times. That now he leads them into the goal square, initiates the contact,
And then go.
and backs the midfield to hit that hot zone for him. And once he does that, I'm telling you now, when I say he's the best forward in the league, the best player in the league, there is no one that has played the game or is in the game now that can handle him.
We can't be.
Well, you know what's funny? And
He's proving it.
I was looking at it
handle.
today, so I just
Actually
saw a
can't be
stat
handled.
come up. Well, it came up on the bottom. I'm like, bloke's 25, but he's only played 80 games. Imagine when he's at that 150 mark. Mate, good fucking luck.
What he missed like
I
nearly
know,
3
3
years.
years. You know what I mean? You just look at it and go, wow.
He's a special player. He's a very
Fantastic.
It's
special
amazing.
player.
Like seriously, did anyone here think that he was going to come back like this?
He did.
Did
There's
you
only
say
one
that?
Declared it.
That he was going to come back like this?
Yes!
He actually did.
Declared it.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear.
Did you say Coleman medalist too?
I said Coleman medalist, 70 goals, he kicked double than Harry Mackay, and me and Terry had a massive argument about it in pre-season.
He
Go back and
declared
watch it. Terry said that I'd been smoking something, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, it's a good pick, but I didn't think. I thought it might have taken him a little while. Like for him to
Mate.
come back this quick.
mate, divinity recognises divinity.
Generals after the bat.
Yeah.
Hey,
hey,
Nah,
mate,
he picked it, he picked
mate,
it,
mate,
alright.
I was Wellington before.
Yeah.
The Waterloo.
That's a big call.
But it's funny because if he didn't play that well, you wouldn't have like brought that up.
But he is.
No. But the comments
Thank God.
would have brought it up.
That's right. Because it's out there, man. It's out there. So that's the thing. Well, at least we put it out
the
there.
receipts.
Yeah,
The receipts.
the comments won't bring it up that I said it,
Mate,
but they
thank
would have
God.
done.
Thank God he came back and he's playing as he's playing.
Oh, fuck, loving it. That is a huge difference. The other one I want to talk about quickly
Yes.
is becoming one of my favourites.
Oh.
Lockie play.
Hey!
I love him.
Lachlan.
I'm telling you, he's doing his
Mr.
job.
100%. See, I bet your man can't do that. At least my man goes at 100%.
100%.
Jesus.
100% he went today.
He did, yeah.
He did 100%.
But there was
18.
one that was a squabbler along the floor. Got counted as an effective kick because the man got it.
Yeah,
Mate, as long
because
as
the man got it,
gets
didn't
That
it?
was a fraud stat.
Mate, as long
But
as
he
the man
got
gets
it.
it. Hey,
I thought he was good today. He was
I thought he was very good. I think he's been good all year. I don't care what anyone says. He's playing his role beautifully.
Look, he's going to get beaten at times, and like anyone does.
But what defender does it?
Yeah. I mean, well, as I said to him, Plowman he's like a lockdown. I'll call him the lockdown man.
Yeah.
Well, he
Because
is.
you want him to lock down that small forward.
He is. Correct.
Lock that 1-on-1 and negate his opponent. I don't care I do care what he does with the ball, but
course,
I can
of course.
trust his kick.
But you can.
I can trust his kick. I reckon he's got one of the best, not one of the, he's top 10 at the club for kicking. He can nail a fucking kick.
And he takes them on, man.
Yes.
He takes that kick that we asked for.
But having him there allows McGovern to play the way he did today. So I think those two need to play. The more that they play with each other, the more you'll understand Plowman's role. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't fucking know. But
Pommy sort of explained it to me during the week where when he saw team selection, I think when we saw team selection, I thought they were going to do McGovern in, Plowman out. But then they went with Stocker out, McGovern in, and I thought, And then Pommy mentioned, he's like, you know what? No, it actually, Plowman's negating role, which was spot on, allows McGovern to fly and not worry too much about defending
because it doesn't have to be two man folks and go, fuck, where's Toby Green today?
And I think this,
or where's him today?
I think this also came down to sort of our thinking, which was, you know how we always talk about like the Manchester United theory. You had David Beckham as a right midfielder who didn't have a defensive bone in his body, but he had Gary Neville behind him.
So it
You
allowed
got
him
McGovern,
to play football.
and that's
Protected
it.
him,
And that's
yeah.
what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So you can't not have someone with the intercepting ability of McGovern.
Well,
You can't not have them in your team.
Well, look at Lever. Does he ever play one-on-one?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
If you
That's
look
why
at,
you got Petty there.
Yeah.
if you look at Melbourne, their best formation is that May, Petty, and Lever. And like you say, Petty is just that big oaf that
That's
when
right.
when Lever's like, oh shit, the ball's there, Petty instantly goes, right, okay, I've got you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? I've got you.
And it's that Dylan Grimes Aspirin type mashup
that
too
first
with Boston.
that first mark you saw today, that was in your journal. That's what Plowman did. Plowman straight away saw, oh shit, McGovern's going.
Across,
the
correct.
ball's coming in this hot zone.
Knows his role.
I've got
he
it.
knows his role.
And it's weird because I know that the Carlton fans hate Plowman, and I understand the hate. I understand the hate because when he makes a mistake,
everyone gets
it's
on
a big
his back.
Kadjagoogoo type mistake,
Yeah,
isn't it? It's not like, you know.
Oh, you could,
It's not like when I'm celebrating Zane's 8th birthday. It's a cute mistake. It's a big,
you're laying
egregious.
into it. You're laying into it.
And it's
a big
amplified
egregious.
because of the position on the ground that he's
But
on.
also, he's done some big mistakes in the past. But it's like people have it; they don't want to forget anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's done some big mistakes in the past. But if we're just judging on this
Yeah, but that's
year's,
also down to, well, whatever system it was. But the system.
yeah,
was
whatever
playing.
the system was. But I'm saying this year, right, mate, I can't fault anything.
And I think he's got better as every week has gone on too. So
I mean, he's
built
no
into it.
star. Like, he's no...
No. He's fucking... Is Asprey a star?
Yeah, I
Was
know.
he a star?
Yeah, mate, he's just...
He made Dylan Grimes look like a fucking
all
superstar.
you've got to do, look, anyone
That's
anyone that's bagging him, and
I'm not...
and we'll
From
talk
$6 million
about a few
man
things.
all the way down
That's
to
right.
the fucking squad player. Just play a role.
That's right.
100%,
That's it.
100%.
That's all we ask.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
think
No, 100%. You want to have a look at a couple of highlights? We tried to put the best we could because it's a short time. But let's have a look at this one
we've done
here.
what we can.
He
We've
didn't
done
do much for the whole game, but we like what he did here.
Yeah. Special goal, this. Good goal.
Dudes.
Did you see the kick
How's
from-
Fisher?
Look at that, Fisher just nice.
Sidestep.
Foot candy, then stand totally still.
He like this.
He goes back.
Oh,
Oh.
mate.
That's what he's got to do.
Smart footballer.
I'll tell you what, I thought that was
Smarter.
prime Ginger Rogers, the way he was
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Terry would have had
He would have had a
a
sticky.
orgasm there.
Like
Loved
Favola.
Loved it. What do we got next?
What do we have next?
Well, this one here was this
Oh, big setters.
Nah, Charlie. Oh, this is seven.
Did he pop this up to the square?
Nah.
Nah, he's got.
I don't reckon he's going for a shot.
No, he sat that up for his boys.
I reckon he sat that up.
Mate, look, and then Honey, he did it for that Honey
He's got
highlight.
a little bit of a handball then.
Good airball. Great finish.
Mate, honestly, Charlie doing the team thing there.
Yeah, true. Positive thoughts.
Positive thoughts.
Positivity.
So that's
rose-coloured glasses. I need them.
You
I'm going to wear him to the game next week.
What ain't you?
Just say nothing bad.
Like Tony Montana.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
Terminator, when he gets
I
those
think I'm going to do it.
pink star
As a
glasses.
fucking
Can you
meme.
imagine Mars being positive 24/7? Just imagine
Mate,
it.
we
Like,
can't
really
always
exciting.
I couldn't.
All right, be positive about this one.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, he's running it up.
If you watch that, look, that was when he decided. That smile.
I think you tried the Chris Judd. You know, you threw that one.
You just knew he was never going to kick this.
I think he was setting his teammate up.
Yeah,
but
no,
he
that was
overcooked it.
That was another setup.
Yeah, he set it up. But yeah, I think he tried to set up the guy in the
setting
crowd,
up,
mate.
setting up.
That's fucking.
So what
shit.
should he have done?
Actually gone back and done this.
This is a good segue. There you go. It's a great segue.
You know what's annoying though about Cripps is, genuinely speaking, when he has a shot on an angle and drop punts it. I can't remember many times he misses.
Mate, he kicks
That's
them all.
right.
Because
He's a beautiful
look,
kid.
look, that's
Pure.
Do you know what I mean? That's dead eye dick.
Beautiful,
Innit?
mate.
You know what I mean?
It's beautiful. It's
That's what I did. I sat in there and I just went. I said.
And then I looked to the
how hard
woman
is-
to the side of me and say,
Oh, what, was I right or was I wrong?
No, that's
why can't he just do that? Why are you trying to get all like fucking party bag antics like fucking just drop punt it, bro?
well. We're going to talk about that too, so let's not steal my thunder and that. But I don't,
You got anything else more to say on it? Because
Well, on the watch along, we call him that's Hollywood Cripps mode.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah,
is
it
Hollywood.
And what I'm looking for is Audi Cripps.
that's right.
Yep.
of course you want Audi Cripps.
That's right. Just get the ball out of there and just.
Because when he does the good things like that, he's
Yeah.
very good.
I just don't get
It's
that.
He's
unstoppable.
got to be the dispatch manager.
That's right.
He's got to be the dispatch manager.
No, 100%. So, yeah, so that's it. So what else? What else? What else we got to go? Any more stats?
Nah,
I'm looking forward to next week, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm.
All right, since we got nothing.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was just, I think, and to look at the game on more
Was
of
it a professional performance? as you would say?
to a certain extent, yeah.
Professional performance.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's. I think we're starting
We
to
did
become.
what we had to do.
And that's
well, we got
exactly.
4 points.
Look at this. Did what we had to do. Exactly those words. It was a bit of a grind, but look, I mean, and
Did you ever think we were going to lose?
No, never.
No,
No,
through the whole game.
never.
No. It's just like
Never.
shit that was happening. I thought they were just lethargic and
Yeah,
they just
there
turned
was
up
it.
there thinking, it's just going to happen today. You know
There
what
was
I mean?
once where I
Yeah,
think
I mean-
like either Newman or someone just kicked it
Like a
out and they
Superman.
marked it on the wing, and I thought you
15
could see
metres.
he just lobbed in, had a kick,
I
they
think-
marked,
I
and
think
I figured, what are you doing,
Maybe a
man?
quarter time off
think-
goes, hey, boys, come on.
yeah, I think like when
Put
I
it
looked
into
when
gear
I
or
looked
something.
at the numbers sort of at half time and all that, it was sort of those areas that we were in favour in, and I thought it'll eventually turn. Like if we keep like uncontested possessions were up, contested possessions were up. And the big barometer for us, which is one that we always harp on about, tackles inside forward 50. We had 6 against Geelong last week. We had 12 this week. Doubled our output. Won the tackles
6 in the
inside
first
50.
quarter,
Count.
didn't
What do we-
they-
was it
that-
6 in the first quarter?
Yeah, on the watch along, we got excited because a lot of the
6 in the
stats
first
we'd
quarter,
already
right.
done.
Yeah,
Like, along, it was like,
oh my God,
it was
we've
like
already got
feet
there.
up
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was like,
We're
wait.
there.
Yeah. So
Small forwards were better this week.
No.
They weren't better than last week.
Oh, yeah.
Last week though, yeah, but then again,
Yeah, but today they were.
do you know what I mean?
They were average against.
No, I'm
us.
saying, but they were better.
If you'd done Brownlow votes for small forwards last week,
They wouldn't have got
I polled.
anything. Yeah, they would have got nothing.
I polled last week.
Bless you.
thank you.
I think that was still without the dirt and goal. Well, take Honey out of it. I thought Honey was good today.
I thought Annie was good. He got like
it's good.
12, 13
I like
possessions.
him at that high half forward role.
Yeah, correct.
He's the,
And he could have.
the conduit.
The conduit.
Yeah.
Oscillate and conduit.
He could have had 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah, I
Could
thought
have had more?
he was better today. I think that's a role he has to
And I think Motlot didn't get a lot, but I still like his presence.
Yeah,
Durden was brilliant in the fourth when they just
Yeah, when
Say
it
the
was
fourth,
over.
he was.
there's Harry, he's big.
He's a half
Yeah,
stay
stay
by
by
the
your
play.
feet.
Hold his hand like that, please, mummy.
Honestly, that's a drill I think they should do at training.
Yeah, just
you know,
hold
like,
their hand.
Like, you know, lock them together. If I was Voss,
Get a fucking
Wherever he goes, you
handcuff
go.
and,
if I was Voss, I would get Motlop
join them at the hip.
and put them in handcuffs. Say until the game day, you two are living together, weeing together, sleeping together. Get used to being close to each other.
Yeah.
That's just positioning for me with the small
And
forwards.
I wouldn't mind
lose it at the
being
ground.
stuck next to Charlie for a
They
week.
are young, bro. They're young, man.
I understand that, and that's why I
So-
think that's an area of the ground that we need to get a little bit
Yeah,
of
that's
experience.
right. If we had a little bit more experience there, it'd be
That's
nice.
what I say to him. I think we
Always
need a
will
little
come
bit
in.
of an experience.
Always
in
will
that.
come in.
It makes you ask the question, doesn't it, that last year we had arguably one of the greatest small forwards
Eddie Betts,
in the
yeah.
history of the game to
Yeah.
play the game, and
Helps you out.
no one had the presence of mind to play Owies and Durden
Durden,
from
yeah.
round one
Round one.
with him,
Correct.
And-
To learn.
and done what Voss has done today
right.
with a mass rotation in that forward line, and say, look, you're playing 14 games with Eddie. Once round 15 comes, give Eddie Betts a kiss,
Correct, yeah.
because he's gone.
Yeah.
You two are the Eddie Bettses.
What I don't get about Eddie Betts is we always got him, so he was going to be a coach after he's playing those, and now he's coaching at Geelong.
Coaching Stengel, isn't he?
Or he's coaching Stengel,
Oh,
yeah.
well.
The Stangs.
Amazing. what
He's
happened
all right,
there.
isn't he?
So
The
that I
ballistic
don't get
man
either.
himself. Absolutely killing
I
it.
froth a bit of Tice. He's all right, isn't he?
Well,
So yeah, it's just a good result. Get the 4 points and get the hell
I
out.
think it's good. And now we look forward to, we'll talk about that, we'll look forward to the weeks ahead. Do you want to do some votes?
Yes, Pommy,
start
being
with-
the guest,
The palm.
get stuck into it. Get the votes up, my friend.
Now, listen. We've got to mark it out on who you're going to give 5 votes
Oh,
to.
okay. So
what is
like
it?
$1. If you're happy to take the value,
Can I just say that in my opinion, there's some shenanigans going on.
there's that. If he's not 5,
Like, do you want me to go in reverse order? Or
Yeah, okay.
Alright, let's go. Here we
Okay,
go. All right.
1 vote, William Setterfield.
William Setterfield.
Really?
Okay.
Full title.
Yes.
2 votes,
Yeah.
Matty Kennedy.
Yes.
Matthew.
Matthew Kennedy.
He's Matty.
Is it Matty or is it Matthew?
I'm going to give him Matty.
All right.
He looks like one of the boys. William
He
looks
does
like
look
the
like
kind of guy that
Yeah,
my
fair
nan,
enough.
my
Oh.
nan would like. He'd
I'm
say,
interested
"Please,
in
thank
what you're going to call the next one.
you." Three votes.
Tree.
Jesus Walsh.
The Terminator Walsh.
Yeah.
tell you that.
Jesus.
Honestly, you know, if the Romans tried to crucify him, he'd shatter the nails.
Did you hear what he said when he came off the ground?
No.
They took him off and he went to the trainers. I'll be back.
That is true, man. I'll be back, and he was back better. That was fucking sick, man.
For the lead singer of the Baha Men, Adam Sard.
At number 5, hold on, drum roll.
Patrick Cripps. And Charlie Kerner, of course, the only one.
Yeah.
The man
I
himself.
like it. I like
Good
it.
votes,
I'll
good
go.
votes.
I'll start from the bottom as well. 1 to Kennedy, 2
Yep.
to Mr. Burns Setterfield,
Yep.
3 to King Charles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3, yeah.
Kerno, 4 to the Terminator.
Yep.
I'd low key get a hard on over him. Sorry, but he lives above my.
It
my
literally was the best moment of the day
Telling
when
you,
he
it was
ran
the
back
loudest
on.
roar of the day. It was unreal. And 5 to our man, the Wolf.
The Wolf.
Wolf Sard. Go, Rocker. You can go, mate. I'll be the
I
last.
gave, I'm going to start from the top. Sard, of course, gets it. There was no doubt. I gave him 5, quarter 1.
What you went
Walsh, of course. Kerno, Walsh with 4. Kerno with 3. Now, I gave 2 to Sauce. I thought he was a hard
Oh,
one.
okay.
I like
Okay.
it.
I like it.
I like it.
Okay. Yep.
I like
Different.
it. And I gave 1 to my man, Plum.
Hey, well done. Like it.
Deserves a vote. I reckon he
like it.
deserves
I've
a...
talked you into loving him.
Yeah.
I've talked you into loving him.
Slowly,
That's probably
slowly.
the last show.
That's it. Take this off. Fucking we've been,
That's it.
we've been ratioed.
I was gonna say
Dislikes 150
Especially-
for 1 like.
But especially after, like, I'm hearing people behind me bagging him for every
I know,
possession,
I
man.
know,
Like,
I
I'm
know.
starting to, like,
Hey,
thinking...
honestly, Plowman could invent a cure for COVID. And people would be like that. My nana got a cold last week.
Legit. Legit. I'm telling you, he could.
Well,
5 to Sard, 4 to Charlie Kerno, 3 to Will Setterfield, 2 to Matt Kennedy, and 1 to Sam Walsh, and an honourable mention to Lockie Plowman.
Yeah, good job. I like it.
we're just giving jabs to fuck you, mate.
All those people...
O'Brien, fuck you. Setterfield, fuck you. Kennedy, fuck you. And then Plowman, fuck you.
Yeah, that's a Plowman was a knockout one. I love it. I love it. All right, let's have a look at his leaderboard. No, leaderboard.
Yes, the leaderboard.
Look at this. We have got Walsh naturally just keeps steaming
Nah,
away.
he's number one. You're reading from third down, aren't you?
There's no Doc or Walsh, you man.
So we got Doc, who didn't get votes, but today Kerner, he went from 5th to 3rd, so he's moving up.
It's all right, Charlie.
Cripps has dropped down, and look who's jumped into 5th place.
Sad.
We come in.
He's had a great year, Adam Sard. Had a phenomenal year.
You know, just quietly though, Sard, if you did Brownlow votes, all them votes for when Carlton the shit hits the fan, he would be the top of that. Because have you noticed in that second, every time Carlton made a turnover, invariably it was him who fixed it.
Correct.
Honestly, Sard is
Mr. Fix It Man.
The way I was watching him, now I watch him very closely, right? Yes. Very, very closely. And you're going like, give him the ball, you know?
It's
the
his
way
positioning.
100%. No, that's it. You said you took my words. His positioning. I'm watching him, and the way he's positioning himself.
Someone who understands.
He's definitely he's the antichrist of downhill skiing. Because I think when the shit hits the fan, he is always the best.
Yeah.
And if you go back through them games we lost, genuinely he's the one who's head and shoulders willing to fight.
Trying to invent things, make things happen.
Go back to that Gold Coast game.
Yep.
I was there, mate. He was...
Which I find amazing, because if you remember when Essendon traded him, he goes missing when we're behind, he doesn't defend.
He doesn't defend. That was the big thing about him.
And crazy, all we've seen is when Carlton are dog shit, he is the best.
But his defence this year, I have to admit, has gone to another level. I thought last year his defensive part of the game was a little bit down.
His awareness.
But this year, it's gone the next level. Now, I don't know if it's Hamill, I don't know what it is, but the way he positions himself is just incredible.
It does help as well that our midfield oscillate through that half-back line.
Oscillate.
Yeah.
Oscillate.
Now, this oscillate now.
For you.
I love the word oscillate.
I know what it means. I would never think about it.
Antithesis.
I just bring it in for you.
No, he's great.
Yes,
all right, next week.
Yes. What a game. Carlton
game.
versus Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. 7:30 p.m. Saturday night, the 30th of July, round 20. Mars and I will be there with big Michele Meloni.
Yes, you're going to
hit
pump
Adelaide.
up the wolf.
Yeah, we're going to pump up the wolf as well. So that'll be good fun. But early thoughts on this one, Mr. Pom?
Another big chance to put ourselves in the shop window, I think.
Yep.
For me, and this is
agree.
Again, level goes up a little bit. Adelaide, I think, are a lot more dangerous at home than GWS are in our backyard. They've got some good
You
memories.
see the way they played against Sydney, and that was in Sydney, and
they had patches.
Yeah.
They're a side as well.
They have enough patches.
Well, weren't they down by nearly 60 points on one stage?
Yeah.
They're a side that I'll give Crows one thing: they don't give up.
And that's the thing. Yeah, they don't give up.
Like Sam Walsh always reminds me of that smaller guy in a Glasgow pub when I grew
Still
up.
going.
That the only way you beat him in a fight is by actually killing him.
You got to kill him.
You know what I mean? Where Adelaide, they play that kind of football, like very dirty. They're quite happy to make it ugly, and they genuinely are an ugly side when they play. So I'm looking forward to this one. We owe them after the Bryce Gibbs carry off.
Don't.
I'm calling this the Bryce Gibbs revenge game.
Don't.
I love Bryce Gibbs.
Still one of the worst. Fuck him. That could be one of the worst memories of... What year was that?
2019.
2020.
That could be one of the
spat
worst.
at the TV
We
that
had
night.
some shocking losses, and that could be one of the worst
That was the
memories
worst
I
I've
had.
ever seen.
That's up there with Dan Andrews' second lockdown.
That was bad.
I'll second that. I'll second that.
And the people that were saying, oh, that was good, I can't believe it. Anyway.
I would have dropped him halfway through the chair on him, but I'm sorry, mate. You play for Adelaide now.
If I was the coach, who carried him off?
Murphy.
I would have given him, I would have gone and given him king hits from behind, mate. If I would have seen my players bloody cheer off another player from the opposition. You're joking or what? Hey, all right, this is what I was going to ask before.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to give you a hypothetical.
Yep.
Fuck, he's learning.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
I've been practicing all week on it.
He's nailing this.
I'm nailing it. All right, let's go. This is ready next week.
Yeah.
Marchbank's ready next week.
No.
Yep.
Well, listen.
Yep.
Let me go for it, and then you can do it.
Okay.
I'm eager.
It's like being at school.
Mars is like on the
Marchbank.
bit, like he's like right on it.
I know.
I'm
March
happy to go
back.
next.
Settle,
I'm happy
settle.
to go to Adelaide next week and just get
Pitternet.
tanked.
Marchbank, Pitternet,
Yep.
Yeah.
Martin,
Yeah.
Yep.
and I think there was one more.
Always.
Always.
Yeah, Owies. Who else is there?
That's it.
All right, let's say them 4 are ready to rock and roll next week. They're 100%. They've played.
Yep.
They played good in the reserves. What are we doing?
Always and Pitternet straight in.
Correct.
Yeah, for who?
For
Motlop.
either Motlop or Durden.
Durden. Yeah.
For Owies, yeah.
Who do you take out for
The Pitternet one, like, he's got to come in, doesn't he?
Nunes.
He's the one, like, I keep thinking, like, what are we going to do?
Yes.
Like, who do we take out?
And someone
It's a
goes
tough
to
call.
bench.
I just don't know how the coaches are going to look at it. And
No,
play
no,
it.
but we're looking at it now.
Yeah, we're the coaches.
We're the
We're the
coaches
coaches.
for...
Don't overcomplicate, Paolo. Just
I know. Why do you have to
What do you
put
have to
that
worry?
into the
You know what?
equation for?
That's a way out.
This,
No, it's
not.
Excel spreadsheet.
That's a way out.
No, it's an Excel spreadsheet. This formula does not work. Like, fuck off, make it easier there.
Just do it.
But it's not easy.
This should be
It's
easy.
not.
Come on,
It's not easy.
We're the coaches.
The Pitternet
3
one...
dead shit wogs and a Scotsman.
Yeah, that's
Let that Italian blood. Look, I know what you did to Caesar. Go on, it's easy to stab someone. Come on.
Yeah.
It's tough. All right.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to let him go. You
don't
have
wanna
to
say,
decide.
'cause I really
nervous.
like him, but
Who?
it's got to be one of Cottrell or Honey.
He's nervous.
What do you
Alright, what
reckon?
about the...
Or
I
you?
don't-
What do you reckon?
Or they could drop both smalls.
That's what I was going to say. Why can't they drop both smalls?
And have and then
They
drop
could
both
do that.
smalls.
I don't know. They could drop both smalls.
Far
Those
out.
are the options. I don't know.
Always in Pitternet.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
If it was
I
me,
don't think they would do it.
with
but-
them 4,
Yeah.
I would only bring in 2. Pitternet would come straight in. Corey Durden would go to the VFL.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Owies would come in, and I hate to do it, but I saw enough for him to work with. Josh Honey would come out.
Yep. Yep.
So them 2. So you're going to get the 2 smalls and you're bringing in.
Yep. Okay.
All right. What about Martin when he's ready?
Oh, you got to work back to get in, but
Just say he's playing at his best now in the reserves.
you reckon? Yeah.
Well, you
I don't
would
know. Do we bring him back
arguably
in?
say out of all those blokes, he's.
Because they're going to
Yeah, I
play
don't
him
know.
this year. If he's ready,
You reckon they will?
I reckon they're going to do what they
What do
did
you
to
reckon?
McGum. They have to
They're gonna
play him.
I think, I hate to say this, and I understand Carlton's fans' point of view. Jack Martin doesn't perform, and he does my head in.
And he does
He's
it.
an important role. He's an important.
But I don't think there's I think Adam Sard, the opposite is him. When you are good,
He's
he is
unreal.
unreal.
Yeah.
And I would want Jack Martin in the finals
In a great
over Honey.
because you know he can do
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
special. He can turn
Yeah.
it on.
Over
He's got
Honey.
X
All right,
factor.
so- all right,
He's got
that's
X factor.
actually-
We lack up forward.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
that we lack up forward, but I'm just saying that high half forward role we don't have. That
I'd be
X factor
happy for
there.
him to
All
come
right,
in
so
the
that's
team.
a better question.
Yeah.
We're in the finals, right? Not next week. We're in the finals,
Yep.
right? So far, Pitternet comes in,
Yeah.
right? 100%.
Yes.
Yep. Does Martin come in 100%?
In the final, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he would. He
And
would.
so far, we're taking out Durden.
Yeah. Oh,
And you
jeez.
probably
hard,
play.
I know, it's
I'm
hard.
You probably play Setterfield as your sub.
Play
I'd keep
Setterfield as
him
a
on.
sub.
I'd keep him in there just because he's turning into Jack Nunes, isn't he?
Yeah, I know, but it's. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's off one game. We're keeping
Yeah.
him in there. I'm talking
true,
body
yeah.
of work. Lockie
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
O'Brien and
We're going to put
Cottrell.
our best. We're going to put
They're
our
your winners.
best.
Nah, Nunes.
I know I'm hard.
I don't. Oh, nah, News wouldn't get in the team.
I know I'm harsh. If you gave me that scenario, I'd drop Cottrell.
And put him as a sub.
Yeah. And,
Yeah,
Put him as a
Cottrell's a
sub
good
to get
sub.
Martin in.
and to get Martin in,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. In
Really?
those- one of you got to drop one of those
fucking
wingers,
hell,
but Lockie O'Brien, he can't be.
Nah,
But-
Lockie
but,
O'Brien's a
It's
lock
either
in.
Nunes,
April.
Nunes, Cottrell, or Setterfield are one.
But
of your
obviously,
things.
Setterfield, I'll put a caveat, has to do what he did this week.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, correct.
And that's
If he
what I'm
keeps
saying.
doing
Off
that.
body of
If-
work, I'm going off them.
If I go back to 2021,
Yeah, you're vomiting.
Setterfield tomorrow
Yeah, he's straight.
against Adelaide,
Yeah.
I'm putting my
of
hand
course.
through the TV.
Yeah.
But if he's doing what he's doing today,
Yep.
Yeah, if he does that for the next 4 rounds or whatever,
he's
4
in.
rounds that we got,
He
just
does
stay in.
He does that till we win the grand final.
no, he doesn't go anywhere.
Like every game he does that adds 6 months
It's
to his
either
contract.
Setterfield or Cottrell. There you
So
sub.
Pitternet definitely comes in.
There you go.
Martin comes in.
work in the
I don't mind
VFL.
Cottrell as a sub.
Well, he was. We're
Which
going to
I'll-
talk.
which I'll
I
get
will talk
into.
about
I think we
that.
should be more
yeah.
dishonest though if Cottrell was the sub. So I would be hoping if I was Carlton, I think we're too honest as a fan base,
Yeah.
and also as a club. I would
All right,
love us
so-
to do a Richmond and be like, oh, look, Lockie, 10 minutes to go, you've done a Yami, haven't you? And him like, yeah, I've done it. And then you throw him in, say, let's do this, let's kill it.
And that's fair enough.
Yeah. It's not that hard to do.
Nah. And people have been saying that like this sub rule's they've been ruining it, but of course you do it.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Of course, 100%. It's a stupid.
Just like your mate Ginnivan did.
Tell you what,
we're going to talk about it.
Tell you what, if my grandfather was still here, who brought me up now, he managed the semi-finals of our team, and I had the biggest dive you've ever seen. I'm going to be. He was probably about as far away from you for me. I was running 1-on-1, and honestly, I went over. I rolled around.
Got the free, got the penalty.
I got the penalty. I took the penalty. I scored it,
and you won.
And honestly, the opposition coach came up, started effing and binding me, calling me a cheating cunt. I was a disgrace. Yeah. You know what I mean? I never forget. My pop held me close to him and goes, "Doesn't matter how you win, as long as you fucking win."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think that's all right for one instant.
Don't do it all the time.
Yeah, no, I don't agree.
All the time.
You just watch soccer.
If it's do or die, though.
I don't agree.
Anyway,
let's talk about that later. Let's talk about do or die. If you do the right things 100% of the time, mate, you go for that fucking ball, things will work for you. But anyway, we'll talk about that later because I'll have something to say about that. All right, so we've got them two in. Marchbank.
Nah.
He doesn't get back in, does he?
No,
I'm just saying everyone's playing at 100% because they keep saying about
Marchbank
Marchbank.
at 100%.
If Marchbank, you could tell me Marchbank is 100%, I would drop Plowman all day for him.
100%.
All day.
Yeah.
All right.
Could do more with it.
All day, because it does work. We have got proof that it works 2 times.
If he is 100% playing at Marchbank,
We're saying like
obviously
we're saying like
I'm taking him over Plowman.
no injuries, everyone's working, we're in the final.
Yeah, 100% he plays, and that's.
And who was it? There was one more I just missed. I don't know.
No, that's it. Oh,
it was Pitnat, Owies, Martin, and
Marchbank.
Yeah. So look, it's a good position.
What
to
about
be.
where's Williams?
Where's Dow?
That's the other one. Zach Williams. He's ready to go.
Oh, all day. He's
Straight.
You bring him in.
Half back.
But who
every
comes
day
out?
of the week.
Who comes out?
Every day of the week.
Who's on our half-back?
Of that 7 that played today, Nick Newman.
Nick Newman, correct.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking
And I
straight
love
at.
Newman. I love him, but I just think if I'm Voss...
Williams, straight in for Newman.
Is there what's happening with Williams? Is there any word? Like, is there any
he's
chance he's
still
coming back?
Yeah.
I heard
Last
he's
2
still
weeks.
lost in Chadston. Just trying to get him
I've
back.
got to go pick him up. Hey.
Wow, I've got something to say about Williams too. Like.
He's walking round like this.
He's like, where's Mars? He needs to hold the bags for me.
All right, beautiful. I love it. I
We've got
love it.
predictions for next week. Did we get anything right last week? You got
I got it
closest.
right.
You said 36.
I got said 36.
Did you say 36?
I said 42.
Yeah, you said 42.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Every once in a while we get one right. You've got them right. You've got them
24. I
right.
said 24, I think, yeah. So,
I thought it was a
I
6.
said 24, and then I changed my tune later. And
On
said
the other
10
one
months.
was our Wolf predictions.
We're
I
way
got
off.
closest.
Nah,
Yeah.
Vince was.
Vince
Yeah,
got-
but
he got
I'm not counting
closest.
Vince. I'm
It was
counting us
18.
now.
Nah,
Yeah.
really made a
Well, he's
prediction.
not here.
All right, so who was the closest?
Me.
16.
Yeah.
He did too.
I was like, fuck him.
Hey, fuck him. He's not here. I'm here.
16. All right.
Can't kill a man when he's here.
Yeah, well, I just did.
You did get
I
the
got
closest.
Well done,
Man.
Mars. Yeah, great stuff. Good hustle, yeah. Well done.
So
You
the
claim
Wolf.
that.
All right, so we're going to do 2 things.
Gotta claim
Prediction.
some things in life.
Predictions
Everything else
next
is a
week.
loss.
85,000 points.
Okay, so it's South Australia, isn't it? So you've got to deduct a little bit because South Australians are passionate.
Carlton by 21.
21.
Carlton by 29.
29.
Yeah. Just thinking about Pitt and
Pom?
It's just such a big in.
He's going to say like 60 points.
Carlton, 41.
I like it.
Am I doing the Wolf?
Yeah, I will, but I'm going to say 36 again.
Okay.
So you're just trying to hit it as many times as you can
36.
until you hit it.
Like
Let
the
it ride.
The roulette wheel.
Let it ride.
The roulette wheel.
The roulette wheel.
If you
Know
make 1,000
when to hold
shots,
them.
one will
Know
hit.
when to fold them.
All right, what about the Wolfer? This is the big one.
Wolf counter. What was it? 22 this week? I don't think it's going to be 22.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 17.
You fucking cocksucker.
Ah, you
Why?
should have gone in
What did I
first.
do? What'd you say?
I was going to go 17.
I'll say 17.
Nah, I don't want it.
Why?
Nah, I don't want it.
can't.
We back the same horses when I tell you to back them.
Yeah, but it's different.
Why?
We need an outright
You need a
winner.
winner. Mate,
And then a winner.
Oh,
I don't
all right.
split them.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
All right, we'll say 17 and we'll rock, paper, scissors it.
No. Actually, no. I'll write it with him. I'll write it. I'm
Write
right.
it with me.
17.
Ride or die.
All right,
There we
okay.
go.
Do the woofs count?
No handballs.
No, so it's just purely
Just
kicks.
kicks.
Kicks, yeah, the wolf kick. The
Can't
wolf
put in a
counter.
cheeky half fucking handball.
Oh, I didn't know if you were counting just when the crowd say wolf. I didn't know if it was an actual
Nah.
wolf
No,
count.
take it
Kicks.
No, they're pretty educated now. There was a couple of handballs a few weeks ago.
That
that they wolf.
Yeah, and now they're all like,
Nah,
nah.
now it's like
There you go.
I'm gonna go. I reckon South Australians haven't seen it for ages.
20.
Feels like a long time ago.
You're gonna go
I
with
reckon.
20.
I reckon 21. I reckon Sad's gonna give them something to remember him for.
I'm going to say 20. I was going to say 20. So
Okay, nice. Beautiful.
20
We're all sort of
wolves.
around that.
5
We're
wolves
on
of
the
water.
line, Paul. We're on the line.
We are
5
on
wolves
the
of
line.
water. Woof.
What's the line this week? 18.5? 17.5?
Oh,
We're up
it's
at
bumped up.
17?
I reckon it's gone
16?
at... Nah, 16 and a half.
Can
You
you,
don't
uh,
want to go too high, but...
Can you talk to...
What, Bet Deluxe?
Yeah, it's
Reckon
going
make
to
a
be a
mark?
wolf
A
counter.
promo.
How good will that be?
I'll try, I'll see.
The
See
wolf
what they
counter.
can-
I
And if
reckon
we get you beat, we take
you
the money.
market. You do a market on everything else.
Imagine how many punters would go through.
All
It's
the
actually a
calm
smart
points.
idea, but I don't know if we actually consider my marketing ideas.
If you do, but just a little mention to the jumper puncher.
Hey, tell
It's
you what.
about time that someone like
Recognises us
recognises
and
what we
actually
do.
gives us the kudos.
They
Hi,
even, he
Carlton.
did it again on the bloody
Hi.
on the big screen.
Orange.
Gorrin's did the big wolf.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's
we'll
all
get to
about
that later too.
connecting the club and
Nah, it's all
getting
good, it's
everyone on the same page
Nah,
and
it's all
something to galvanise us because
it
it's
was good,
been
and we loved
you
it.
know, we don't like division, we don't like any of that. So.
No.
Are you vying to go into politics? You've been very diplomatic today,
Yeah,
haven't
Well,
you?
you usually have.
It's a new pal, though, this.
No, we'll
Not
get
used
him
to this
going.
bit.
We'll get him
Okay.
going.
Do you
There's
reckon
a-
I'd be good in politics?
Yeah,
yeah.
mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're too honest.
Nah, you're
Too honest.
you're right there in the middle,
Nah,
man.
he's
You would
too
be
honest.
perfect.
He's
Nah,
too honest.
he's got people face. He could do
Yeah,
it.
True.
Nah, you
true,
could do
true.
it. Nah,
Yeah,
listen,
but too
man.
honest doesn't work.
I could imagine him.
gotta
lead-
lie.
I could imagine him
reckon
leading the opposition.
Martin,
you know what I mean?
You'll
well,
get turned.
Martin and Ben Pakula will be watching this. Martin stepped out of office. I reckon he'd say I'd be a...
He'd be a good one.
man.
He could learn real quick.
What,
He'd
learn
become
what?
a criminal straight away.
Yeah, that's right. It's not hard to teach a wife to be a
Nah,
criminal.
he'd be a
Fuck.
criminal straight
You
away.
could imagine the shit you put on tax expenses.
Mate, I'd be getting hand me down.
Mate,
handouts and
I'd be
shit.
ringing him
And
every
we've
tax
just
return.
announced the
mate.
new
Wind
state-of-the-art
me up.
facility
I
at
want my whole
Icon
wage
Park
back.
with 75... We've just announced
Let
a
me
new,
have my whole wage back.
new state-of-the-art facility at Icon Park worth $175 million.
And there will be pokie machines reinstated.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's it.
yeah.
All right.
So
week.
if you are in Adelaide, don't come
Yes,
and say
so
hello
you're
to
gonna-
us.
No,
I
that's
want
it.
to be tanked.
Come and say hello.
No, it's
We're
a
going to
big
a
one.
winery before it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Penfolds.
I'm not
Yeah.
disclosing where. Don't disclose where.
So I'm going to still try.
Cares? They don't know what time we're
I'm
going
not
to go.
going, but I'm going to still
12
try.
o'clock.
I don't even
I
know.
don't know. But I don't
When's
know.
the game?
But actually get down to
Saturday night,
Capiris Land.
7:30.
I'm going to still try. You
He's
never
going to
know.
try.
Okay.
I'm going to still try.
He's going to try and take a flight at like
You gotta-
fucking 6
You-
o'clock.
Well, I could do that.
wine tasting before a game.
Well, that's Michael's doing.
That's Michael's.
We're not... Like,
I look like a wine taster to you?
That's why it's
I
black in
can
my
have the
head.
Sunday
Yeah.
off.
I don't drink wine, but I'm going to
Does
do
he
it.
not do
Take a
sport?
flight
does
up
he?
there.
you're going to fly up there.
I have never
Try.
ever gone to.
He
either.
loves wine, Michael.
I'm sure he does. He's Italian.
I reckon you'd fit in with your little beret.
Mate,
I've noticed
little
actually lately you've the
You're
new.
not in the
Sporting
hats.
beret.
Is there- There's no hair loss going on though.
Nah, he just
No, I've
wants the
still
beret.
got long hair.
It's
What's
just,
the beret?
I'm
You
liking,
just
I'm
like
liking
it.
the, I'm liking the.
It's pretty
vibe.
much set in. You're the Molly Meldrum now. That's gonna be
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Mate.
That's it. Yeah.
It's not gonna be.
And he also hasn't let us down with the shirt. The
Nah,
only thing he
it's
has
okay.
let us down with is the shoes. Remember the shoes he came
Yeah,
with last
yeah,
time?
the
Shiny
shiny,
shoes.
yeah.
Mate.
I
The
thought
shiny leather.
No, but I thought Italians would appreciate like some loafer.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. We appreciate loafer.
I thought I'd bring a bit of European flair.
Yeah. Or
Chinos.
Nike 270s.
Chinos, no socks as well, like a real man.
Oh,
Yeah,
you've
no,
actually
no,
done
he
the
did
nose.
the nose.
like a real boy.
Like a real...
So anyway,
Real boy.
anyone that's still watching us, we have got. He loves this segment.
Well, anything to make himself like pump his tires up and shit.
What
Of course he
segment?
loves
Oh yeah, this segment. Oh shit.
it. How can
boy.
you forget it is?
Oh god. Yes.
Well, we can put the rares of the reserve
The rares,
because
so
they
you
both
use both.
watch it.
Like,
So there you
You
go.
both do it.
Yeah, we're Resi buddies.
we are. We resi
Resi
buddies.
buddies.
So,
So we
a
lost.
good win.
No,
I haven't
we
written down the scores,
we
but
won.
No, we
a
didn't.
very comfortable win in the end. 13-17, 95 to 9-4, 58 was a bit of a a slugfest in the first half, but the boys were able to put the score on the board in the third term, and then really control proceedings in the final quarter, which was, I think, if you actually go back and watch the game, and when we were actually discussing through the game, I think the most impressive part of the match for me was not. I mean, the third quarter was very good, piled on the score, and that effectively won us the game. But what I thought really stood out was our ability to control the game in the last quarter and just ice it, if that makes sense. Just kill the game off. Because GWS sort of got, they scored a couple of goals in a row, and then we just basically flatlined the game and pinned it out. And, the VFL listed boys, man, fuck, Dan O'Keefe has just done... He's done a tremendous job, mate.
Yeah, because we've done...
He has done a tremendous job. He's found another guy. He's found Chincotta. He's found Hanley, Radovanovic as well. These VFL listed boys are doing a great job. And Liu, who's I think he's a young Islander fella down in the back line, who's just improving at a rate of knots. So, the pathways for these young boys now are going to start to really shine through. So, there's a pathway into the AFL team, which we saw with Hazy. But, mate, a good, sensational performance and holds us in fourth spot. There are a few teams with games in hand, but I think if Sydney are to win or something like that, we'll go down to fifth. But considering the injuries, he's had to put... you say makeshift squad, but... Dan O'Keefe's had to make up a squad on the run. These blokes have barely played together. Where's their continuity?
Yep.
And they're doing a fantastic job. And the one thing he always harps on about, and what I've loved this year, is that but these guys down at VFL level, the VFL list of players, they're just no nonsense. They come in, they do their role, they're hard at it, they play to structures, they play the percentages, and amazingly, that wins you more games. Simple.
All right.
Simple as that.
Piternet's coming back next week.
Fantastic. Loved his game.
He killed it, didn't he?
Absolutely loved his game. His tap work was great.
Didn't he get like 348 taps? Was it amazing?
It was ridiculous.
It was dominant.
But it's not just the amount of taps he's getting. It's where he's hitting it to, the smarts.
Or wasn't he top two in the AFL?
He was number one. He hit out to advantage. Wasn't he number one?
You look at the ruck stats in his early part, he was...
It's amazing, because last year... I kept saying that he would get his hand to the ball, but he couldn't hit a fucking target. Like, he would never hit anyone. But this year...
Old mate Teague,
it's also the way you
say it. It's funny how a lot of these players we talk about, the previous year, they had probably one of their worst
When you've got a shit system, make shit
Me and
players
him
look shit.
milk it, don't we, all the time?
Mate,
Sauce.
Sauce.
And that's something that you see Pitternet better from. And I would go as far, and I don't know if you agree with this, Pitternet had played from run once now. I would say all-Australian lock. All-Australian lock.
Honestly, he would be close to it.
We think Witts is probably all-Australian.
Yep.
Because he's played all the time. Yep. I'd say Pitternet shits all over him.
Yep. He's
and that could be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. He's had, he's had a bit of a rest, and he's coming back 4 weeks to go.
How many games has he played at AFL? Not even 50?
Nah, barely 50.
Stuff
He's still quite relatively young for a ruckman too.
For a ruckman,
you
got to remember Clarkson.
24.
Clarkson was sad when he left. He's one of the few
Absolutely
players
he
Clarkson's
They
missed.
wanted to keep him.
Wanted to try and keep him.
Yeah, that's right. When he left, mate, they were spewing.
And Clarkson kind of knows footy.
Well, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
But mate,
but
it's not
he made
like
one bad decision.
When we look at Pitternet's game, it's not just his tap work, but his blocking.
Yeah.
And his body work around the contest gives room for all the midfielders to work and operate in that space as well, and to create those handball chains outside the stoppage, so you get a clean, efficient clearance. Mate, he's straight into the team.
I am looking forward to seeing him next week.
I've
been waiting.
Can't wait.
I think what excited me, two things as well, with Pitternet was the development of Murkoff by having a second full-time ruck.
Oh,
yes.
Because you saw a massive rotation.
Yep.
But also, Cooper Hamilton did a massive job on that.
Yep.
Took the piss at times. Bearing in mind, Cooper Hamilton is 28th best midfielder at GWS. Yeah. I actually think McVeigh actually called me and said, "Pom, do you want to play this week?" And I was like, "Can't get to Sydney, mate." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it, Pom." But a lot of them touches were developed by Pitternet. Pitternet helped him out by actually going in off the ball and saying, "Take that, Cooper," in Mel. But also, he go forward. People forget about going forward.
Yeah.
He is a menace, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Menace.
And then there were patches in the game as well when late in quarters he'd go down back, which is what we see rucks do as well in AFL too. So that's an area of the game that we need to keep developing, and that's what he does well.
Well, TDK has been doing that. He did that today.
Yep.
He went back.
Yep, absolutely.
He did that back today, so they're definitely working on that.
PPI, Barlow and Pommy Investigate. If you haven't seen it,
we talked about TDK on that.
I mean, we don't always get it right, but we do always get it right.
I did love the tackle as well. There was a great scene.
Generals after.
You beat me to
Generals after.
For those watching at home as well, go back and just watch that fourth quarter, because one thing that stood out with Pitnet as well was his thug-likeness when we were winning. He absolutely dump-tackled a small defender.
Good.
He actually
That's what
got
you
in his
want.
way
Good.
and he just literally
Picked him up and
manhandled him.
smashed him. Good.
Honestly, like, I haven't seen anyone be thrown like that since my best mate was thrown out of my house for swearing at my nan.
I was going to say something else.
Hey, family show. There is some kids watching this.
Yeah. Oh well. Fuck it.
So another good performance by the boys, and
How was our favourite player, Paddy Dow?
Yes.
well, I think Pommy just summed it up pretty well.
Did he?
Yeah, he got
I want
locked
more
down.
on him.
Oh,
Is
man.
he going to play next week?
Kemp was not bad. Like Kempy's game. Is he going to play next week? Do you notice how I didn't even listen
Yeah, I
to
know.
that
The
question?
disrespect to me.
He'll-
Fuck, at
he'll
least
probably play
respect me,
VFL.
huh? Hello.
Look, he should be
He'll
playing.
be in the VFL.
He'll be playing next week, VFL.
Yeah,
He should be
First
playing.
time.
Look, I mean, part of a football
should
club,
play.
and not to absolutely.
I don't have an
disagree.
agenda, but
Part of a football club is that players like that have to play well down at VFL level, and he kind of has been, but it's not good enough to get into the team. And who we missed in the Adelaide game, George Hewitt.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's the other one next if he's ready next week. Or
All day long.
I know. Yeah, he comes in, but who comes out then?
Don't care.
anyone.
Yeah, I know. You say that. I don't care. I know.
Anyone.
For me,
I know he
Vosky
comes
closes
in.
his eyes and
Of
just
course,
chucks
we
it.
actually forgot about him. Like,
He's probably one of the first selected every week.
of course. So he comes in. Who comes out?
Fuck, I don't know.
Crips.
God knows.
After that banana kick.
You know, controversially, I would love the club, and I don't know how you guys feel about
Drop
this in the
Fritz.
audience. No, Chera.
Chera, I was going to say.
Drop or manage,
He's
both.
been-
No, just
Average.
admit him, and set that standard, because I think the
Been
one
average.
I've loved O'Brien going out of the game. I loved it because I thought he
switches
was
back on.
He had a few issues this week.
Have they
for
got
marks.
the balls to do it?
No, but I just think that standard that would set the club of
Did
saying.
he play that bad today?
I don't think he played that bad, but
No, but the week before he was awful.
but I think Durden.
No, last week he played all right.
Who?
Against Geelong.
Chera?
Chera?
Nah, he played for one fucking quarter. The rest of you was shit.
I just think with Chera, the message with O'Brien this week.
He had
was it not
11
from
in the
Voss,
second quarter.
That
and
he
none
had
of the
something
rest.
to work on and they wanted to iron the
Yeah.
game out. I think what great example for the football team if you say, look, Chera is on big contract.
So what's Chera going to work on?
For me, you watch Walsh play is almost identical, except this week he didn't because he was used more on the ball. He plays the same role. Watch Walsh, you notice him. Walsh is trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
For me, Chera gets just. I'm expecting. Maybe I'm expecting too much. But for Chera, I am expecting him to impact when the shit hits the fan.
Elevate.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Marzi's
elevate.
big thing too.
Doesn't elevate.
Chera's
I
Martin
don't
to me
care.
on the ball.
The thing is, I don't care about his contract. We brought him here for a reason. Is to impact football games. He hasn't really impacted anything, has he? For me, I don't notice him in a game. Other than round one and maybe round... Like, that was it. Round one.
I get, and I don't
he
know...
set the standard in round one.
Paolo, I know you watch it a lot. Do you not get Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard vibes at times with Walsh and Chera? It's almost like they want to do the same job, but they haven't worked out when it's your turn and when it's my turn. So with Chera, that's what I would do. I'd send him there to work with Dow and basically say, look...
Are you saying Dow's a shitter version of Walsh?
No, I'm saying that I would love VFL, Dow versus Chera, and say, how fucking good are you? Because this boy is the best in the VFL. Come on, Chera, put him to shame.
Yeah.
Just earn it a little bit.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Next week's going to be because Hewitt. What was wrong with Hewitt?
Sore back.
All right, let's say he's right.
My
You
back.
got
It was spinal. Mike
so
Tyson.
you got Hewitt. You got Pitternet coming in. Let's say.
Yep.
and then you got Owies, let's say, coming in. So for Owies,
Played about 8 changes after a 40-point win.
yeah, I know. But you can't leave those players out, so you got to bring them in. That's going to be interesting to see what he does.
I'd be happy to. I don't really care.
I think it's a bold call, but it makes sense. But to answer your Dow question, I'm sure you agree with this.
Yep.
Firstly, I think the conversation about Dow in, most ridiculous thing in the world. I think if you're the type of person that's gone on social media and saying Dow in every week, sort your life out. Sort your life out, because I didn't hear your voice when we were getting battered by the Melts we beat this week loud enough. You were all saying, stick the course. Oh, David Teague was gifted a BNF. Stick with him. The real story for me is Paddy Dow has shown balls, commitment, and absolute efficiency at his craft. He could have sulked. He could have been like these little soppy bastards on social media going, oh, but I like Dow. I've got Dow beanie. Or and
got a Dow beanie.
Yeah. Oh, I've got his cuddly toy. Or they could look at it from a football point of view. He has gone in, he works his ass off every week, and he knocks on the door. And the best thing we can ever expect as a football club is the 7th best midfielder is saying to the 6th,
down the door,
mate, you
I'm
have one
coming for
bad
your
fucking
spot.
game. My job.
And
my job.
actually, you know who said this on? I think it was Friday night. I don't know the Geelong thing game. What was who they versus? Port.
Yeah.
They were speaking to Atkins after the match, and he's like, "I'm just a fringe player, but you know, I'm still what I have to do."
Mate,
No, you have to.
and you look at it, you've got Walsh.
And he is probably
But if you
a
got
fringe
any
player.
choice,
Yeah.
that's your only choice.
Yeah.
If you are that Dow or that fringe player, you've got no choice to
bang
keep
the ball
going.
down.
Yeah.
But that's my big thing. People say selection integrity. Selection integrity at Carlton hasn't been this good ever.
I agree.
Ever. And what is great about Darwin, I'll give him some kudos, right, is he's putting that pressure on. I wouldn't want to be Kennedy. I wouldn't want to be Chera. I wouldn't want to be Walsh, because I'd be doing... And I remember Cooter saying to me once, the first thing they did in '95 was look at the reserves because they were so strong and go, fuck,
shit, yeah.
I had a bad game. Did he have 25?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. They all do that. And you know what? For me, it's total arrogance. And you've got an agenda. If you're saying Darwin, you have an agenda that isn't this great football club. It's yourself and your own air of self-importance. You've only got to watch 5 minutes of AFL football. Cooper Hamilton wore him like a cheap suit all game. And I'll tell you what, Cooper Hamilton wouldn't lace the boots of the kit man at Geelong Football Club, who were the best team in this country.
Yep.
So, fair play to Dow, but he ain't there. Walsh has said he's got to hold his time, it's his best mate. Voss has said he's got to bide his time, he's not good enough yet. Bloody Austin has mentioned it about in interviews on SEN. Don't know what people want.
Mate, they answered everything.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you want? But I'm telling you now, God love Dow though. Guy works hard, and I love it.
That's all he can do, yeah.
Love it.
But at the moment, like you said, like, it's just simple. Like, who does he replace at the moment?
No one.
No one.
No one. Simple.
But it's good that he's knocking out the
Well,
door.
if there's
He's
injury,
No, he is,
and
but he is.
come in. You know?
That's when
He
you're
is.
ready, and you've
He
got to
is.
be ready
There
as a
will be,
fighter.
maybe there
You know
will
he's
be
gonna be,
others.
you know, like that emergency, how he keeps warming up, just ready in case there's an injury. That has to be him.
It's like this week as well when people go, oh, Voss doesn't like him. Oh,
It's not about liking the player or hating.
Maybe he needs the pitches that Plowman has. Do you know what I mean? Like, what ridiculous statement. Look what Carlton did this week. What did Carlton do this week? What coaches do? 80% to Walsh from 40 on the ball. He gave a very good footballer, Sam Walsh. He's pretty fucking good, is he not?
Yeah, he's not bad.
Do you know what I mean? Pretty good.
Okay.
So what fans are saying is, Hewitt's out. There's 80% to give to someone. Oh, fuck Walsh off. He can fuck off to the wing and do nothing. You know, fuck him. He's a hack. Dow's well better.
Yeah.
Or Voss does what he's paid to do and goes, right, okay, now I get Walsh on.
Walsh in the
It's a little bit like being the England manager in the 90s and going, oh, fuck, we've got an injury to Lampard. Scholes ain't bad,
straight in.
isn't he? Hey, Scholes is all right, isn't he?
You operate.
Hey, do you know what I mean? Nice ginger
It's
toe
Moneyballs,
sucker.
isn't it? Moneyballs? Is
Yeah,
that the
Moneyball.
move?
And to me,
Moneyball.
and look what happened. You got Setterfield.
We have to make up that difference. How are we going to make it up?
All I'm saying is if the Carlton fans had their way, they would have brought Darwin this week. We would have seen Walsh, which we see on the wing all the time, which is impractical, ineffective.
doesn't work.
Oh, play a chair on the wing. Yeah, I know. Why do we pay 800k?
Yeah. Everyone's, you know what I've noticed?
800k.
winger.
Anyone that's like half decent, well, we'll put him on the wing. You know?
Why?
Like,
What's the obsession with the
Honestly,
wing?
it's like,
I
get him.
want two dead shits operating the wing and
Do you know
just
what
playing their role. Oh, every week, bro.
The Cherra on the wing is the best as well because you hear people say Dow coming in, and then they'll go like this: 600k for him on the statistical best winger in the world. Fuck that! I'll pay 850 to have Cherra on the wing.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
like,
I'd pay
you're right, mate.
Fucking
You're right. Good.
Well, haven't you heard? I've heard Doherty on the wing. I've heard.
Mate, I got on the wing the other week.
Yeah.
You know what the best one was?
on
Mate,
the
I
wing.
was on the chicken wings, mate, and it was rubbing me tummy.
Every time someone is like not having a good time,
Williams
or,
on the wing.
But you know what it is? No.
but you've heard that, haven't you?
Marchbank today was actually put on. That's not even a joke. I swear on my kids' life.
Oh, was
but
it?
Yeah.
It's
I heard
not
Peter
even.
You know what the wing position is? I'll give you the best
I heard
analogy.
Peter went on the wing.
I'll give you the best analogy for the wing position. You know when you like finish at a buffet at Smorgies or something like that, and you get the little cup of ice cream.
Oh yeah,
But it's just you just put everything in it. It's like it's a thing. You just that'll go in. He'll go in. He'll go in. And then you eat it, and you're like, oh, this is shit. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Like the Hungry Jacks, when you got a Hungry Jacks and you fill up your cup with every fucking bang. Your taste is brown shit.
It's like no, you know Andy from Little Britain when he orders off the Chinese. I'll have that one, and that one.
We all think we're experts,
And that one.
right? We all do. Maybe you. I'm not. I know I'm not. But we're trying to accommodate a player just to put him in there.
Yes.
We'll just throw someone
And this
to
is
the
the
wing.
thing, because of the name.
No. Just
That's
no.
right.
Centerfield learned his craft for 8 weeks down in the twos. He now plays. You now keep your spot. You go again against Adelaide. You don't play well, see you later. Next one in.
It's Andy from Little Britain. So
Yeah,
you'll
we're
have
not
steam
a-
rice,
we're not
steam rice, fried rice, fried rice, fried rice. Andy, that's a lot of rice. You know? Then he gets the rice, and he's like, I don't like rice. But that's what it is.
we're
Williams
not
on the
sweat-
wing, Doherty on the wing. You put him there.
No.
I don't like him on the wing.
I think when you look at the, I think when you look at the whole Dow thing and the wing thing, it's broken
like
down.
rice.
It's broken down into 3 things. I think the number one thing with poor Dow is people like him. And I like Dow.
I like him too.
Baby face.
But you hear
Likeable.
No, but you hear people say this. I just want to see him. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to see some very, very obscure stuff that I know is not good for me, and I don't do it.
And you
Do know
still
what I mean?
do.
Yeah.
When you're on your own.
Hey, when the wife's at work, the boys are playing. I do think you've got to look at it from just a structural point of view. I've seen a lot of comments saying, but he's the best player in the VFL, Pom. He's next in line.
Good.
And then I'm like, hang about. A year ago, you were saying there was no selection integrity. And now what Voss is doing is, I need a winger, I pick the best winger. I don't pick the best player.
100%.
I pick the best job player. And to explain the role player to people at home, the wing role is the most forgotten about role in AFL, from the media, from everyone. Yet, when a winger does a good job, David King has got his chubby little cute face, stroking himself to going, how fucking good's that Langdon? God.
Oh, because he stayed 100% of the time on the ground.
David King's getting excited going, how come I should be fat, but I'm thin? But the way I describe it is, imagine a wing as a best mate and the job of being a best mate. And a lot of people at home will think being a best mate is being the best man, arranging the piss up. But in reality, being a winger is being your best mate when your mate is going to do the thing before you're a best man. And that's the date. And he rings you up like this and goes, oh, mate, look, I met this real nice girl, yeah? But her best mate, yeah, she's single. Can you double date? And every mate and every old man at home will have this mate, won't they? You go, yeah, she's stunning, Pom. Honestly, Pom. Oh, mate, she's divine. And you get there, and it looks like your mate in a wig. But because you're a good team player,
you
treat her like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're lovely, and you're respectful, and you have a great time, you have a good
10
laugh.
out of 10, but she wears a wig there.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then what happens 10 years later? You're married with 3 kids. Please no one tag her in that, because I will be divorced when it comes to that. I love you, Zoe. You're a 10 out of 10.
Nah, it's exactly right. It's funny. You said, I don't know which one of you said it, but it's about putting.
Yeah.
They just want to put the
wanna
player
put
in.
the player
They
in.
don't care where they put him in.
Oh,
You
yeah,
say-
yeah.
Like they don't know where you go. Just
somebody
put
say
him
to
in,
me-
but it doesn't work like
When
that.
you were doing a lot, I think you were doing the live with Terry, and I thought, just get me Amon. And they're like, someone said, what's your obsession with Amon? I'm like, he's only just the best winger in the league.
That's the one that blags me. You see it on social media all the time. People go play Cherra on the wing, and I'm like, if you play Cherra on the wing, you are paying 850k for a fucking winger, where I can find you a winger for 300k.
That's right.
Yep.
But then everyone's like, can't wait, man, 600k? The best winger in the comp for
It's
3
a bit
years.
like Williams, isn't it?
Fuck him.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's no good. Gerard better.
I don't trust anyone with less than 5 letters in their name. Surname. It's not right. It's not healthy.
Sad.
He doesn't count.
What about him? Do we go by his Italian name or do we go by his?
No, his surname's Sebastian.
Oh, surname.
That's got more. That's got more
we've got
letters
about
than.
It's got more letters than the
I was
alphabet.
going to say it's more letters than my native alphabet.
No,
Let's say after
All
that.
right, that's good. I like it. That's a good
And that's
conversation.
a ray of the reserves.
That was the ray of the
That's one of the
reserves
best of the ray of the
Another
reserves.
rant.
into a rant. All right.
Very good.
Let's go into another rant. Let's
Good
go
work.
into
Good work,
AFL talk.
Okay.
All right, let's have a look at
Taking it to the street, taking it to the street.
Oh fuck! We just got copyrighted.
And we're here in the great town of Frankston.
I would love to do taking it to the streets.
We will.
Imagine we did that.
Yeah, I mean,
We will.
Just go up to random people. in the
We'll
street.
do a jumper punch taking it to the street.
I'm happy to run that and just bully people in the street. I'll find some random people that are obscure in society.
Cheers.
You know what Sam used to say? I don't find them. They find
come
me,
to me.
mate.
He
You
asked-
hold that mic out,
He
man.
asked him. He always used to ask him.
Well, he-
Mate, I spend a lot of time at Frankston train station for work.
What a place.
And honestly, I tell you what, the amount of times I go for a dart and people just come and go, "You got a light, mate," and then they follow up with this. You also got a dart.
They smoke OPs, mate. Other people.
That's honestly,
OPs.
if you want to steal someone's cigarette, I've learned that from Frankston. Ask for the lighter first.
And then ask for the
The
cigarette.
dart. I give everyone a cigarette for that because I'm like, that's genius. You sold it to me. I'll give you a
love it.
lighter. And then you're like, you got the
I
dart?
love it.
So,
You've said
All right.
yes, and
Oh,
your
we got it
inclination
here.
is to
We got
say
it
yes.
here.
But anyway.
Well, let's put this up.
All right, what have we got? Rocco, let's go through this
They
now.
did a rule change after they heard JP last week and the arguments. It's not a rule change, it's an interpretation
change.
I
That's
like
correct.
It. I like it. Did you see Ginnivan this week? He always got his head ripped off.
He did get his
Nothing.
head ripped off.
Nothing for you.
And got-
You're a cheat.
And he got put in the fucking headlock
Yeah, I
as
love
well.
it. I love it. But he raised his arm again, and now they're looking for it. Stuff him.
Should have been a free kick.
Stuff him. So anyway, the rule changes are there now. So can someone read them out because I can't read.
Okay, so situation front on, head down over the ball, trying to gain possession. Free kick for, what is that? HT.
high tackle.
High
Oh,
tackle.
free kick for high tackle. Yep, longest tackler on the move. Ducking, elects to drop head from high position. Must successfully dispose of ball, otherwise holding the ball. Drive, leads with the head and moves into tackler who is stationary or near stationary. Must successfully dispose of ball or holding the ball. Shrugs, tackle around shoulder area and arm pushes tackle up. Play on.
That's the one.
That's the one. Okay. Drop at knees or body to gain head high tackle. Play on.
So that's it.
Yep. So the big one there is the shrug.
The shrug. That's what we were going on about last week. Yeah. And again, I'm going to say this again.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. You do anything to get a free kick, but for me, playing the game, if you're going in with the sole intention to get a free kick, you're not playing the game right. I don't like where it's going, and it's ruining the game, man. You go in.
You would centre back.
What's that?
I said I'd love you to be a centre back.
Whatever.
I would have had loads of pens.
But you've got to play the ball. You've got to play the ball.
That should be your first.
I think you're going to lose out in the long run if you keep doing
It's a fair
what
argument.
he was doing. You
It's a
know.
fair argument.
And now, because of what he was doing, and the dickhead.
We've wound him up.
The dickhead does it at training, puts it on, someone puts it on TikTok, everyone's noticing it now, right? And the umpires now are looking for it. As soon as he lifts up that arm, man, they
Well, the person who pioneered it, and I was ropeable when he kept doing it, was Toby McLean from the Western
Toby, that's
Bulldogs.
right, yeah.
Every time he did it, I
So
was
drop it and go.
cheat, you cheat, you cheat.
I'm just shocked an Italian doesn't like diving. Like,
That's a fair
I
point.
like him. I like him. I respect it. He's
all
trying
your
to be a
World
bit
Cups
smart.
have been won on the back of that.
but it's not nice.
All right. Now I got one for you. Got a proposition.
it's not smart.
No, I got a
But
proposition.
it's not smart.
What about when the midfielder gets contact from behind and drops his knees and goes forward? You're going to pay every single one. Like you don't want to pay push in the back, or do you want to push in the back?
No, but
Because that's cheating too.
Yeah, and it is a way of cheating. But what I'm saying is...
Why don't you change that?
You're going to let me talk, or you're just going to keep on going?
Go.
You're going to keep on going?
Go.
I didn't first of all change the rule, and it was an interpretation. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing is, again, if you don't go for the ball, right, in a genuine way, it'll fucking not pay out at the end, right? Over the 22 fucking week season, it will not pay off. If I was a coach, my first thing is you go for the fucking ball. Yeah. Don't go for a free kick.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be your sole intention.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with that.
I agree with it too. But what about if you already had
your argument is you will win the battle in that situation, but you won't win the war.
Won't win the war, yeah.
I think the problem we've got...
And it's a fair argument.
I think the problem we've got, though, these rules, if I was a coach, would turn me on. Because the first thing I would have seen when they really redefined this 2 years ago for head high, I would be starting to coach and thinking with one mind of I can milk a free kick from here. Yeah. So a bit like Clarkson with the running it behind. You check the rule book to see if that was fine. Yeah. Found the quickest way to get the ball back, get it behind, get the ball back. Yeah. You lose a point, get the ball back. For me, as soon as these rules came out, it was only a matter of time before someone said, oh, you know what, it's that easy, my head protected. Right. My opinion is, and this is controversial, the AFL should say fuck head. You're a player.
What should they say?
Fuck the head.
No
head.
No head.
No head at all.
No, but
ever.
No, but
that's not good.
Do you know what I mean? Just get married. And do you know what I mean? Fuck the head. In the terms of, if you're a soldier, you can't really complain that it's a little bit dangerous that you get shot.
Yeah.
It's not Call of Duty, it's real life. So these players, when they sign up, do you know what I mean? These players know that there's a chance they'll get concussed.
That's right.
The problem they've got now is that they've defined this. Is players are going to do this, but then I feel sorry for Ginnivan in a state, in an example that it could now potentially have the opposite of what this rule is, and that's to protect his head.
Yeah.
So now, in 25 years' time, when we're watching TV and I'm going to have an advert on TV about the dangers of head, and it's Jack Ginnivan doing this. Oh, God, I remember the day I got married. Am I married? It's got to be because of this, and that's Gill's fault and Hawkins' fault. That's not his fault, because the rules there is a lot of money on the line. They're now making it in such a way that I think Ginnivan's been unfairly targeted. Yeah. Yes, he's cheated, and I know you don't like it. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But now you're really milking these rules.
Because now he can just get clotheslined.
And some of the tackles today against Essendon, though, were obscene to him.
He got fucking smashed today.
But he got clubbed by
and then he held him in the head.
He got clubbed.
Didn't get a free.
And that's fair enough.
That should have been a free.
But you know what's going to happen. You know that the rules will eventually level out, right?
Yeah,
they'll level out. So it's the first week.
No, but they should bring what rugby have. And I would love to see this. I would love to see the high tackle go back to how it was, that Ginnivan could milk it.
Yep.
But then they say this, right? From now on, we speak to the captains, like they do in rugby.
Yeah,
they call the captain over and they go, look, Ginny, right? Look, Pendles. Yeah. I've seen Ginny duck. It's been recorded by the video referee. I'm going to let you know now. That happens again. Free kick will not be paid.
That's right.
And it will go the other way. You let your player
and
know.
we've actually highlighted this before. Like last week, we highlighted a rugby referee where he went up to players and he spoke to them. They spoke respectfully back to him, and he said, "You do it again, I'm going to give you a free kick."
Yep.
That won't happen in the AFL.
No, but I'd love that, and I think and because they have the high tackle rule, and it's very sacrosanct.
But then you can't even talk to an umpire anymore.
Yeah. Honestly, umpires are traffic wardens, and I tell you what, if there's no cameras, you're slapping him. That's right.
But if you speak to the older players, they always say they have respect for the umpires. If the umpire said to them, "Listen, bada bing, bada boom," they would talk to them and
it's not
it'll be over.
Anyway,
I don't get it, but anyway.
Anyway, I was right. Anyway,
you were right.
Let's go look at this other picture. The best part about this is how big Maguire's head gets when he starts to defend his player. What do you reckon?
Launched the passionate defence of Jack Ginnivan amid his perceived staging for free kicks.
Have you noticed that his head is huge when he tries to defend his side, huh? His huge head. He would never have said that if it wasn't a Collingwood player. I don't care what you say. Nah, no way. He's full of shit, the bloke. I love him. When he was president, he done a great job, but he's full of shit. But anyway, the other one was, should there be time on after a draw?
No.
No, because I actually think it's kind of... I tweeted about it. as a football fan in the UK,
Yeah,
I find it really, really weird that I get excited about
Oh,
seeing a
draw,
draw.
yeah. No, but 0 all draw.
Yeah,
even
you know what I mean?
better.
Where usually in the UK I'm
Even
smashing
in a
something
draw,
up.
but even in a draw, there's a winner and a loser.
Yeah, that's a fair. I get what you
Because
mean. Yeah.
You
Like
split
for
the points,
example,
but you think,
the draw that happened on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Who's the loser?
Fremantle.
Fremantle.
Really?
Well, I say
Well,
Richmond,
Richmond, well,
because
they've
they had a
dropped out of
couple
the
of
eight.
big chances. So
Yeah,
there's,
yeah, yeah,
there's
correct.
always
Yes,
there's a team that feels like they've won it, and there's a team that feels like they've lost it, even though they've
I
only
thought
got
you were
2
going to
points.
go with the real winners football. And I was going to go.
But they're real
You know what I
winners.
love? No, this is what I actually love. After the game, there's no song.
Yeah, there's no
it's
song.
just
It's
dead
silent.
Everyone's leaving. Like, how the
Usually
fuck
they
do
play
we
the
draw?
Cher song. If I could turn back time.
I
That
love
was
it.
gross.
That's the best. That's the best thing when I have like there's no song.
Yeah.
Fuck you both.
Yeah, no, it's the best.
I've only experienced one.
Yeah, Carlton Essendon.
Yes.
Yeah, we were at
Yeah.
that game. Yep. No,
Okay.
two.
Two.
I've experienced 2. Both were Carlton Essendon.
Oh, yeah.
2011 and
Yes.
2014, I
14.
think. Yeah. Matthew Watson kicked 4
I
goals
remember
that
that.
day.
Yeah, that's right.
Kicked an
Yeah,
awesome
right.
goal.
You know
from
what's the
boundary
worst?
too.
Because I experienced it with Kernahan missing against Essendon when he took the mark. Yeah,
Kick
and
it out
it
of the
was
full.
like,
Yeah.
because when he takes the mark and we only need a
And you
point,
go,
you
"No."
go, yeah, fucking yes, mate. Oh no, how could he miss that goal? You know, so it's a bit funny. But I'm with you. I don't think it should change. I
Only
like
in a
the
grand
draw.
final.
Yes, because
Of
I
course,
don't
yeah.
think that a team should come back the week after,
that's-
or
that's-
finals too.
Yeah.
Finals
Yeah,
is.
yeah, 100%.
I don't think a team should come back the next week because Collingwood won that grand final because of that reason.
Yeah.
St Kilda was fucked that week.
Yeah.
That
Can you
week.
imagine if they did a kick at goal, like a penalty shoot?
Oh,
Like they do in the
wow.
2020 cricket when it's a draw.
They do a bowler.
Can you
Oh,
imagine-
they do a hit up. They
Imagine
sometimes
how
do a hit
good
up.
it would be in
How much in
AFL.
the first over?
Like
In actual fact, I love that.
a 45 and an angle,
Fuck.
and it's 18
Who are you
players doing
picking?
it.
I love
Charlie?
Well,
Now, well, you do it like soccer. You pick your five players
how
or
good would
whatever.
it be? Can you imagine Plowman?
Who would you get?
Oh, man, Plowman number 1,
No.
O'Brien number 2.
Nah, who would you get? Seriously, 5 players to do the
Oh, I
kick-off.
like this.
From Carlton?
From Carlton.
Yeah, from Carlton. We're
Okay.
doing the playoff for the grand final. We've had the time on. It's still a draw. 5 players
Oh,
you've
I'm
got to
done.
pick.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
start from
Wait,
one.
where are we? Directly in front? Like,
I don't know how are we going to do
directly
this.
in front. It's a
Gotta be
penalty
directly in
shootout.
front.
So it's a penalty
So
shoot
there's
from
a
what
man on the
distance?
mark. There's
40?
a man on the mark.
Yeah.
What-
Has to be a man on the
Yeah.
mark.
That's a
from
goalkeeper.
45.
From 45. So you kick it from 50.
Man on the mark's at 40.
I'm saying not 40.
40.
I'm saying
Alright.
I'm saying
Man, the mark's at 40.
Now you got to make it hard.
man on the mark 30 because penalty's pretty close. You know, I'm saying man on the mark 30.
All right, we'll go
That's what
middle,
I'm saying.
middle of the road.
35.
Right? Yeah, he's kicking
Alright.
from 30.
Okay, right, okay.
Me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I thought you picked yourself. I was like,
Me, I'm coming to kick the goal.
the arrogance.
number 1.
Yeah. Who's your first one?
I'm gonna go Zach Fisher.
Oh, I
That's a
like
good
that.
Makes sense. Little stab kick through.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I like
thinks
that.
he's good.
I like that.
No, but there's a man on the mark, so you can't dribble it through.
No.
Yeah.
Stab kick.
Oh,
Oh,
over the
that
top.
little drill thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. I like
Number
that.
2, if this player is playing, I don't mind a little bit of Matty Owie straight in front.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Bit of right to left.
Number 3, could he come up to the pressure? Because number 3 is like an important kick. Cripps.
Oh.
I've got to put the pressure on our captain.
Ah, that's
The
big.
pressure's
Number
on.
3, so he's not too bad. All right.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's loving
I'm
it.
getting nervous thinking about
I
it.
know. I'm thinking like
number
you.
4. Fuck. He's going around the body. It's Hayes.
No, you can't go around the body.
You can only go straight
Now,
in
can
front.
you?
Yeah,
Can you go around the body?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Shoot
Yeah.
out. You can
Yeah.
go from left,
Neymar.
right.
Yeah,
Neymar.
And number 5, Kerno.
Oh, wow. Can I give you mine?
But I low-key wouldn't even put Kerner because he loves stabbing it, so I wanted to
Yeah.
kick from 80.
Directly.
I'm going to go Kennedy first.
Yeah, like it.
And then I'm going to go... Is Marchbank playing? I reckon Marchbank's a really
Fuck
good
it, they
kick.
put one from down back.
Yeah. No, I like Marchbank. And then I'm going to go like Fisher.
Yeah.
Fisher. Who's next? I'm going to go O'Brien.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a bad kicker to footy.
Yeah, O'Brien's good. And then Pitternet.
Oh, okay.
He's got
Interesting.
full left field.
I was low-key going to put Chera.
You've missed one here.
Who?
I'm going. All right, this is what I'm doing.
You didn't go to 5.
I'm not in no particular
that was
order.
fine.
Oh, that was...
Fisher, Kennedy,
Yeah.
Charlie,
Yeah.
Owies,
Yeah.
and the person to take it at the death.
All right, so we
to
need
win
this
the
to win
grand
it.
final for Carlton.
We need it to win it. Who is it?
Matthew Cottrell.
I like Cottrell.
Tommy.
I like Cottrell. I forgot about Cottrell.
Cottrell.
I'd open up with the captain, Cripps.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
He's actually a good when he.
It's a nice headshot.
Yeah, two are if he's playing Cottrell.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
most important penalty to take is the third.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
And
it
there's
is.
only one man, Mitch McGovern.
McGavin.
Oh yes,
Set
great
shot.
call.
Actually, I
Dead-
forgot
Great
about
call.
McGovern.
Dead-eye dick.
That's a
Honestly,
great
I'd
call.
back him with my life.
That's
Yeah,
a
no,
fantastic
McGovern,
call.
actually.
Back him with my life.
I like McGovern.
4, you've always got a little bit of benefit of the doubt because usually at that stage someone's missed.
Missed, yeah.
Third's tough. I'd give it to Kerner for the fire.
Yep.
You're not making him take the last
No,
one.
the last one I'm giving to the responsible, and that's Sam Doherty.
Oh, yeah, Doherty
wow,
would be nice.
yes, yes,
I reckon
yes.
he would look at the
You
pressure.
know who I wasn't
and
wanting? A
laugh.
bit of weedery.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Waiters, but I just thought
Doherty.
Doc takes them
Love
hard
that.
kicks on when it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I don't
love
think
that.
the fifth would scare him.
Love that. I love the McGovern one.
I just think
The
McGovern's.
McGovern's a good one.
You just don't see him miss
McGavin.
a- you don't
McGavin.
You don't see him miss a set shot, do you?
No, very
And I reckon
rarely.
I could
I
see.
don't see him take any shots,
And,
so yeah.
and the third shot, you could just imagine it, couldn't you? He'd knock it through and then give it one of these. Dead silent.
Dead silent.
Do you know what I mean? The fans going mental and him just there like,
McGavin.
I'd rub the belly.
yeah.
Brackets.
Good on McGavin. Now, just to clear this McGavin thing up, we're not saying that
He's gay.
It's,
I'll say it. But
It's
he's
to
not.
do with the WOG pronunciation of
McGavin.
McGavin. You know,
McGavin.
McGavin. He's always injured, mate.
McGavin.
And that comes from Fab. So
I like
shout
it.
out to Fab. But
All
yeah.
right, perfect. That was a good discussion. That went somewhere I didn't think it was going to go.
That was
That's
very good.
I like it.
How the-
I think they should
something
bring
that's
penalties.
never going to happen. We just
I'm
got
gonna
so
do penalties,
tense and
maybe.
like,
I like it. And we,
You
Oh,
know
edge,
what?
like, you know.
You know what's funny? There's always a penalty spot on grand final day from where you kick it from.
oh, okay. Yeah, there
Can
you
you
go.
imagine it?
Yeah.
Imagine,
You can't just fucking go out there with a fucking with the fucking,
I'm saying, but there's not one now.
No, but I'm saying
I
that
was gonna
have
say,
one on
yeah,
there.
of course, you would have a
Carl-
dot there. Yeah, yeah.
Carlton would be the Germany as well of penalties because can you imagine kicking in front of how the cheer squad are?
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
Can you-
what do you do there then? That's true too. then.
Toss a coin.
You toss a coin home or away, and
Home or
can you
away,
imagine
that's
it?
it.
Because can you imagine Charlie just giving the bicep to the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would do it before.
He just sat there.
Mate, you do, mate.
He'd do it just as a
You'd
left the
lose
boot.
it.
Mate, it
out.
would be the watch long would be Carlton OnlyFans.
Mate.
Imagine it was Casbolt who give you the double cobra.
I love penalties. Penalties, honestly, the best thing to do.
Ah, God.
Even though my team's not very good at them, I love.
All right,
Okay.
Discussion.
We've got another favourite segment.
let's go.
Rocco's favourite segment.
It's the pitches late.
3, 2, 1. Rocco's rant.
Yes. So listen, there's not much to rant about anymore. This is really starting to annoy
Yes,
me.
there is.
Is there
All
not?
right, mine's simple. I got it today. I got the nervy today. The nerves today.
What happened?
Around the corner, around the bloody body kick and that. Come on, mate. I know we had a look at it before. This is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And I know people are going to give me stats and say that if you look at the percentage, they're kicking a lot better and that. Stuttgart's fucking... Because what's happening in now, it's in their fucking head to do it when they're like 60 metres out. That one from Cribs is a disgrace. That is a disgrace. Kerno, as good as you are at it, slow down for a second. Slow down, mate. The opposition know what you're about to do and they put you under pressure. Just slow it down. I don't mind you doing it, but slow it down.
Yep.
And you don't kick it from... That's six. I still don't get the 60-metre bloody banana. Where did that
45
come
metres
from?
from
What was it? It was 45.
It's a
Like,
work of art.
I don't get it, mate. And then you see when they... work of art. You see when they did go, how beautiful were those kicks?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Cripper's
yeah.
a good kick. You put him in your bloody
I did.
penalty shot.
I
Did
did.
you put him in your penalty?
I did.
So did he. You put him at one.
Oh, one. Yeah.
So we know he can kick straight. What's happening to that art? And everyone goes, yeah, but they're kicking one. I'm telling you, just like Ginnivan with that, it's gonna cost someone one day, mate. Like seriously, just go back and do the basics. Isn't the basic a drop punt? The basic. Let's just. I never saw who's the biggest goal kickers in the.
Ablett,
Dunstall, fucking Plugger.
It works.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works. I understand now they've evolved.
Yeah.
They've evolved a bit. So around the corner, next
But
to the
even
boundary.
Buddy still drop punted from the sides.
I think, you know, too, like it's also, as you said, just take your time. Like, just compose yourself like a normal
That's
set
for
shot.
Curnow. Curnow just, all he has to do is take another 10 seconds.
I do like when Curnow, when the play's flowing, he marks and he goes.
All right, fair
Because the
enough. So
momentum's
there's
up.
times.
Correct.
But you know when he marks it, then he stops for like 2 or 3 seconds, then he
And
takes
yeah.
off real quick, like he wants to trick
Well,
everyone.
As we always say, everything in moderation.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I reckon it's a high stat when it's because it's when they're closer. They're 30.
All right, so
When you're 30 out, I don't really care. But when you're like 45, you're pushing
too
really
far.
It's Rocco's right though, because that stat is a lie
It
as
is,
well,
yeah.
because that stat only includes anything goals versus behind.
That's right.
It doesn't
Out
include
of
the
the
one
full.
that when
Doesn't
it
make it, goes on the full.
That went into Rose Ed and hit a kid so hard his speech impediments. I mean,
That's right.
Exactly
That's
right.
right.
Spot on.
That's right. You
Spot
know
on.
what I mean? And just like us always going back to the past, fashions coming back, music come back from the 80s, drop punt it through the fucking middle. That's all
Times
we
may
ask.
change, but standards must
Standards
remain.
say the
It's tried
same.
and tested, mate. It's tried and tested the drop punt. It's got over how many
You know,
fucking
you
goals.
know that around the corner, what do you call it?
It's a check side. That's the
The
check side.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
That should be like an extra thing you do. Like you do your drop punts, and then when you got that one on the boundary or something, that's when you use that, because then I guarantee you percentages will probably be more on people on the boundary, 25 out or something. Yeah. But
Right
it
in
should-
front, no.
It should be that
I
little
agree.
bit of dust on top of the tiramisu, that
yeah,
little bit of
yeah,
extra,
exactly,
not
exactly.
what you go to. Because now they're doing it from like 20 in front.
Yeah.
In front, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway.
You know he's got a beautiful kick. I know GWS, but Riccardi.
Oh,
Jesus.
how good is it?
It's a beautiful kick.
Yeah.
It's like a beautiful driver. Of
It's
the,
pure.
It's like Happy
Yeah, it
Gilmore.
is
Just
pure.
hit it hard.
It's very
Pure
pure.
striker.
Mate, you hear it.
It's garlic butter in it.
Yeah.
It is. It actually is.
Unreal.
It is.
I think it's timing as well, what Rocco says. I think
Correct.
the
Yeah.
Crips one kills me.
Yeah.
Kind of, and it seems Carlton particularly, they're guilty of doing it in times of games
Yeah.
where you're like, take 30 seconds,
That's right.
have a breather,
Yeah.
make sure. It seems like that's our go-to.
Right,
And it-
when Cripps did that, where you could just hear the
Everybody.
whole crowd just sigh and you knew.
But I don't mind it when Charlie did it about 20 minutes later when Carlton were like 40
Well,
ahead.
yeah.
And it's almost like he's taking the
Party
piss.
time.
Yeah.
But we're talking penalty shootouts. Harry Kane, probably the best penalty taker you see.
Oh,
Side of the foot,
Pure.
top bins.
Yeah,
Bang.
exactly.
Do you know what I
Always.
mean? Who don't
Always.
you want? Neymar.
Neymar. No, you do some tricky run up and...
Yeah, do you know what I mean? 1-0 down, 90th minute, you know that twat's Rabana in.
Chuck a cheeky Rabona in there. Or you just chip
Panenka.
one in the
He's going to Panenka.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And you're going to be like,
Cheeky Panenka Rabona. Imagine that.
Bro, come on.
Pirlo, what would he do?
Well,
Panenka
Pirlo's
again.
Pirlo, mate.
He just struts
That's
up.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'd do this with
Give
his
me the
hair,
cheer.
like shake it, and then he just strut the ball
Yeah.
down the middle,
That's it.
and give it one of them.
Exactly.
That's it. I like it. All right, that's good. So no more around the corner. Let's do the other. Let's do the next one.
Fucking clown. Fuck off. Fucking
Do you
clown.
like clouds?
I work with a few.
Do you like them?
Oh, never done anything to me.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Mine.
hates them. I know what you're going to do, and I agree with you already.
What is it?
Whoever did this today, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Dead set.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You should fucking hand in your fucking membership because you're a disgrace. People booing Plowman before the game when he's getting announced on the screen. Are you fucking serious?
That's a
Are
disgrace,
you
man. I heard
taking
it again
the
today.
piss?
It's not the first time.
It's not. It's actually a disgrace.
It
Like
is a disgrace.
anyone doing that thing pre-game, like you should just fucking walk out of the stadium, go have an egg and ham sandwich, and go fuck yourself. Because it's a genuine
bad.
disgrace. I know you got your favourite players, and
Very
Carlton.
specific food.
Carlton. The Carlton supporters are culprits of this. They're all fucking Dick Ryder fans.
Yeah.
Oh, Walsh, biggest cheer. Oh, Cripps, we fucking love him. This, that. You know, the lesser players, you're booing him. Like, are you kidding me or
Nah,
what?
it's a disgrace. It's even bad that sometimes...
That's sorry to cut you off.
Nah.
But that's like when you got two kids, right? You got the golden child, and the other one is he's a bit of a
Boo.
dickhead. And, you know, he's done boo like that. What the fuck are you doing there?
Nah, it's ridiculous.
Doing that dinner time tomorrow.
Sit down. David.
I'm going to cheer two of them.
No, but seriously.
It's bad. It's even bad that, you know, like they cheer all the players and then there's some that get nothing.
Everyone
But that's, at least you get nothing. But to boo, like, it's bad, mate. It's really bad. And as soon as Plowman did his first...
I know what you're going to say.
Go on.
I was going to say he did his first possession, which... I think it still was effective because it was. It was 100%.
A little
a bit of
squid along the floor.
And already people were starting on him. Like, relax, guys, mate.
Now, we've already brought back the Wolf.
I know what you want to do.
Now, it's more of a football round ball thing.
This is an us thing. Oh, I love it. I think
you'll vibe this.
You love it.
Before every name is called out.
Yeah.
Number one. Oh, Jack Silvani. Hey! Number two. Does he get a game?
No.
No. Number three.
Oh, Jesse Motlop. Hey! Telling you, mate.
That'll work.
And there's also a caller that we love. Well,
but then
he's an MC, he's an announcer in Napoli.
Oh my God!
Now this bloke, dead set. If you want full G ups for a player, like announcing a name, you can say because he does a great impersonation of it. So for Napoli, Gonzalo Higuain, but he does it for every player, and the stadium loses it. So
Attenzione Napoli! Con il numero 9, Gonzalo Higuain! Gonzalo Higuain! Gonzalo Higuain! Gonzalo Higuain! Gonzalo Higuain!
that thing, full G ups, man.
They're gonna have to start 20 minutes before the kickoff.
Good,
But
so
just
that
like
you can
just
good.
shit like
Yeah,
that,
do
like
something.
it gets him, like gets you like G up. You get pumped.
You know,
I just think that like the booing of a player before the match when he gets it now, that's
the
shit.
booing is
Can
shit out.
I just say, if you were at Ibrox and they
Oh,
said...
they would have murdered him.
And
all the people.
I'll tell you what, they said number 22, Lockie Plowman, and someone booed.
20.
Sorry, 20. I don't know who I was thinking. Oh, Marchbank.
Marchbank.
I've got Marchbank in my head. Number 20, Lockie Plowman. And you said, and you booed him. I tell you what, you wouldn't be going home to see your family that night. And you know what? I hate to go this step further and show my heritage. Quite rightly so. You don't deserve to get out of that ground.
No, I would have. If I was next to the person that was there, he can attest this from out here. That person would have fucking copped it.
Tell you what, 200%. If I heard that, I'd glass them.
Oh, yeah, so
I'm not even joking.
happily do it. I'll be banned for life.
I'd say ban me for life because.
And then I'd replay the vision. I'd want the footage and I'd send it to Carlton.
And you know what's worse is on the watch along last week, someone actually was a dickhead and PM'd me, them and their mate. Plowman was warming up and they were actually going, fuck off back to GWS. You're a hack. How many's Rowan kicking on you? I've got a bet on how many. And I PM'd the guy and said, honestly, never contact me again. And I was like, if you
How many did Rowan kick on him?
None.
He
didn't play on him though. But my big thing on that is I said to the guy who sent me it, just imagine you think he's shit, that's okay. I
Fair
think some
enough,
players
I
are
don't
shit.
care.
But I'm
Me
like, this
too.
guy is about to go out into battle for you, and you think the best way to G him up is tell him to fuck off back to GWS, and how much money should we put on Rowan kicking 3 because you're on him today? And I was like, how do you think that motivates him to go out there? I was like, if I was, and honestly, I say this a lot, and I've said it to you a few times, Paolo, if I was a Carlton player, sometimes I'd see what the fans say about me when I'm doing well for you. I don't mind when I'm losing, you're going to call me a twat.
Yeah,
When we've got 11, 12, 13 wins, best season for a long time, I would be requesting a trade.
Oh yeah, no. That's right. The people you're playing for,
your
supporters
supporters
aren't supporting you.
Like honestly, when I look on Twitter and I see all these campaigns of why is this player and you can't tell me Dow wouldn't be better than Setfield in, I'd be saying, you know what? If I was a Chera, I'd be saying, you know what? Fuck off. This club don't need me. I'm better than this club.
100%.
I mean,
Chera.
Chera.
Why Chera?
No, if I'm seeing stuff like,
he
why
was
can't
coming.
that?
Oh, yes, yes.
And I've just come over here to be with my
of
family.
course.
If I was Chera, I'd be like ringing my agent and going, you know what, I've made a mistake. You know what, the club is steeped in history. The fans are a bunch of cunts. You know what I mean? Because have a bit of respect, man. And honestly, I'll tell you
That's
what.
shit, though. It's a
Ta-
shit, though.
and-
You don't
and
boo a
the
player
problem
like
is with
when they're
Lockie
coming
Plowman,
out.
you know this. If Lockie Plowman had had the audacity, and I've had goes at Lockie Plowman.
Dude.
Right, but if I was Lockie
Yeah, how many
Plowman,
bananas he got last year?
no, but if Lockie Plowman pre-game, if he turned round to that person as well and slapped him,
Yeah.
it would be
Oh,
ban him.
yeah, look, yeah.
ban him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Disgrace.
But if it was Stocker,
Stocker, honestly, they'd be like, "Oh, slap me again and put a fucking steak on it." Oh, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a disgrace. Do you know what I mean? I admit, and you got me fired up now.
well, I just think it's
bad.
totally wrong.
Plowman.
I'll bash a player when they're down. I
There
bash
goes the
myself,
ring,
and
Bobby.
you
I'll
know,
grab that for you.
I'll give you kudos when you play well, blah blah blah. But mate, come on, mate, that's actually not a supporter.
No, but do you know what I mean? Plowman, he isn't the greatest player in the world. Do you know what I mean?
No, he's not. No way.
Right, but I'll give Plowman this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Wheaterin died. Do you know what I mean? Half of our, I mean, at one point we were like talking about.
No, we got Durden playing and he was dead.
No, but people were like, "Oh, could Cripps go down back?"
Oh,
people
yeah,
were
I
saying
remember
that. He was
saying
getting that desperate.
Sauce.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, what
Charlie
about-
Curnow
what
said
about-
Charlie
half
Curnow down back.
What about Charlie Curnow because his biceps look good? Oh no, that was me. But Plowman has come into the side, was nowhere near the best 22.
Not at that time. No.
When they were fit. And I tell you what,
100%.
that little guy there, love him or hate him,
He stood up.
has given 6 out of 10 every week. And you know
100%.
what? He doesn't deserve to be booed. He
I
deserves.
give him more than 6 out of 10.
Mate, I don't
I
mind
reckon
being.
he gave 10 out of 10.
No, but
every
I
week.
don't mind being booed off the ground. I'm
after
up for
a
that.
shit
But
performance,
fuck me.
whatever.
Plowman's coming to there, put his shoes on,
Yeah.
and then he's got some. No, but it's always as well the same type of people who have Holdens as profile pictures. Do you know what I mean? They have kids that, you know, look like some out of, you know, what Deliverance.
The Goonies.
Right, that was the guy who DM'd
Alien
me.
of Roswell.
Obviously, his mate looked like the fucking banjo player off the Deliverance. And I'm thinking, just imagine being Lockie Plowman now. You've put your boots on, and some kid that obviously has an auntie sister has told him to fuck off to GWS.
It's like is it a stigmatism around Carlton fans? They just hate on him.
No,
Yeah,
but what
it
fucks me off is, do you remember 2 years
him
ago
and
when you and me
O'Brien.
were demanding standards?
Yeah,
and you and me were
that's
on Blue
right.
Abroad going, David Teague has got about as much of a clue as Napoleon did. Right? People were like that. Oh, is Paolo a real fan? Oh, Pom's not a real
you've got
fan.
that.
He can fuck off back to England. Oh, Mars, having the audacity after a team's lost by 100 to say fucking pull your head in. But now evidently, Carlton only won by 35 against GWS. That's shit.
You know what's funny, but Dow can come in, have 3 possessions, everyone will go, whoa, he's a champion, the bloke, you know. So they love him, but Lockie Plowman gives his heart and soul every week, and I think, again, I thought I gave him a vote. What the fuck? And again, man, it doesn't matter what you think of them. Once they run out on that field,
Mate, they're batting for you, mate.
they're wearing that jumper,
Mate,
mate.
I quit Blue Abroad because of Plowman. I fucking quit Blue Abroad because of Plowman. Right, you know the next week though.
That was a
and
Collingwood game.
Yeah, and he was named. I fucking cheered him.
Of
You have
course.
to.
Do you know what I mean? I'd quit Blue Abroad, but I still fucking loved him because he was representing me. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Yeah, it just shows. But listen, if Lockie Plowman, you know how he watches every week.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
We love you, man. And those people that are booing you, it's very few.
I told you what we're doing before every night.
And they're about.
That's our next goal.
We're gonna start.
I think we should do that. How good would that be? Can
Mate,
you
it's
actually
bloody
be the
oath.
announcer though? Do it in Italian.
If I
And
do,
I'd be
Boy,
like,
come on, man.
fucks, that's
The
what
thing
I
is
would
that-
Don't give him
I
a
would
head. He's already got a
dominate.
head.
I'd
You give him a
dominate.
bigger
I'd
head.
I'd have to
Alright, so
learn
what
it.
we're
I
gonna
would have
do
dominated that over Gorringe and the
You're gonna-
others.
all right.
You have to give a.
No, well, they're not going to do this.
Can
It's
you-
all home
Can-
games,
in
isn't it?
Italian, can you give me Jack Silvani #1?
Giacomino.
Con il numero 1, Giacomo Silvani!
Mate, I'm in.
See?
I'm
What were you
in.
going to say? You were going to say something.
No, well, it's only home games. I was going to say this week, but we're not.
But
So the next home game. What's the next home game?
It's
Oh,
like
it's
a
not for a
simple
while,
as it comes,
actually.
but I like it.
Guess what our next home game is? Collingwood.
Collingwood.
Imagine that.
Mate, I
And next home
What
games
about
against
Melbourne?
Collingwood. Nah, it's their home game.
Away.
Fucking 3 away
Nah,
games
nah.
again.
It
Yeah.
is.
No,
But
but Melbourne's
it's
Mickey Mouse.
MCG.
It's our home
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
It's our home.
Bro, there'll be like 20,000.
Our
Mate,
town.
they'll be at the snow.
Our
Mate,
town.
they'll be the quiet boys
Yeah.
at fucking...
All right.
Melbourne game.
We've
where-
got 3 weeks to get this going.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
Before
What would ploughman be in Italian?
Lockie Plowman.
Nah.
Not the whole thing.
Luckily, you know.
Con il numero 20, Lockie Plowman. No.
No, I just wanted
Yeah.
to recreate.
Oh, yeah,
what it
exactly.
sound
Yeah,
like.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's
all
what it would sound like if they had
All right.
that home game.
All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna try. We're gonna work out something. We're gonna do it through
Hey.
social media and
Bloody
that,
oath.
and we'll try to get it going.
You in Italian. I want it in Italian. Though. I don't want it in
Yeah,
English.
we're gonna get it going, and then eventually we're gonna fuck off that Gorage, right?
Gorringe.
Yeah, and get it. There's no names that rhyme with him, and we're gonna get. And we're gonna get Paolo onto the thing, man.
Alright,
to do
done.
it. That's. The
Is there
aim.
anything more Carlton than having Gorringe as the person? Like,
Bro, where the
literally, a guy that has got a PhD in fucking abstract. Like, he is the definition of average. You look mediocre. There's a picture of his fucking melon.
And he'd probably agree with you too.
And he'd agree with me. He'd buy me a beer and go, fucking off, you pumping twat.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is.
So this is the longest show in history, by
It
the
is the
looks of
longest
it.
show in
So
history.
let's go into this segment here.
All right.
We don't ever whatever happens. I don't care.
It's longer than fucking Lord of the Rings now.
Yeah, I know.
All 3 of them.
Extended cuts too.
This is huge.
Longer than a few things I own.
Oh,
Huge,
God.
man. All right.
Yes, bananas in pajamas.
Proudly sponsored by
Marino Brothers or Marino Bros.
Yes.
Spend over $60 for free delivery, and if you, oh man, I'm like fucking cooked right now. But if you order before 12 a.m, fuck, see, I'm cooked. You get next day delivery.
100%.
100%.
100%. We know. They know. Everyone knows.
Have you been smoking the bananas?
Yeah.
I think so, man.
Smoking.
I'm on what the Dow lovers on and the
Lover.
Plowmanators
Look
are
how
on.
happy this bloke is.
He's a happy man.
very
Top
happy, isn't
banana.
All right, I got 3 quick ones.
Yeah.
So the first one goes to this. Let's have a look at this footage
Oh shit, we got footage.
and listen
Yep,
to it.
we got footage. Okay. Yep. Ah, yeah. Well,
Can you put it up?
Night, they can't look. After the last couple of weeks,
The shock on his face is amazing.
run down.
I love the
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Hold on.
Goodness gracious.
Well played. Well played.
Some of your best work.
Nice work, mate. Well done. That's brilliant.
Fucking next week we're copping butzers like
Oh,
after the
God.
side.
That's amazing.
That's
Bolton
great.
and
Well done.
Cumberland.
Well done. That's
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. So we'll just leave it at that. What else can we
God.
say?
Yeah, that's it.
What else? All right, this next one. I'm going to give this one quickly. Zach Williams.
Oh my god, what's he done?
What's
Can you
happening
just
now?
read the bottom?
I love my shoes. My shoe
shoe
collection's
collection's
pretty
pretty
good,
good,
but the missus is making me sell a few now, so hopefully get my money back on them.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What do you mean your missus? First of all, he's earning like 800 grand a year. I'm sure he's got a room for
Before
it
tax,
that he
but yeah.
paid for it, right? And your missus goes, nah. It's not like they're starving. You got to sell my shoes. What's wrong with you? No wonder he's not getting a game, man.
He's got a
because
couple. He's got a.
I reckon his missus will get a game
He's got
before
a pair
him.
of shoes that cost about $6 grand. You know that?
Yeah, that's why. What do you think she's selling? You know why? Because she wants to buy a pair of high heels or something. That's
Valentino's
another
or something.
banana. Anyway, this one here, I took a photo today. Everyone have a look at this one. At the game.
Oh, you actually outed him. Good.
Yeah, so we went.
Good.
So I was in the line to get some food.
Oh, did
And
you?
I go, you're at the wrong game. And he goes, yeah, mate, I'm at the wrong, like that. And I go, can I take a photo because I want to put you as my banana on my shirt? And he goes, all right. So there you go. There's
That's a
what
good
we-
sport. What a
bananas,
good
good.
sport. What a good sport.
what
Yeah, it was a good
Dickhead.
sport.
That guy hasn't got Scooby, has he?
Nah, no idea.
He is.
NFI.
Can't stand it.
Mate, that guy
Anyone
is...
that does that shit, oh, bro,
Hey, he's-
blood boils.
After
a week, after a
That
loss,
guy looked higher than Baumgartner.
I'm telling you, man. It was... Let's see that.
I got a few.
We got a few bad
To
bananas.
the Dow lovers,
Dow
to
lovers.
Jake Benetton or whatever the fuck your name is.
He's got
The lady
He's
to
got him. He's got him.
the lady to my right today that called me, do I support Carlton? Go fuck yourself. And to the ploughman hater that was in front of me, well, he went at 100%, so you can go eat a bag of dicks. And the last one is to Essendon, you're shit.
Benetton. Oh, dear. Oh,
How
God.
many was that? 5.
That's
Five fives, mate.
Mars
For
has
all
gone
of
all
yous.
in there.
We've got 8 bananas so far. We've still got half the crew to go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you follow that? My one is simple, really. I mean, fucking Collingwood Football Club.
They get your
What?
banana.
9 weeks in a row.
I don't know.
I mean, by God, it's starting to fucking kill me.
But how can you give them the banana?
Because the dickheads. But the big one here, and this one grinds my gears, and maybe it's the European in me, but dickheads who go on socials supporting Essendon or Pies.
Oh, yeah.
I have never
I
in
can't
my
do
life,
that. I can't do
never in my life, even when we were in a title race with Celtic, who honestly, I would rather, give up a kid than win a league.
Win the league.
You know what I mean? I've never supported an opposition side, even wanted the result. Do you know what I mean? Usually I pray for a terrorist attack in the game's played. do you know what I mean? That's the best. That's the best scenario. I'm not praying for a team.
Gone
Honestly,
next level, this show, man.
honestly, if you're a Carlton fan and you have ever said "Go Bombers," which I saw today,
you don't
I
take
saw today.
On Twitter,
People
or
actually
something.
saying, "Oh, I hate to say it, Go Bombers," and I'm like,
Nah, I never say Go.
That's why we had tall trees and ropes in the UK.
Oh, fucking Bobby's just gone
For
all
me, as a Carlton supporter, there was really no winner today.
No.
Honestly, I was actually just hoping for an electrical malfunction.
Me too.
And then Gil come out and be a twat and go 2 points
2
each.
points each.
You know, if we keep winning, it won't matter
That's
what
what
they
I
do.
say.
Yeah.
And it's the fear,
Yeah.
respect
Yeah,
of our
yeah,
club.
yeah.
We're a good team now.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
And that's
Just
what
win.
I keep saying. My dad's been victim of that the last couple of weeks.
Just win.
Oh, yeah, but the others also.
Don't worry about
You
that.
just
Worry
have to
about
bloody
us.
win.
I know.
Stop trying to be tricky.
That's
Yeah,
it.
my
Okay, you're
son
not that
does
smart.
He's done that. If
I
this
don't care
happens
about
and this
that.
happens and
Oh,
this
mate.
I don't
happens,
care about them. I care about us.
My banana of the week is football away from football. Right, it's a bit of a personal
football
one.
away from football.
It's away from
away
football,
from football.
right? So, people who ride those scooters in the city,
the ones that you just hire out.
fucking scooters.
Doesn't Terry go to work in one?
I don't know if he
does
goes
actually
to work.
go
but
to
he's-
work, Terry.
Does it?
He
No.
Now,
With his
What?
bullshit helmet too.
on
Now, has he got his own, or
On-
does he?
on my kid's life.
He's
oh,
got a
if
9
you've
bike.
got
on
your
my kid's
own,
life.
He's
if
got
you
a
have your
9
own, you take responsibility of it.
he's
You care.
backtracked.
No. Certain scooter riders in the city. I'm on my way to work, walking to work. It's 9 a.m. from Flinders Street, right? On the footpath. Flies through, right? No common courtesy, nothing.
He didn't give that beep beep comment.
Nothing.
Ding ding.
Then, on the way back to Flinders Street Station from work, walking down Flinders Street, as you do when you're going to Flinders Street Station.
Of course,
Flinders
that's right.
Street.
Naturally.
He's coming this way, and I'm walking that way.
Same bloke.
No, just someone else. Some other dickhead.
We've gone into
Naturally, right, you go to your left, right? So I'm on my left. I haven't veered path. I can't really go anywhere. And there's no one within 15 metres of me. He's coming straight at me. I ain't moving.
Nah.
I'm not fucking moving.
That's a
and
footpath.
fucking almost clipped me. Almost bloody clipped me. And now there was a news article. There was a news
report.
There was a news
Channel
report
7.
on Channel 7 tonight discussing the dangers of these stupid bloody scooters. Go on the bloody road.
Should have done Jiven. Put your arm up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's got wheels, it goes on the road.
You
But
should have done the give it, right? Knock you out.
I was gonna say if it's got wheels, it goes on
mate.
the road. But what happens with the pram? But anyway, common sense.
Well, you know.
we don't have
pushing
common
something.
sense.
So
You can
basically
say-
what you said
you
is
can.
anyone that cares about the environment, fuck you.
Exactly. Yeah. Correct.
They don't wear helmets.
care about the environment. What if people die? Someone gets hit. Someone
It's a
gets
ridiculous thing. I know those scooters, but it's amazing. They're just everywhere now.
So that's my banana of the week.
What's going on?
I was
At time
watching
of
F1.
recording, Leclerc's on top.
Okay,
Lap
How many
16.
laps?
Of course,
all
the
right.
Italian would love
So
Ferrari.
that's my
Why
banana
not?
I like it.
not?
of the
Come to
week.
my house, mate.
So,
I like it,
you
but
know,
they're everywhere now, especially around the city. I'm around the city a lot, so...
Anyway, you can ride them, whatever. Just
But you
don't
know,
think-
the other thing is, I'm
Yes.
telling you, it's becoming like a big mess now. They're just
they're everywhere.
everywhere, man.
They're everywhere.
They're just dropped on the
Yep.
ground,
Yep.
you know.
They're
they're
like
just-
cigarette butts.
I find
It's
cigarettes
a real-
the
That's a real
worst than
pandemic or
I do
epidemic,
find
whatever
cyclists
you wanna call it.
worse, but scooters are starting to. They're a close sec. They're like second.
I reckon there's more scooters now.
It's an
Around
is it
the
an
city
epidemic
there
or a
is.
pandemic?
Both. Take your
I
pick.
find when you're driving in the city, it's the cyclists who, you know, like when there is a traffic jam, they start getting off and they push in front of you.
Yeah.
And I find the temptation to open my door and just clip them
give a
so
little
hard.
clip. Yeah.
So hard. I'm like, and I have to fight it. I'm like, no, come on. Come on, Dad. No.
So there we go. Good.
All
banana.
right, let's go into this one
Good
here.
bananas,
All right,
lads.
now,
Yes.
you. From the Scotland lands.
Scotland lands from Scotland.
I was trying to like work this out, and then I
The
just
Shetland Islands.
It is a
Is
Shetland.
that where
Did you
you
use
put me?
invent golf?
Pardon?
Did you invent golf?
The Scots.
We did indeed, yes.
All right, so let's have a look how you invented golf.
Is this
Oh,
Robert Williams?
this is a real
Oh, this
Here's
is
my idea for a fucking sport. I knock a ball in a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like pool? Fuck off, pool! Not with a straight stick, with a little fucked up stick. I whack the ball that goes in a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like croquet? Fuck croquet! I put the hole hundreds of yards away. Oh, fuck out, yeah! It's great fun there. Oh, yeah, that's a great thing. Oh, like a bowling thing. Fuck no! Not straight, I put shit in the way. Like trees and bushes and high grass, so you can lose your fucking ball and go whacking away with a fucking tire. Whacking away, and each time you miss, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke. Fuck, that's what we'll call it. A stroke, because every time you miss, you feel like you're gonna fucking die. Oh, great. Oh, and here's a better part. Oh, fuck, this is brilliant. Right near the end, I'll put a flat piece with a little flag to give you fucking But then I'll put a pool and a sandbox to fuck with your ball again. You'll be there trashing your ass, jerking away in the sand. Oh, and you do this one time. Fuck no! 18 fucking times!
God bless you. How good is that,
Fuck
man?
it out.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace, the
Fuck
great
it.
man
What a legend.
himself. That
he
is
did.
fantastic, man, and it's pretty accurate, isn't it?
It is.
You reckon
It's
that's the way
frustrating
they?
game,
You
yeah.
love it, don't you?
You reckon that's the way they invented it?
You were a golf coach in your.
You were.
I was a professional, yes, so
Yeah,
I
there you
have
go.
experienced it from the other side
Yeah.
of being good at the game, but
Being
it is
frustrated.
very frustrating, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand it. It's a bizarre thing. It's something that only Scottish peasant farmers could invent. You know what I mean? It's hard to believe as well they
Good
did
game.
that. Hard to believe they did that.
I honestly, I love watching golf.
Good to watch. I think it'd be,
I love
I think
watching
it's-
golf.
I think it's better being there too.
100%.
You got to go.
Have you been?
No, I've never been.
I've
Never been. I'd love
and
to
it's
go.
absolutely
Is it
like
re- yeah.
following players is absolutely fantastic. And then you sit on the par 3 where they set up the stands for like
yes,
3 or
yes.
4
Yeah.
holes, and just watch them. And then you follow a few more, and then you end up in the 18th,
Yeah.
and you set yourself up, and you just watch them
Everyone's
coming in.
losing it. and
Yeah,
shit.
it's sick. It's
great.
really, really good. Yeah, and look, like any sport, when you go there live, like tennis is another one.
Yeah.
Watch tennis live.
That or curious game. I've been to every
Yeah.
one. Oh my god,
How
it's
good
like
those
that.
doubles.
Yeah.
And then, as much as like you sit there and you go, oh, like golf, you go, bloody hell, you know,
You gotta
like, you
go
should be
there.
able to do it. And then you can watch them and you go, far out, how good is that, man? Like,
Golf is way better as well when you actually get to play the course after the event.
oh, to see.
So like the Open, St Andrews, I've had the privilege of playing there
That's
a few times as a
amazing.
kid and as an adult, and seeing it in real life, it is just open.
Yeah.
Huge.
Open,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just mass field. It looks like it's all
Yeah, tiny
structured,
because of
so
the-
it's a hell of a lot harder to play. You get real understanding, but yeah, Well done, Cam Smith.
Yeah, for winning.
Ooh,
the-
yeah,
Yes,
bloody hell.
100%.
He won
Massive
which
percent.
Open, did he win?
The
British,
Open Championship.
British.
Yeah.
Open
No, we
Championship.
call it
The
the
Open.
Open.
The Open, correct.
The others are
100%.
Mickey Mouse. The Americans don't count.
That's right. That's right.
150th edition.
And
as
now,
well.
and now he's starting with the live.
Yeah, now he's going with the Saudi money. Bolly.
That's not
Oh,
money.
yeah.
That's not money washing.
It's always the Open because
the
you
Open,
can't give the
correct.
Americans any respect
That's
because
right.
they didn't start the war. They came.
But they
after
got the
and they
Ryder
won it.
Cup. Is it the Ryder Cup? The Euro.
That's Euro versus America.
Yeah, the Euro. Yeah, it's where the British decide to be European.
Yeah,
that's right.
Brexit.
We're like, oh, we're fighting the Americans.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck, we're European.
We're in. That's it. We're in. I like it. All right, that was good. Let's go into this one. Talking blue. What are we doing this week?
Adelaide. Don't tell me Fed from the boundary.
No, we're doing
Oh, damn.
Have we done that?
a little bit? Yeah.
yes, we have done that. We have
Probably
done that
the first
game.
one. Yeah.
That was the one. Scotland was the one who
Yeah,
played?
hit him lace
that's
out.
right,
That
hit him
pass.
lace out.
Okay.
Anyway, we're not doing Adelaide.
Oh no.
No, we're going to do part 2 of the interview with
Oh.
John
Done. Nice.
because it went on for 2 hours. So let's. Last week we heard some fascinating stories.
Fascinating
Did
stories.
the number story?
Yeah, the number story come out last week where, like kids, did you hear? You probably didn't hear us, but you're going to catch up with the interview this week. Dorotage and Kenny Hunter, number 6 and number 9, like little kids, worked out that when they run out, they're always going to run out
Together.
Yes.
69.
And they did that every game, and then when they ran out, they laughed like little
I mean,
kids.
everyone enjoys a meal for 2.
Good old dinner for 2.
So he did
Can't
that, and
beat
we
it.
also heard Lockett.
Oh, yes, what he said to Dorotage.
He had a few choice
Choice words to say, his
so-
particular ethnicity.
So
he
part
targeted.
2's just as good, so everyone catch up with this.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets them down. We're the only team old Carlton knows.
I think the first time we did that was when we lost to the Eagles in '87 over here.
I remember that,
We
the
lost
whacker.
by a couple of points.
Only about 3
And you know
That was the first
why
time
we
we
lost
lost
that?
Again, I got absolutely smashed again at the end because I'm playing on Ross Glendinning. Yeah. So there was always a thing. Back in the day, we had this beautiful ruckman by the name of Harry Madden, 6'11", and no out of bounds rules and things like that.
yeah.
So when you get into tight situations in a game and we're in front,
He just belted.
It's just, not so much belted, but what he would do is imagine we're in the forward pocket, Harry had just meander the ball 2 or 3 metres our way, but he'd hit it to the boundary line to go out. Let's have another throw in, he'll do the same thing again. So we're in front. We lost at the whacker. So good on me, but Harry was looking a bit tired. I've decided to jump over the top. So Ross Glendinning's no dummy, so he's actually on the job here. So he gets over there. I jump up, whack the ball. Lands in Ross's hands, he kicks a goal, they win the game. And then again at the end of the game, I think from memory, Wolsey's
So it was
given
your fault then
yeah.
we lost?
Well, I told you it was. I'm happy to take the blame for it all. But Robert, made it very well known to the other 19 players that played with us that day that it was all your fault that you caused us to lose this game by jumping up and doing what you didn't have to do instead of maybe going and putting your body on, Ross. But anyway.
Fortunately, we only lost 4 games that night because every time we did get most. The first game was
That's a bit like the
They were all by
79
very small
where
margins.
Kesson used to do the same
but-
thing.
Yeah. Well, did Wolsey play in 79?
No.
No.
No, he was a
Wolsey
70,
played-
72, 69,
So he might have
68
retired by
he would have
79.
played.
He played 68, 70,
68
72.
and
70 and 72.
Left.
And in 78, he had a falling out with Ian Stewart and ended up at Fitzroy in the same year that he started with Carlton.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But he stopped playing in 1980.
But we lost 4 games that year, fortunately. The first one was the first game against Hawthorn, the grand final rematch. We lost to Hawthorn again, lost to Eagles, and lost to Sydney up
Yes,
there.
yes.
That's right. And thank goodness we only lost those 4 because we were punished. And I think we were too scared to lose.
Yeah, well, he's scared. He's scared of the shit out of there.
Well, at least we
But
were
it
fit.
worked. It worked because we won a flag. So you could do anything, and you'll do anything. We won a flag, so you can say, okay, it worked.
Well, I suppose all clubs are looking at a thing, to win you've got to you've got to have a percentage of mongrel in you, and you have to be bigger, fitter, stronger than the opposition to get it done. Now, we may not have realised that at the time, you know, and even the modern player today, the game's so different, but they're very fit and capable, but whether they have that resilience to work through some of the challenges that you may encounter during the course of a game. And as Rocky was saying, you know, like with the psychologist and all that comes and talks to you and gives you a few pointers in that 87 year, like, you know, be in the moment, you know, and it was Alan Jones also Alan Jones, the Wallabies coach, spoke to us in 87 in between, it was in the preliminary final. We went away with the players. And all that, we went away just up in the hills in Victoria for a night. Richard Pratt flew him in his chopper to come and speak to us and all that sort of stuff. And it's still, look, it's relevant today. You can't worry about what's happened prior in the game because, you know, it's like a coach. If you want to speak to somebody, you're thinking, okay, Richard, like, you know, mistakes happen. You know, I'm not going to belittle you and you're not going to get dragged if you make a mistake. But don't make two mistakes in a row, that's right. Sort of thing. So the challenge is when you've made an error or you get beaten in a contest, you've just got to have that inner will and strength to say, I'm going to win the next one. You look forward to the contest with your eyes wide open and you give 110% commitment. Sometimes you may lose two in a row, but at the end of it all, you've just got to kick to the curb what's happened because that's now part of history, albeit it might be 3 or 4 minutes ago. You can only live for what lies 100%. Ahead. You know, and even not too far ahead. Like, you know, stay focused
on the moment.
You can only play your role.
So you do
and
learn a lot
get
of things.
done.
You know, football, sport.
Of course.
For us as football sport, a lot of things that help you later in life because,
well, it's
business.
All right, guys, how was that? That was pretty good, mate. I'm telling you, two champs, man. Dorothy and Richard Dennis. Absolute stars, man. And
now, this wasn't explained on the story. I'm not going to go into too much details, but the mail from my father, who is a very good historian.
Ah, yes. Look, I don't know. Are you going to say
We're not going to ask, and I'm not going to say what it was, but he got caught doing a certain thing after training by a certain lady, and it was not great. But anyway, let the imagination take you where it needs to go.
It was the rumour at the time.
Yes.
And it's never been confirmed or denied.
Correct.
So we'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Make of it what you will, ladies and gentlemen.
Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it.
Get on our channel.
Yep.
Get those subscribers out.
Yep.
We need the subscribers. We need.
Gotta know when to fold them.
Got to know when to hold them. Know when
and I reckon he did hold them. Yeah. Anyway,
he should have folded them a bit later.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
our favourite segment. Let's do it.
Che bello! Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo so? Fatti i cazzi, buona.
Ma che cazzo!
Hey! He gave us a ma che cazzo.
Love
it. I'll do the best for you guys.
Mate, fucking.
Hey, listen, everyone's getting into this market cuts.
Why do people keep stealing stuff off us?
Who stole it?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Oh, they're Italian boys.
Oh, look at cats.
Yes, I love it.
Bravo. You reckon they go over each other's like mum? Oh well, he probably goes to see his
100%.
mum's and dad's. You reckon? Yeah.
100%, man. You know the wogs.
Well, you
turn the
reckon
cogs.
Jack still lives at home?
Nah, he doesn't.
You don't think so?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Okay. I would.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, I would too.
You do.
I do.
What did Carazza? No, it was a Carazza.
No,
the wogs. The wogs turned the cogs.
Oh yeah.
Mate, spot on.
That's the one.
Bloody
Oh, let's have a look. Hey, we'll talk about Italians now.
Yes.
Hey, like your mums. They're
sicko. Yeah,
they're
she's
feisty.
sicko. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
sicko.
well.
If you ask them to fight, would they fight?
No, fucking no.
All right, let's have a look at this.
Italian mums. Oh, God.
Mom,
What?
you have your sneakers on? Put your sneakers on.
For what, Joe?
You know the guy down the block that always talks shit to me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fuck him up, but he's outside with his mother. I don't want it to say something and jump in. So if she says something, you gotta do something.
I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. I've been
Where you
waiting for
going?
this fucking day. That
Fucking
soca
day.
puttana.
Fucka puttana.
That's big.
Ashman, wait.
How cool is that, man? I'm ready, mate.
I'm gonna fuck that bitch.
And he calls it Stadzokkala. I love the word
That's a dirty word. That's a dirty word.
I love it, Zokkala, mate.
Oh my
Zokkala
god.
is a filthy word.
That's a dirt word.
Hey, sometimes it's cars, it's on the street. It's not enough room. So you just do what you got to do to get around the corner. Yeah, let's have a look at this one.
Yeah, play on note 15.
Yeah. What did you just notice?
Sick, man.
If only you did an O'Brien and kept his wit.
Now, that's wingers, man. Wingers. See, that was Hayes last week. Hayes week got sucked into it.
Yeah.
He got sucked into it. Hey, listen, you always wear a helmet.
Yes.
Always. Your bike,
Scooters
scooter,
in the city.
or else this won't happen.
Yep.
Oh!
He gets up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit, the bad.
Fuck it.
Oh, wow.
Can you show that?
Yeah, why?
Oh,
You
wow.
Oh, fuck.
Holy moly.
Got his head run over.
Where?
I shouldn't be half of a fucking hell. Fuck. I wasn't expecting that.
That's market cuts.
That is a market cut, huh?
Wow.
Jesus.
How the?
He's
Wow.
okay.
He's okay. No one was hurt.
No one was hurt in the making of that film.
What did you see that, man? Like, if there was no helmet there.
He's done.
That's
Finished.
it.
Oh,
It's
his
over.
head's a pancake.
No, it's over. You know.
Ah.
But did you notice
What
something
am I
else?
laughing
Because
for?
I've
I know.
because
like
I
my
drive
head.
trains and that. What about the bus driver?
Oh,
He
mate.
reversed the bus. Like after the accident, you don't move the vehicle.
Yeah.
Don't move it because you could do more damage. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Well, how's
he
he going to get off his head?
Huh? Doesn't matter. By going back isn't gonna anyway. Wear a helmet.
Oh,
Wear a helmet, kids. Wear a helmet. Hey, listen. Fishing. Who likes fishing?
Yep.
I like fishing.
All right, let's go.
Don't fight our boat.
What is it? A shark.
Don't fight our boat. Damn it!
Oh my goddamn pinky.
What is that?
I've lost my goddamn pinky.
Oh, Jesus.
Does anybody was trying to grab the shark? Come
Play
on,
with
mate.
fire.
He
You play
deserved
with
it.
fire, you get burnt, mate.
Yeah, play silly games, win stupid prizes.
Hey, listen.
Exactly right.
You know, like
lost
with
the finger.
your kids, you'll understand this. With your kids, you play games with them. Yep. You ever let them win?
If mummy tells me to, yeah.
Right. So really, because you got to teach them.
never
You
let
got
my
to
I
teach them.
smash my
You
I
have
used to
to.
smash my
You
brother
have
and
to.
FIFA
Gotta
like
teach him.
80-0.
Got to teach
You
him.
have to.
Yeah.
You can't let them win.
No.
All right. So this dad took it to this length.
Oh my God.
Oh, bullshit. Oh, man.
Like now. Like now.
Oh my God.
Get the gloves out, son.
Oh! Oh! Now watch this, way.
You got to turn it around. What?
That was his son, man. That's the best.
That is.
I felt that left.
That was, mate. He clipped him a beauty.
That left hook was a few times. that left hook was about 5 years worth
He
of
got
nightmare.
I was talking about Monopoly, like this bloke's taking it to the next extreme.
That's
That left hook.
Listen,
left hook,
in the 80s, we used to have the corner store.
yeah.
Right? And they used to sell everything there. But I would never explain it the way this bloke explained it. Let's have a look.
Does anyone ever remember the old wog shop that used to exist? You know, the corner store? Had the greasy old wog behind the counter there. Fucking sold fish and chips. Fucking hamburgers with the lot that, no one else could touch. They were that good. You had People magazine, Picture magazine, the newspaper. He sold fucking a million varieties of lollies, had ice creams, drink, bread, milk, you name it. This fucking shop had everything. It was the corner store and it was run by a little wog bloke. Where has that gone? When did that fucking stop? I cannot for the life of me find one, and I've been all over the country. Does this shit still exist?
trying to
I
look for a
loved
golden
it.
nugget.
Yep.
The greasy old wog.
Mate, you can't beat it.
How's the music?
You had to add the greasy old wog.
I love it. It's so good. It's true.
That's why
Well,
I
they
love
were
it.
greasy.
God bless him.
They
But
had the
it's
long
true.
hair and.
When we were kids, man, you used to go to the milk bar and it had everything there. It was the fish and chip, you had
One-stop
the
shop.
magazines, you had the lollies,
And
the
now
pinball machine.
Mate.
Yeah. Now,
Us, my dad just loses it. The Tosca bars.
Oh, yeah.
Monaco,
Tosca.
the Monaco
Yeah,
ice creams.
it's
Like,
easy.
mate, like, it's just...
It was fucking 50 cents. Now I gotta pay fucking $6-7 for a chocolate bar. They're losing and shit. Yeah.
Those were the days, mate.
Days were the
And they all
days.
got along. Like, you know, they had bickering and all that, the Wogs and the Aussies and all that, but...
No, it was the best. It was the best. We used to have,
play
there
on,
used to
mate.
be, where I used to go to school, Carlton Street Primary School, Carlton Street shops, there was a little milk bar and there was the greasy old wog in there. And we used to call him Boss. Hey, Boss.
Boss, yeah, that's what it
used
is,
to always
Boss.
be Boss, man, and we used to all hang around there, like everyone from 5 years old to 17-year-olds used to hang around. Used to have the blue XW car at the front, and everyone
my
used
God.
to sit on top of it inside, and he used to let you, you know what I mean? No worries, as long as you
And
buy
now
stuff.
you couldn't be open because, you know...
No, there's no chance.
You wouldn't be open
Mate,
because
the
you
kid,
had
the kid wouldn't come home
You
there.
got to go Costco now.
The kid will get stolen.
35 doses as well.
Hey,
You know,
the
'cause
wogs,
he's
the
gonna
dirty
kill
old
everyone.
wogs, what do they love? Their gardens.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
mate. fucking
Right?
oath.
And they've always like got the best fruit, got the biggest
Correct,
fruit.
correct.
Let's have a look. I reckon this bloke here has got the biggest watermelons ever.
God.
What do you reckon, Paolo?
Jesus. In Calabria, Italy, the biggest watermelons in the world. That's from our
Yeah, that
our
is
neck
a
of the
Calabria,
woods.
man.
Taking the piss, isn't it?
Calabrese, mate.
That's unreal.
They are huge.
Yeah,
Mate, they were doing something right there. That is a
Nice
big
melons.
muck of guts.
Nice melons.
What the hell, man? What would you
Huge.
even do with that?
Huge.
All right, that was it.
The little
That was a good one. That was a good one. A
We've
few
really
laughs
vibed
and
this show today. Like
Huh?
it's vibed everything.
Still can't get
everything.
over the
No,
bloke's head getting squashed while nearly.
That was fucking crazy shit.
Mucker cuts is like also shock.
Yeah.
See, mucker cuts can mean how you going, can mean what the hell, it could mean what the fuck, it can mean anything, you know. So that's it.
Well, we've got a favourite now,
Oh, he loves it.
and he loves it too.
Bang.
Yeah. What he's got today? I don't know what he's got today.
Nah, you never tell
We
us.
got Fang, didn't we, Paul?
Oh yeah.
We got Fank straight away, didn't we?
Well, Paul's multi didn't get up, but what was the multi? I think Essendon might have
Yeah, they did.
done
They
us in.
banged us, went head to head.
Yeah, and they've
You too.
been done after the sign.
It
I
took
can't.
Carlton? No? at the
Yeah,
line?
took
took
Carlton at the
22.
line. Took Carlton at the line. I
No,
think
I took-
Richmond and
Ah.
Richmond.
Yeah, but
and
you would have got
Fremantle
half anyway.
Would have got money back.
Nah, you would have got half.
You reckon?
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
That's happened to me before.
All right. Would have got
Opposite
half.
the draw.
Get half the odds.
But Essendon after the siren.
Oh, they missled us.
So we can't. I can't buy a trick at the moment, but it's still in profit.
Are we going to
so-
have one?
Nah, I'm going to hold off just for now. But I'm
you
going to
notice
tell
after
people.
a loss, he just goes.
No. But see, you've got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. But I'm going to say right now, the Pundit's Prince is flying.
It is fine, yeah, I heard.
He
heard.
is fucking.
So did you
flying.
get another one?
Another one on the weekend came up. Another one. Short stories.
Did you back it?
Of course, I backed it. Back my own tip.
Sometimes you don't back it.
Yeah, sometimes
No,
you
no.
just
The stuff that I put up on my Instagram posts, I have backed. I'm on.
So what is it now? 10 from...
I don't know. I've got to go back tonight. When
No,
I
you
get
gotta
home, I'll
check
have
it.
a look. I've got to check my
But it's
Excel
pretty
sheets
good.
and everything.
It beats
But
60%, 50,
It's pretty
60.
good.
well, I
Great
thought the
And
call.
I know it's good.
Great strike.
I
You
thought
know
the
why
call.
I know?
Why, 'cause
Because he tells me every day.
yeah.
I'll tell you the losers. I've been telling you the losers for the
No,
last
no,
like
it's
2
been good.
months. But I thought I'll call the race. Short stories.
Again, all right. You did that last week.
Well, I thought, why not keep up with the momentum
All
of
right.
the race? So, short stories won at $13, but I've got the replay up here, and I'll give you my best impression of. Well, it's not an impression of me. It is me.
Oh, who's good?
All right, so the runners are in. Kong is the well-back favourite, 280 into 210, but the punter's Prince, he's on short stories, and they're off and racing. Time Warrior began well from the inside gate, and So You Can's going to press on early. Kong was up there on the scene early too. He's about third and fourth in the run. And out deeper on the track there is Hassle Free. They were then followed on the inside by Classy Kenny. Out deeper on the track was Short Stories. Then came Striking Style, Love Magic, African Awesome, Made in Milan, and last of all was Morford Road. So they raced towards the 800 metre marker. And it's So You Can. He's got the field strung out, leads it by about 3/4 of a length. In second is Hassle Free. Then came around the outside of those Time Warrior. Kong's had a beautiful run in transit in the 1-1. They raced towards the 600 metre mark. It's been a fierce tempo out in front. Race 8 at Morfordville Parks. Can the favourite get the job done? Kong. He's had a beautiful run in transit. On the back of him for the time being is Classy Kenny. Around the outside trying to come off heels is Short Stories, but into the straight you can probably forget the rest. So You Can went for the doctor at the 300 metre mark. Dash 2 lengths clear. Hassle Free under the pump. Here comes Kong with the big bounce down the outside. 200 to go. Kong ranges up to So You Can to hit the lead. Here comes Short Stories down the outside below the 100. Kong in front. Short Stories. Can he do it for the Prince? He lunges. Short Stories is won it by a short half head to Kong. Then came So You Can, followed in by Classy Kenny, Calamon, Hassle Free, Time Warrior, Striking Style, Love Magic, African Awesome, Made in Milan, and Morford Road was last of all.
Love it.
Fantastic.
That's another good one.
Bang.
That's a 9.99 out of 10.
What did he
Last week was a 9.9.
Yeah, but he stuffed up one word, yeah.
It can't be perfect, can't it?
No.
He says it can't be, so he got the 9.9.
I don't know if you could do a whole race, mate, because you would explode.
Yeah, but you get a break in
Yeah,
between.
you get 30 minutes in between.
And you need it.
You do need it. You
Well, I
do
would
need
need
it. You
I
do
would
need it.
Great call.
Thank you.
That one.
That was good, that, yeah.
That's probably one of his best of the year so far, behind
So far.
Bomber.
No, we're not bomb. That'd be 9.99.
Or 99999.
Yeah,
Same
that was
thing
good.
anyway.
Last time I was here, you did the race for the coaches.
I did that, right?
Fuck that up.
Hey, that wasn't
Clarkson and Lyon won it, and then Voss dropped from the sky.
Toes started.
I couldn't remember who Yard winner. That was absolutely. We might have to go back over that one day. We'll have a look at those ones that you
When we
missed
win
out.
the grand final this year.
Yeah. Well, who do we have? We were backing. We'll get backing
wanted
Clarkson all the way. Yeah.
Clarkson, Lyon, Clarkson, Lyon.
Clarkson.
Clarkson. He's Clarkson North.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Used to see a Mars Clarkson on every post.
It's right, Vossen now. He's Vossen. He's
No,
Vossen.
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 Good
What is
stuff.
it?
Voss the boss.
No, what's the boss? Or
It was Ross the boss.
Ross the boss.
it was the T train. Now it's the Volkswagen train or
The
something.
Volkswagen.
The Volkswagen.
The Volkswagen.
Yeah.
The Volkswagen.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The Volkswagen. It's
Just Michael
stupid.
Voss.
Yeah, let's just keep
Where's
it
now?
simple.
That's it. Can't say that.
That's
Paul's
it,
call
Jake
for the week.
Benetton's he's gonna start crying. Or whatever
He's
his
alright,
name is.
Nah, they should put him in
Nah,
this
they give a
week.
fuck
They just
about
put
Jake
him in.
Benetton.
Who?
Is it
Dow.
Benetton? Benetton? I don't know. Whatever.
Just put Dow in this week.
Just next, man. I don't care about it.
Next.
Hey,
Next.
that's a king of a call.
Thank you. That was good, though. That's a good segue into the next segment as well.
When we were kings.
There we go.
Who wants to be king?
Since retiring from football, the biggest worry for his supporters has been their hero's health. Thanks to his drug addictions, Diego's weight ballooned at an alarming rate, resulting in some dramatic scares. During April of 2004, he was rushed to hospital after suffering a heart attack caused by a cocaine overdose. He was lucky to survive the ordeal, but after 5 days on a respirator, he was given the all clear. Clearly, one near-fatal incident wasn't enough to make him shake the habit. In March 2007, he was rushed to hospital a second time, sparking erroneous reports that he had died. Suffering from hepatitis and alcohol abuse, it seemed that Diego's lavish lifestyle had finally caught up with him. The doctors weren't optimistic.
The state of Diego Armando Maradona's health is stable and is progressing. I wouldn't say in a very advanced manner, but well enough. He's been 5 days here, and we are hoping he's getting better. We love him very much. I adore him, and I travelled 1,400 kilometres to encourage Diego Armando Maradona. And I hope he recovers, because we are very worried.
Upon his discharge from hospital, a court ruling initially confined Diego to the private park clinic in Buenos Aires. The decision was overturned 4 months later.
On this day and date, a resolution has been passed which is not entirely firm yet, but which authorises the transfer of Diego Armando Maradona to a clinic located in Cuba. He requested the clinic himself in an audience held days ago. Which received the consent of his family members with the condition that there were certain guarantees.
Maradona was transferred to the Sensam clinic in Cuba. Although he had been coming to Cuba since 2000 to overcome his addictions, this time he was given strict guidelines by the court and his family. Having felt the tap of the Grim Reaper on his shoulder, he needed little motivation to regain control of his life. Bloated, obese, and barely able to speak at the time of his hospitalisation, Maradona bravely faced the long, hard road ahead. Even at the very beginning of the journey, he was upbeat about what happened.
He is stable, his vital signs are normal, and his attitude is positive. He had a good night and is resting and having a good morning.
All right, how was that? Hey, he was a star, man. He was a star. What do you think of Maradona? Like, who's the greatest?
Football player.
Yeah,
He'd be up there, wouldn't he, Diego?
He'd be definitely up there.
He'd be I'd say top two.
Top two.
It'd be hard to like.
I'd say only Messi's.
Got a Messi.
But I'd say a Diego.
What about Ronaldo?
Cristiano.
Yeah.
I'd say Ronaldo, the greatest finisher of all time, probably.
R9.
Oh, R9, yeah. It's tough, actually.
Top
5.
Yeah, it's hard to pick like one. You would have to pick like a top 5 overall.
There's an argument that Pele was an actual fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
He came out with the extra 500 goals.
I think strikers in them days, centre backs were there to hurt you. So I think it's a lot harder to score goals, even in my generation when I was a kid to now. Like when I was a kid, centre backs were like Tony Adams. Do you know what I mean? Doing lines, putting 500k on the 8th at Cannington, and their job was to break your kneecap. Nowadays, like we didn't have centre backs like Ruben Dias and stuff like that. Like
ball playing centre backs who just
like when I was a kid, centre backs. If you asked, did keepy up is if they
your
did
legs
one,
are in half.
If they did one, they
your
did
legs
one.
are in half.
Like no, if you did keepy
There's
up,
a stud at your
at
chest.
training when I was a kid. A centre back, if I threw him the ball and said do a keepy up, he did one. I'd think he was a bit posh. I know. Like nowadays, they're bona fide.
But Edison, what about Edison as a keeper?
Mate, yeah.
I'd say with the ball.
I'd say Maradona for me, the greatest footballer of all time. Probably Messi and Ronaldo propping him up. But I'd throw you the curveball. Gaza.
Paul Gascoigne. Yeah.
Gaza and Best.
Few good ones there.
I reckon if Best was South American, he would be the greatest footballer of all time.
He was actual dirt. Yeah, he was a good footballer.
And then I'd probably throw in Ali McCoist.
Ali McCoist,
yes. Small man
love
loves
him,
Ali
don't
McCoist.
Proper finisher.
Small man loves Ali McCoist.
Oh,
Love the name.
Do you know what I mean?
Then he was a caller.
Do you know what I mean? Finish you like a South American at a blooming barbecue. He was.
All right. What do we want people to do?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
YouTube.
subscribe on YouTube, check out the merchandise, Blue Abroad, That's Mount Auto, check out Pommy and Oz as well.
That's
Yes,
right.
Pommy and Oz.
Subscribe to Pommy and Oz.
He's
What
on
are you?
everything.
You've got Instagram, you've got
Mate,
Twitter,
if you're
you've got
watching
YouTube,
this,
you've got
watched
Facebook.
Pommy and Oz, 100%. 100%.
OnlyFans.
All you got to do.
It's got a new
What
service
is
coming out, so I'll be the first
OnlyFans.
to subscribe.
All you got to do, right,
He
is
should
just
put his
switch on your
OnlyFans.
computer.
Yep.
And Pommy comes
He'll just
on.
come up, he'll great you like this.
Switch
on.
it on.
How's not in yet.
I'm like Kim Kardashian, pre-fame. Anything video. With night vision.
Anything,
Actually,
anywhere, anytime.
if you're doing any sort of content down there, give him a call and he'll come on. And,
He'll educate you.
he'll educate you about anything. Yeah, as you said, definitely get onto
If you've got this far into the video, hit the like button.
Yep.
And pat yourself on the back.
Just get onto our channel
Boss does to
to listen to the interviews.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the main thing.
Get on.
North Seafood and Grill. Get down there.
Seriously, mate. Friday was pumping there.
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
It was packed.
Friday.
Good on you.
We had to wait till the end, so it
Friday
just
out.
quietened down again, you know. So, and you get to meet
Ange.
man.
Andy's there. He's there. He's there every day.
He
except for
serves
Wednesday.
you the food.
He serves you.
What about when he tried to stab me with the knife?
Yeah, he was going to kill you.
He just tried to stab me with the knife, dropped it, had to get another knife. So go
good
there,
man, he's
Melbourne
Ange.
Coffee Roasting Company and
Carlton 15 and at checkout. And then we got Top Dog Liquor.
Top Dog Liquor.
Top Dog
Linden.
Liquor.
Hey, Linden.
And Marino Bros.
See, isn't that funny? Top Dog Liquor came on as a sponsor and the Wolf came back.
Yes.
You know what you should
Yes.
do for if you've got the Wolf for Sard? Maybe you should just do like the Chihuahua for Ploughman. So when he kicks it, go. Same but different.
Yeah. No, it's boo.
No, well, we don't say boo.
No.
So I went down to Marino Brothers this week.
Oh, did you? Cake on the fruiterer, was he back there again?
No, he's back onto it. Yeah, no. Well, he had something to say. Let's see what he had to say.
Hey! Hello, how are you today, gentlemen? What can I do for you? Would you like some avocado? It's beautiful. It's a little bit hard. But don't worry, Cabra Rice. How's it going for you? Things is okay for me? You know, this is a great country. You know, 20 years ago, I come here on the boat with nothing. Nothing. But look at me today. You know, I owe a lot to this country. I owe $1,000 to bank card. I owe $1,000 on the MasterCard. And I got the higher purchase payments. You know why he's called the higher purchases? Because the payments get higher and higher all the time. It could only happen in Australia. But you know what? Take all the money? The horses. Now, gambling is no good. I bet on Vorog in the white for age handicap. You know why they call it the white for age? Because you wait for ages for him to come in. I tell you, the biggest handicap they got, the horses, is the name. Bosun, this handy Andy. What is this handy Andy? It's a puppy name. No, it's no good. So I back the bone crusher, because they say he's another fallop. I agree. He's completely stuffed. But I tell you what is good, the lotto. Last week, I almost win the lotto. I got 5 and the sap. All the other numbers were wrong, but I got number 5 and the sap.
Good old Con.
Good old Con. Yeah, he's got to keep working there. Tesla didn't really work out for him this week. And maybe he should get onto to your Punter's Prince. What is it?
The Punter's Prince, yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't
Maybe
seem
needs
like
a
it's
couple of
working
tips,
for him, so
absolutely.
get into it.
Couple of tips.
Now, we are heading to Adelaide.
Yep.
Mars and Michael and I. And we're going to, well, he might be the modern day Con the Fruiterer, Kapira Slam.
Oh,
Saturday night.
yes.
So we're going out there and we're going to try and get some vlog.
I reckon you get some vlog of him. You definitely got to get him and get him to call out. All right, just get him to call out the jumper punch. Let's see if he can do it.
Is it a conflict of interest? I don't think the Marino brothers would mind.
Nah,
just a couple of wogs.
Nah, it's all good. No stress.
I like it.
What, you think people from Melbourne could go to Adelaide to go and buy this?
Exactly.
No, I like it.
So,
yeah, no, it's good.
No,
You
we're definitely
definitely,
going
man,
to.
if you can get him, that's a big one. All right, as usual, the viewers, let's read this first one.
Trent Clen.
Ah, yes.
Carlton played North Melbourne in round 7
That's
this year
you.
on a Saturday
You
night.
said that the last time we played on a Saturday night was 2019.
That's correct.
We actually played this year on a Saturday
that's
night.
correct, against North Melbourne.
No, it was at the G.
And there was actually another game too, I think.
Last year we played
last year.
Fremantle at the G on a Saturday night.
Saturday night, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's what they're there for.
That's what they're there for.
To pick us out.
Jesus,
Mars.
Fucking hell.
Sorry.
They're quick to pick these people.
Oh, I'm blaming Michael Maloney for that one. So
Fuck yeah. Trust Michael Maloney with stats.
What a dickhead. All right, let's
Ivani collects. A team in the NT will not work. Okay, well, I think there was a little bit of tongue-in-cheek about that. But anyway, it's all about the location, and the location is shit. No one wants to live in the NT. It's hot and very wet during this time of year. That's why they have their footy season in summer. There isn't enough population to support building a stadium for only football. Look at AO or OS. They have cricket, concerts, rugby, soccer. Help fill the stadium and keep revenue in a new stadium for only 11 weeks a year. No chance. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Quash
Which
that
is fair
one.
enough, as it was. It was
And
a
there's
little bit
no word
tongue
that,
in cheek,
yeah,
but
there's
he's
no
probably
word,
right.
There's no word that NT you're going to get a team.
The first sentence is just elite there.
Yeah.
Love block caps.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Quickest way to my heart.
Next. Enzo Valentino. Great show again, boys. Love Paul's race call. He has the perfect professional voice for it. He should be doing ads. I do ads. On SEN.
You do ads, yeah.
When it comes
we should
around.
do more ads.
I'll do more ads.
All right, done. What about this bloke?
Julian Vig, 2102. Because of those two finals, it's been decided that we can never, ever watch a Carlton final at my nonno and nonnas against
So, who are we talking about?
So we're talking about the Carasso interview. He's talking about the Brisbane.
Okay.
Oh, Brisbane.
Right. Yeah, the Brisbane, man. Like, can never.
Brisbane
that
and
was.
Sydney, I think it was. Yeah.
Good on him.
Yep. Another one. Bonafide THC. Rocco nailed it about Ginnivan. He is ruining the effing game with his rubbish.
He ruined it.
Who that is?
Oh, that's that guy. Yeah.
Mars.
Yeah.
It's Bonafide, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, when I saw THC, I'm like, well, this bloke's pointing towards drugs again.
Yeah, that's it. That's him.
Oh, is that him? Oh, okay, right, okay, yeah. Michael C. Madden. Mainstream are always trying to bury good YouTube channels that do a better job than them. Yep, that's exactly right.
Oh, that was about the 3 AW interview where they
that's
stopped
going to happen.
us.
Matt O'Connor. Travel, what a man. There will be 12 Wolves. Obviously, that means Wolves. And we can do the goal kicking at Waverley Park. Open to public, plus they have the nets behind the goals.
I doubt I'm going to drive like 3 days to go.
There's one Carlton Marine.
This here, across the
hangar,
road.
or across the road. Yeah, exactly. We'll put the nets up ourselves.
And is there any more? Oh, so that was about O'Connor. I just want to say a thank to Sahil.
Yes, he always comments, always, yes, sensational.
He actually
He's across
gave me a
everything
couple
on
of
the channel.
tickets today, so I sat.
Oh, did he really?
Yes,
Oh, nice.
and I sat with his brother,
Nice.
Bayzad.
Bayzad.
Yeah, he was a little champion.
What is Lebanese? No.
Sayef Sahil. I think that is Lebanese. Arabic or something
Arabic,
like that.
yeah, some sort
As
of.
he was saying he has his own pizza shop or something, I think he was saying. He run a...
I'm not sure.
I think he was saying, I think he said it on our inbox.
I'm
but
not sure. I'm not sure.
He
but
loves our
did.
work,
I
loves all
talked to
that
him
stuff.
today, so thank you very much. Nathan White, I want to thank.
Yes, he gave us the BWS voucher, which we're going to spend this week. We'll have to pick out something. I tried to get limoncello off
whatever.
BWS from Coburg and all that. There's no stock.
But I mean, still
Carlton won too many games.
There's no stock.
I reckon we get something.
I'll go
so we're
find
definitely
something
going
for
to
us
get. And
during
the other
week.
one
So, Nathan,
is.
thank you.
How do you spell it? How do you pronounce it? Uga.
Uga Koken.
Ug. It is Ug. I think it is.
It's Ur.
Ur Koken.
Yes.
Ur Koken.
Another
He
donation he
always,
left.
not only with us with Blue Board, he's always been generous, giving those donations. You know what I
Put
mean?
a few on my tips as well. You can then add a few
That's
more
it. That's
donations
it. That's
to
it.
us
So
if
we
you want.
thank that. We thank everyone that puts in. So that does
Yep.
heaps for us. So thanks,
Great
guys.
stuff. Great stuff.
Any
Thank you.
shout-outs?
Any shout outs?
You got shout outs, Pommy?
All the Pominos watch along crew, much love.
Yeah.
And also, Uncle Pom says, don't be a dickhead. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Jumper Punch channel. All the old guys.
All of us. The
All
whole.
the old guys on there.
Yeah, all of it. All the shows, everyone. Like, it doesn't take much to subscribe,
Honestly,
to like.
like
If you
it.
watch it, you like it. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it, subscribe it.
As I say,
Share it.
helps us out, but it
Yeah.
also helps out other channels that are like us.
That's
Correct.
right.
Dominos.
We come up, he'll come up, Blue Broad will come up, they'll all come up.
100%. And it helps more than you think, doesn't it, Pom?
Yeah.
Hey,
That-
every little helps, as the
Yeah,
old lady
that's
said
right.
as she
So
pissed
that's
in the
it.
sea.
That's
But
it.
yeah,
I love
what
it.
and a special shout out to the POM who does all the analytical
Analytical
work. There is
data,
no
yes.
better analytical mind with regards
He's
to
a
Carlton
fucking,
content.
he doesn't work anymore. He's going
in
to can't work at
the
a Carlton Football
game.
Club, mate.
So if you want to be educated about the game and
No,
get an
seriously,
understanding
how
as
much-
to the ins and outs and why we lost and why we didn't lose, which is winning, but this is the man.
How much time do you actually spend, though?
Too long.
A lot.
Like, say, in a normal day, how sick are you? Like,
I would say
6 hours?
in a week.
5? Oh, well, in a week.
in a
Like
week.
30 hours?
In a week, it's probably about
It's another job.
About 30, 40 hours a week.
It's
Another
insane.
But
Yeah, you're
35
fucking
or something.
sick in the head, you
It's
know that.
insane.
I spend a lot of time working.
But you know you're sick in the head, right?
There's something wrong with
It's
me.
for the benefit of all of us.
Yeah, but you
I
do
love
it. It's
a
like,
hobby,
all right,
it's a passion, but
so we do the same. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but
Like-
he does it in a way of like breaking down the stats.
No, he does it in the breaking it, and you put in all your effort into putting out the product,
Exactly.
which is an intangible
benefit. Yes, correct.
And it's like that dude pointing out there, the amount of times someone have watched my video and see a stat, and I might have put the decimal place wrong.
Yeah.
So the other week it said someone like average 77.6 tackles. obviously that, and straight away someone's like, wait a minute, 7.7 that should have been. Can't be, and I'm like, oh, cheers, yeah.
Yeah, no worries, mate. You go do the time. And
Like,
effort.
that was
Hey.
like when we got the Johnston and the Johnson
well, it's- yeah.
wrong. So people will quickly pick out something, but
They
that's
will.
all right.
And I'm sat at their home like this. Just want them to know.
I just want another line.
No, but seriously, I just wanted to say because
More?
you're fucking sick
We
in the
want
head.
more.
You're
Nah,
sick in the
that's
head.
it.
It's great.
There's something wrong with me. I have to admit, my wife would agree.
But you know what? The
She's still
main
there.
thing is that majority of the people, and I'm talking 99.9%, appreciate it
Yeah,
and
fucking
love your work.
well, fucking you help
Appreciate
it,
all our
help
work.
us, so.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's all good. So we do all that. So that's good.
Yep.
And that's it, really.
What a show.
If you're still around, it is now Wednesday.
so if you're still around, fucking Richard Jackson must be fucking producing this.
Oh,
eh?
geez.
This is like Lord of the Rings.
Steven Spielberg
All
has
right.
just had a coronary.
Yeah, but how long did this take? How long did it feel like?
Went
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like everyone goes, oh, it's long, you know, but we never look at the time.
This is going to be the longest show.
It is.
I
It's
think we
by
had the
far
longest
longest.
before. Now we got it. We've rewritten history.
I've taken it back.
Fucking
Taken the
Pommy
fucking
breaking
power
records
back.
with us.
Taking the power back.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
different
it.
year, mate. I told you. I said it. It's a different
And
year.
if you want Carlton Twitter, Pommy and I.
Yeah, I'm on it too. No, I'm not.
No, we're not on Twitter.
I am, but
I-
I'm not.
500 likes and Mars will join the Twitter
Fuck
revolution
that.
with PPI.
Nah.
We'll bring him in.
Wait, actually.
No wonder
don't
you
worry,
spend
that's a
like
lot
all
more
that
time.
time. Not only you spend all that time doing the stats, but
Then
you
he goes
spend,
on Twitter and bro, it's 50 hours a week on
and
Carlton.
you nearly answer every single person.
The review answers every person.
Correct,
It's getting
it does.
It's getting
Literally.
harder because.
You can't answer everyone. You gotta have to just learn not to.
Yeah.
But
I know you love
Maybe
to.
collate the questions.
Yeah.
Luckily, they asked the same questions.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The other week when we lost, it was like 98 questions. I'm like, how many questions do you have about the game?
No, but seriously, great work. We
Good
love
stuff.
All right.
We love it.
Thank
Great
you very
stuff,
much.
guys.
Thanks, Pom.
Thank you. Dip your lid. Pleasure.
Thank you.
My friend.
Always great having you on.
It's the best.
And,
Best show in telly.
Well, not this year, but next year maybe on tally.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
you never
yeah.
know. You never
Is it
ever
still
know.
tally? I suppose people put it on their
Yeah,
tally.
yeah, bloody
Yeah,
oath.
I agree.
iPads, laptops.
we'll
all
get
that
back
stuff.
for grand
I
final
always
edition.
watch mine on the laptop, on the Mac.
Hey, if it's grand final, I'll be back. We do it. I think we should do it
fuck.
live though.
I reckon. All right,
you're
this
the
is the thing,
producer
right?
and everything.
If we make the grand final, there's going to be a extravaganza.
Yes, yes, yes.
Fuck, he's gone big today.
Yes.
We are going to get
Solid fucking
everybody on.
Yeah.
Everyone will be on. It'll be a massive
Where
show.
we're gonna? We'll have to
I
do
don't
it
know.
somewhere.
We'll work it out, but it will be a huge show.
Someone
What do you say?
installed Scrabble on my fucking controller, didn't they? Some big words today.
Mate, I love it.
Turning me on.
These guys
Excuse me.
be like, you've
We're
how do you
rubbing
say-
off on you,
rubbing
mate.
off on me. Yeah, rubbing off on me.
Oh, fuck, no, that's not good.
Yeah, that's
Plowman,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Plowman and O'Brien.
Yeah, and if you're in Adelaide, we are coming for you.
Yeah, that's
God.
it. It's going to be huge.
JP invades Adelaide. Carlton
Huge.
invades Adelaide.
All right,
Anyway.
let's finish this off.
Yep. Go Blues.
Go Blues.
This old guy who lived in a shack is watching me, and he comes up and says, "Kid, I've been watching you." He said, "You're not catching anything, right?" I said, "No." He says, "Because you're doing it wrong." you can't catch any fish unless it's a falling tide. That's when the tide is going out very quickly, rushing out between the rocks. And I'm like, well, all the fish are gone, right? He says, no, you'll see. It's stirring up the plankton. The fish go crazy. It's happening in 45 minutes. He has his fishing pole. We throw our lines in, and we're pulling them out by the tens. It's unbelievable. And afterward, he's feeling sort of philosophical. He lights up a cigarette on the rocks. I'm 11 or something. And he says, hey, kid, during a falling tide, you can only make one mistake. I said, what's that? He said, not having your line in the water. And I have learned this, that the time between the tides of your life, the falling tide of your life, looks like you're losing everything. Get your line in the water, because that's the most fertile period of your life.
So what does it mean to have your line in the water?
You must try new things. You must be fully alive. You must try everything you possibly can.
I need you to define fully alive.
To wake up each day and to live that day full of possibility. Not to nurse your wounds, not to waste your time, not to try to do things that you used to do. To be fully alive is to be alive to the new set of experiences that's coming across the transom.